Morning, people. Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of May. 7th of May. There you go. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and home of popular culture, as defined by you, the culture, of course. You know, we're just hosted by the best in the business. Introduce yourself, please.
They call me Iman, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. Melanin jam-packed.
And I'm your boy, 6 for Plus of Pure Temptation. Big Mars from the east side of the bridge. Hope everybody's all right. Make sure you like the video on your way in.
And retweet it, please.
And retweet it on X as well. Everybody go and do that.
Let me go and do that now.
Are you telling people to retweet it and you ain't posted it?
Pause for a second. Have I posted it? I have posted it.
I don't know. Oh, so what are you doing? Retweeting it?
I'm going to retweet it.
What, retweet your own live?
On the New Black page, on my own Twitter page.
Oh, okay.
That's my normal routine.
Get to retweeting people. Build a crowd up.
Have
Go on, man.
Have you retweeted?
Huh?
Have you retweeted?
No.
I've given you 1 minute of silence, so everybody can go and do it at the same time. So we've given them that reason as to why it is that we pause for a minute.
Anybody that jumps in now not going to know why we paused.
Let's just do it. I can imagine why so many teachers threw you out of their classrooms.
Do you think?
Yes.
Because they're impatient and not good teachers.
Is that right?
That's the way I see it.
Your mouth too fast. All right, your mind too bad.
They're not good teachers, man. They're impatient.
Amen. How was your weekend?
And they're racist.
All your teachers were white? Surely not.
Nah, well, at one point, yeah.
You know, the Hackney as well, you know.
I didn't go to school in the heart of Hackney. I went to school in Islam.
Ah, okay, well.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I had a few black teachers, but I think there would have been a few years that my whole rotation was white, definitely.
Who's your favourite teacher?
My favourite?
Yeah, and why? Did you even have one?
I didn't really mix with these people like that, you know. Shit. Who would my favourite teacher be?
You know how you set it up each time it is that you take a trip down memory lane? You move like you were bad your whole life.
Why?
I don't know why.
What gave you that?
Even now, you say, you didn't mix with them pagans.
No, but because you know what it was? There was lessons and stuff that I liked. But when I think about it, you know, like, there's people always say that...
Were you bad your whole life?
No. You see that Ian Wright started crying when he saw his teacher?
That was how you were...
No, there's no teacher that could make me... there's no teacher that I could cry over. And I'm trying to think what teachers, ones that could say, oh, like this one, like, put their arm around me or taught me this or was really good with me or...
Yeah.
I didn't really, like, mix with them like that, if that makes sense. I didn't really overstep the mark from teacher and student.
Can you remember anything that any one of them said to you? Like it stuck? Like a scar?
Yeah, because Miss Oliver, my only black teacher I was doing maths, she told us she can't trust these white people. She said they're trying to get you lot kicked out. You don't think it's all funny that you are all here in the same class. She goes, they would never put... They would split you up. They would never put you all here together. She goes, they do it for a purpose. She's telling me to stay woke. But lo and behold, they all got kicked out. I think there's only 2 of us. But they put like 5, 6 of us in that class together, and at least 4 of them got kicked out of school. You get me?
And they blamed the teachers? The racist teachers?
But basically, she
Not
was...
the behaviour.
No, but she was saying that when it's with the other kids, yeah, they separate them from... Because obviously we're not in the same 4 minute, but that maths class is forms mix and stuff like that. You get me? So she was saying that the other kids, because obviously it's other white kids and stuff like that, they would separate them from their from their bad friends to try and give them the best chance, innit? But they've pushed all of you lot in this class. She's said like she's the teacher. She's telling them she's been there for years. She's telling me like this ain't normal, innit? Like they're setting they're setting for you, innit? Like they're setting you up to fail, basically. Like they've pushed all you in this class. They shouldn't.
They allowed you to form your gang.
They gave us the rope to hang ourselves, basically.
And you did it.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
They got him.
So I remember her telling us that because I thought she was chatting shit, but I remember by a certain point I looked around, everyone was gone. I was like, she might have been onto something. That's why I'm so vigilant now.
That's the thing that you remembered.
I don't trust. Well, you asked me, so it's something I went to first.
Jeez,
Again, I didn't really like the teachers like that, and they didn't really like me.
Yeah,
because I had too much to say for myself, like you could imagine.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. That none of my PE teachers. Nah, man, there was lessons that I liked that I thought were alright, but I don't really care for none of the teachers. Nah, none of them.
All right. Can you remember anything that your teachers said to you, Manuel?
I can't, you know. It's been a long time, you know.
Yeah, it has, but he remembers that. You were never wayward like him, were you?
No, not in. Remember them times I came back from Ghana, innit?
Yeah.
So it was a change.
I don't even think he's talking about secondary. You talking about secondary school?
Oh yeah, definitely secondary school.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, primary school. I can remember my teacher in primary school. I like my teacher in primary school, Mr.
Okay.
McClymont. He's a dread man. He used to keep all of us in line, like in shape. You get me? He'll move like he's man's dad. Like he ain't having it. You get me? He ain't having man doing no foolishness in class, in school, or nothing. He's keeping all the black youths them in line. Mr. McClymont was sick, and one time he swore in class because he's had. Remember them big paper cutters that they used to have? I don't know what he was doing. He used it and he went whoosh, and his whole thumb went everywhere. He went, fuck bomba Clara. He was like, oh shit.
But didn't they have guards?
I don't know what he done, bro. Like I don't know what he done. They definitely did. But
That's what I was thinking as well.
he cut his hand with it. I'll never forget that. But his thumb was almost hanging off. Like, I don't know what he done.
Wow.
I don't know what he done, but I remember that.
Did he come back?
What, to school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did
he apologise?
A little paper cut, huh?
A little paper cut?
Something, man. Maybe, I reckon, I don't know, because obviously I was smaller than it, so maybe it wasn't even
it
as...
was worse than you thought it was.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? In my mind, the whole hand chopped off and that to stitch it back on, but I don't think it might not have been that bad when you put it. Remember primary school?
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I think we have a couple of Spotify comments.
Shall I read the Spotify comments?
Yeah. How was the weekend, though?
It was good, man.
Obviously, weekend was extended, so
Yeah, so I was
enjoyed
just...
yourself, yeah?
I
Got
was-
some rest?
I was just chilling. I had a pretty chilled weekend, you know?
Good. Manuel, you?
It's busy, but it's alright.
All right, cool. Spotify comments?
Zero Remorse says, I can't lie, K-Dot cooked with this last diss track. I feel like the whole industry has been conspiring to get rid of Drake on Encro Chat. Gonna give Drizzy's discography one last run before any allegations. And Mark says, I know y'all finna talk about this in terms of the ongoing succulent beef Hannin. Okay. Round 2, who's your champion? Nostradamus K-Dot or Raw Dogging Drake?
Right then. We'll get into it anyway.
Okay.
What's the man go here? All right. Emmanuel played that track that I said he didn't like this morning. And he was wondering, have I heard this? Have I heard this? And then he was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing this. I thought it was rubbish.
What, they not
Not
like
like us.
They not like us.
When that officially dropped,
Yeah.
how did you receive it? Because
Very
you were
well.
you were in the spirit of F all this crap, blah 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 blah. He's doing too much lyrical stuff.
I received it well. I said finally.
All right.
I was just proven right because when I was saying like, oh yeah, he needs like it needs to be thing. All the Kendrick fans was like, oh, look at you, light skin. You don't just want to twerk your ass to songs and all that. And then Kendrick dropped it, and I just see all the Kendrick fans twerking their ass to songs, like moving like it's the greatest thing that's ever happened in life. So it's like when I was calling for it, I was doing too much. But now it's here. You're acting like this is. Oh, so I was right then. This is what it needed. You get me? Just a bit of life. But what I would say is, morning, Ness.
Morning, babes. Baby.
What I would say is, yeah, when he dropped it, it gave me maybe more respect for like the whole game plan, because by that point it kind of shut up everybody like me that was saying what I was saying, kind of thing, because by that point he'd give every type of rap fan something.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. I was like, you know what, fair play, because if I don't like this, then I like this. If I don't like that, then I like this. But he's covered the bases. Everyone's got something.
Yeah.
The boom boppers have got something.
Yeah.
The ones that just want a conspiracy theory and unwrap an Easter egg hunt have got something. And people that want to bop their heads and vibe, they've got something now. So I'm saying, okay, Dot, fair play to you, man. You get me? Good on you.
But when it dropped, didn't Drake drop something
Drake dropped after.
after Not Like Us?
Yes.
Explain that to me. What was the latest track that dropped?
The Heart 6.
And before that?
Before the Heart.
Yeah.
Not Like Us.
So that's what I'm saying. Before Not Like Us dropped,
Yeah.
what was dropped before?
Drake did, was it Family Matters?
And hear that's out in your head. Whew.
I thought it done Family Matters. I thought Kendrick dropped again because Kendrick just double dropping. The one time Kendrick double dropped, innit? So when did Kendrick double drop? After
616 in LA, and then he dropped Not Like Us, no?
What about Meet the Grahams?
Oh, sorry. It was 616 in LA, then Meet the Grahams.
okay, then
Then
Family
Not Like
Matters.
Us. Yeah, then Family Matters, then it was Not Like Us. And Not Like Us dropped whilst everybody was enjoying Family Matters.
Okay.
No, the Grahams dropped when everybody was
after
enjoying Family Matters.
Yeah.
Everybody's enjoying Family Matters, and he dropped Meet the Grahams like 30 minutes later.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was that one.
Yeah,
And then what? Then what? Not Like Us after that?
must have been then. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Okay.
And then the Heart.
So
I think so. Yeah, I can't.
616 in LA came before Meet the Grahams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then Meet the Grahams dropped whilst we were enjoying Family Matters.
yeah, because he dropped Family Matters and he didn't even give it a chance. He didn't even give it a chance.
And
It was like
after
30
we were
minutes
enjoying
later.
Family Matters, then he dropped Not Like Us.
Must have then. I mean, should I go on Twitter and look?
I think that's what happened, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. But the latest one is Not Like Us.
From
In fact,
Kendrick,
let me not look to butcher this. Let me see if it is that somebody is able to tell me.
There'll be a timeline somewhere.
All right. I think Babiel has... thank you very much, Babiel. All right. So it's Like That, then Push-Ups, then Tailor-Made Freestyle, then Euphoria, then 616 in LA. All right. So he dropped Euphoria first, and then 616 in LA after Euphoria.
Okay.
Then Family Matters dropped. Then Meet the Grahams dropped.
Yeah.
Then Not Like Us dropped. And then
See, he did double drop.
Drake.
But he double dropped twice.
He double
then.
dropped twice.
Yeah.
All right. Did you think he he was going to do that at the beginning of this particular dance?
What, like double dropping the way he is?
Yes. Did you think this was going to be his strategy? Because this discombobulated Drake and everybody.
The first time he done it, I was surprised. The second time, I wasn't, because it's just in keeping with his energy that he's moving. You get me? I'm
The
surprised.
energy you didn't like.
I'm surprised that he ain't dropped again. No, I did. I like the energy of him dropping. It was just the songs that he was dropping I didn't like.
Okay.
I like the attitude.
Yeah,
I've respected his attitude towards the beat the whole time.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
I didn't like the crap. Because at the end of the day, I know they're crap because I've never played them again. But obviously, Not Like Us
Yeah.
get spun.
Alright, so that's your favorite, right?
What Kendrick's dropped?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And how did you feel about Meet the Grahams?
Didn't really feel nothing about it. It was another one again. Like I said, someone put it in the group. Dropped early hours in the morning. I pressed play, heard all these dark, airy sounds and this slow thing, and I heard that and I thought, oh god. And then I skipped to the middle, and it was the same because I was waiting for like a beat change or something, and I skipped to the end, and it was still the same, and I thought, oh fuck, I can't do this. So I just finged it, and I was like, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
In the morning when everybody's going on about it. So then it came through. Then I forced myself to listen to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is all right. I like the fact that it's called Meet the Grahams, and then each verse individually he addressed the family members. I thought, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's the whole concept behind the song.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But again, I didn't enjoy listening to it, so I didn't really think. And obviously now Drake set him up. It's like you got to scratch that song off anyway.
So,
man, rapping the whole verses, the babies that don't exist.
sorry, let me get a high line. Top. Who's won?
Who's won?
If it's finished right now, who's won?
For me, I would say like rounds wise, it's probably like a draw, but Kendrick will probably just edge it. I'll give it to Kendrick on points just for his whole attitude behind the whole thing, his whole campaign, just him being the aggressor. He managed to turn a whole generation of people against him. You get me?
And that's how you feel, that the whole generation has been turned against him?
There's been people that was loving Drake last week that were just turned against him. The people just like the mobs outside the gates with the pitchforks, innit? Like,
So you're saying
they're craving for blood.
The ones who were Drake fans are now against him? Or the neutrals, you're saying?
I don't know if it's neutrals or if they were Drake fans. I don't know, but it just seems like there's a lot of piling on going on. The way that the Kendrick fans are describing the Drake fans is like how the Kendrick fans are moving. Like they're doing like the Spider-Man meme thing. They're moving proper crazy. Like Kendrick fans are sick. And they all say that Drake fans are sick, but it's like, you are the aggressors. You are moving mad.
So you think
they're moving crazy?
You actually think that the Kendrick fans are moving crazier than Drake fans?
Yeah. The Kendrick fans are moving crazy. Kendrick fans are sick.
And how do you qualify that the Drake fans are moving crazy when you say they're moving crazy, but not crazier than the Kendrick fans? How are you qualifying that the Drake fans are moving crazy?
No, the Drake fans are like the average Drake fans just being normal. It's the stands, innit? The Drake stands are crazy. Obviously, all the stands on both sides are crazy. They're doing hella glazing, you get me? But Drake fans usually just kind of like just mind their business because they think Drake's the best anyway, innit? They think Drake's the top of the top, so they move, like they walk with an air of arrogance. But like Kendrick fans are like harassing people online. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see Drake fans harassing people online.
I don't want you to just gloss over this. I want examples. When you say the Drake fans are moving crazy, give me a couple examples of what you mean.
No, I said Kendrick fans are moving crazy.
You said crazier than Drake fans. And then you just said it's the stands more so than the fans. So I want to know what you mean so I can understand how you deem them moving crazy.
Well, Drake
then I'll be able to see how the Kendrick fans are moving crazier.
Drake stands are crazy because obviously Drake can do no wrong. They don't hear nothing. And I've seen man trying to make crazy excuses. Remember, I've been on Twitter all weekend.
What?
I see a man say, "You're not letting gays run around all wild in this app, but you want to get mad when a man wants a little underage pussy."
What?
I did not know you were going there. I don't know what he said. I'm not going to ask to repeat it. I don't know why I badgered you for that response.
I should have stayed my ass in bed.
Listen, I see a man have the cheek to type that. That's what I said. These Drake fans are
They're
crazy.
They're crazy. So men wearing crop tops is equivalent to a man lip-sync underage girls on stage.
I don't know. Crazy is just crazy.
Crack.
People are crazy, innit? You asked me, I gave you an example of them being crazy.
That's wild.
But the Kendrick fans are very visceral. Like, they've been attacking me.
All right.
Yeah, but you deserve the attack.
I didn't.
You did.
No.
You did because you've been tweeting and then you're tweeting caps as well. You're aggravating them.
I didn't tweet in caps.
You be shouting. you be shouting your tweets.
I've been bigging up Kendrick. I've been bigging up Kendrick the whole time. Remember?
No, you haven't.
What?
I saw I saw a tweet. You said something about if roles were reversed and Kendrick was one that set up Drake, to be cooking Drake. You're right there.
That's true.
But the Kendrick fans don't want to see that.
The Kendrick fans don't care about nothing. You get me? That's another thing I said. It's like Kendrick can say whatever he wants and they're taking it as what it is. The second Drake says something, you need receipts, they need to prove, and you need fairies and
I think that's awkward though. I think setting him up was so awkward.
I'm just saying, just hold the guys to the same standards here, innit? Like, hold everybody to the same standards, whatnot. And it's true, bro. Imagine Kendrick fed Drake false information,
he would have laid that down.
and he made a whole song about it. What would Ramsey be doing on that phone?
Yep.
What Ramsey be doing?
No, be serious here. What would Ramsey be saying?
So I said to him yesterday.
He'll be going crazy. He'll be losing his mind, like absolutely losing his mind. So I'm saying, like, roles reverse now. You ask him, he's gonna say, "Oh no, that was nothing," or "How do we even know that was thing?" We don't know nothing. Nothing ain't been validated and proved. All these allegations that people are making, we don't know. We just take them for what it is, isn't it? You get me? But I don't know. There must be just different criteria for different man. And then and they're colorist as well.
Why the colorist? Because he's light skinned.
Because they've been racist towards me.
Oh. That's not nice, is it?
This is what I mean.
nice.
Kendrick fans ain't nice people.
Oh, that's why because I saw another tweet where you talk about like some mixed race and like we should all just get along. Is that why you went on a rant?
Oh, because some other guy made a page to cuss me out. And when I looked on the page, the only tweets that he's got are 2 tweets about me. I'm saying, wait, you made a whole Twitter to say this stuff about me.
Funny.
Why don't you just come and say it? You get me? But yeah, man.
So
I love Kendrick fans though. And then they got upset because I said, because everyone was saying this New Jersey's not it. This was like Family Matters times. I'm letting them know that, no, this Family Matters is lit. You get what I'm trying to say? That. So then obviously I went back my business and I played it in the car. And I was playing it in the car. I was like, oh shit, this is really it. Like, this tune's fire. So I was like, yeah, this new Drake tune is bumping in the whip. But obviously, I know that Kendrick fans don't drive, so they ain't really trying to hear that shit. You get me? Oh my God.
No, you deserve it though.
Why did I
You actually deserve that. You 100% deserve that. They didn't drive, you know. How'd they get around?
It's just an observation I made. He makes AirPod music.
He makes AirPod. Fair enough. You know what? Fair. You deserve all the cooking again.
Do you think?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
all right, so Stacey
Absolutely.
has said, fun fact, as of last month, Drake, Kendrick, and Future all have the same agent.
No, is
Drake,
it?
Kendrick, Future.
Drake, Kendrick, and Future all have the same agent.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think this is fabricated, man.
Nah, not when it is you calling somebody a pedophile.
They were going too
The
hard.
pedophile is mad.
They're
The
going
girl
too
came out as
hard.
well. Did you see that?
No.
A few of the girls came out.
The main one, the one with the clip that's been going viral.
17-year-old one.
Yeah. What?
17-year-old one.
I thought you said the sexier one. I was about to say, sorry.
No.
I was like, whoa, okay. But yeah, she came out and said that it was nothing. Her dad took her to the concert, and she was just 17, and it's nothing anyone's saying basically. But obviously, people are now cooking her saying, so your dad was watching the man lips you up on stage and whatever. But then I'll be honest with you, I'm not saying anything, but that statement from her sounded like some people had got in contact with her and she was giving the right statement she needed to give. Because girl, no one knew it was you in the clip. No one needs to know it was you in the clip. You could have just shut up. But you went out of your way to let us know that nothing happened. All right, hun.
It's all nasty work. The way my man's talking about Kendrick's wife is crazy, or it's not even his wife. It's them 15-year engagement.
Yeah, but they've been engaged for 15 years.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't be fighting people when you haven't married the woman you're with. 15 years is crazy. That's a crazy sentence.
And then he keeps talking about the youths day freeze, and then man's showing that she don't follow Kendrick, but she follows day free.
Oh.
There's even heart emojis underneath the pictures of the kids and thing. I'm saying this is just getting really nasty, isn't it? This is all nasty work.
All that being said, they big up J. Cole for tapping out. I couldn't watch my goat get dragged like this. I'd get the ick. I wouldn't want to see that.
How could you say that for you the wrongs are even, but just the energy that Kendrick came with has him just in front?
I'll give it to him just on points. I'd say
The first thing is what I want you to focus on.
I prefer more Drake songs. If you're just
Even though
talking
he
about,
double dropped twice, you still preferred the one that
you could
Drake.
drop two. I don't know, it's a double
2 billion, yeah.
No matter how many should that funk you want to drop, I don't care. You get what I'm trying to say? But remember, this is me personally. My opinion is not the thing. I'm telling you how I take it because I don't enjoy it. Them songs, I'm never playing them again. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And like some of them was a chore to listen to. Like I really didn't enjoy them.
So you ended up liking Euphoria. The rumors that you were dancing to Euphoria.
Because
motive.
Because there's the beat switch. So like the third beat, the part that I said I like, I was dancing to the part that I said I like. Remember when that tune dropped? I even said the bit where he starts talking about sexy red and all that, and the beat gets a bit thing and it's more aggressive. I was fucking with all of that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I liked it. It was a stupid voice I didn't like in the initial bit.
Yeah.
But the bit that I said I liked is the bit that I danced to. That bit there, he's cooking, and that sounds alright.
Yeah.
But the tune in general is I received it better than I did listen to it initially. Like sitting down on my phone, listening to it in my house and all that. Listen to it out in the club and all that is better than I give it credit for. I like Euphoria. Euphoria is good.
But not like us is a banger.
It's alright. It's good. It's alright. And afterwards they play push-ups. I think push-ups is better than Euphoria.
All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool.
So, but I think all Drake's songs are better than everything that Kendrick dropped, innit?
Yeah.
So I don't understand what metrics am I allowed to judge this on then?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like I said, I don't want to have to sit down and go through Easter eggs and rabbit holes and use up deciphering shits that I don't care about. I don't want to do that. I just want to listen to the music and enjoy the music for what it is. And I prefer Drake's songs that he dropped.
Do you want Drake to respond? Does he have to respond or is it Kendrick?
It's Kendrick that's got to go now.
Do you want Kendrick to respond?
Yeah, why not, man?
Are you sure you want it to continue?
Yeah, why not? We're getting music.
All right. How about you, Manuel?
So let me ask you this quick, Brent. Yeah? So if Kendrick doesn't respond, has Kendrick tapped out? How do you see it?
I see it right now as Kendrick's like up. So I see it.
So if he doesn't respond, then he's won basically. It's on his terms.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but Meet the Grahams is you got to scratch it.
But so what you are saying is that we would need evidence that what Drake is saying is true because you've just taken it as gospel.
Yeah, but they take everything Kendrick said as gospel. Before
I asked you a question about Drake.
I'm holding everybody to the same standard. Before we
I
got
can
here,
get there afterwards.
No, because before we got up there to the lead up to that, I haven't seen you question nothing. You took everything that Kendrick said as gospel. There was no inquest on nothing before Drake dropped that. Before he said what he said, we wasn't doing inquest about what's real and what's not. You're taking the songs for what the songs are. So I'm taking the songs for what the songs are. Drake set him up. Meet the Grahams is a wash.
All right, so let's
scrap it.
If we're taking everything as gospel, then why are you backing a paedophile?
I don't know that he's a paedophile. And again, I'll back Michael Jackson.
Do you mean you don't know? Don't do
I
that.
back Michael Jackson. You say, but I thought you didn't think Michael Jackson did it.
I don't. I just said.
So why did you go for that verse?
Because that's what he calls him all the time. So how can he? Because that's what he calls him all the time. So how can he say that? He can't use that as metrics to me.
If I clip that,
You can't use that as metrics.
I want to clip that.
Please clip it.
Everybody will be like, why does Marks think Michael Jackson's
Exactly.
a pedophile?
That's what it
I
sounds
don't,
like.
but they'll know that I don't. I'm in
No, they
support of
won't.
Michael. I think
No,
Michael's
if I
innocent.
clip it.
Yeah, but I don't care.
No, but
That's
you
the
don't
whole
have-
point
no,
of
but
it.
you don't have to clip it because what you just said sounds as though you've been knowing Michael Jackson's what they said he is, and so now you thought that was a perfect example to draw. So you're
a
saying
perfect-
I can support Drake because I support West.
It's the perfect example, yeah, because there's no proof, yeah. The only proof we've got of Michael is that he bust the case, that he's innocent. I think that the only thing that we can prove factually of Michael is that he's innocent. But people still talk about him how they talk about him, i.e., in point in case Brent. That's what he sees him
No,
as.
case
You
in
get what I'm trying
point.
to say? Yeah, there you go. That's what he sees him as, innit? So it was a perfect example for him to turn around and say to me, how are you going to support Drake here when he's a paedophile, when he thinks that the king of pop is a paedophile and he knows I champion him. It was a stupid comparison. So for Brent, me having this argument, it was the perfect point to make.
People are not going to hear any of this. So I'm not going to put this back in it. I'm not putting this back in it.
None of this matters, love. You said what you said.
I don't know. I'll say it as well.
All right, cool. So
That's so funny.
Free Michael.
That's funny, you know. That's funny.
we're taking everything as gospel, they're saying.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's do it.
And if we take everything as gospel, then that's why you have both of them level on rounds. But you still have Kendrick edging it. Even though that Meet the Grahams is gone, you still have Kendrick edging it. So it was a wash then.
How can it be a wash?
For me, it was a wash, seeing as you've included it. So I don't discount Meet the Grahams because it's not proven yet, right?
Okay.
So if it is he's edging it after you've removed Meet the Grahams, for me, since I've included it, it's a wash.
Okay then.
How about you, Manuel? Why didn't you like Not Like Us?
I just feel like it was one of those. You know when, no disrespect to my goat, yeah, to Nas, yeah, but you know when rappers who don't necessarily make party tunes make party tunes.
And it's not really giving.
You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
old
No,
school
it's not
soul.
natural.
Man, don't say that.
What happened?
Nas's party tunes are giving. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not all the time.
Please.
He said not all the time.
Which ones are giving?
Uchi Wally, that's the giving.
That's not Nas. That's Bravehearts. Well, actually, hey, you're right.
Come on.
No, yeah. Oh,
You owe me. That's a
Yeah, but
classic.
that's
What are you
a
talking
banger.
about?
no, but what I'm trying to say is like,
School him.
You're not gonna
School
go.
him.
You're not gonna go to.
I know you are time but whatever. I know
No,
you
I'm
get
not.
that most step.
No.
I know that you
No.
are.
It's
That's-
MF
that's-
Doom. It's MF Doom.
Okay, sorry. I get that you,
No,
but
no,
to say you are support of Nas, that you're saying
Nas is the
his
greatest
party
rapper of
tunes
all
don't
time.
bang. His party tunes are
No,
100%
they
bang.
do. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't go to Nas for a party tune. You know what I'm saying? Nas, I feel like Nas would have to get into a certain space to make those type of tunes. You go to Jay-Z, he just does it like that. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And when you got someone like Kendrick who doesn't do that, yeah, that's Drake's bag, isn't it? Kendrick, it kind of showed with that tune.
Mate, DJ must have done his thing, boy. That's
Yeah,
just
because the beat was fire.
Yeah, but
And
it's
it's
still.
a cheat code because the whole West Coast, he galvanized the whole side of the country because you just knew the second you heard it, you just know, oh snap, they are gonna crip walk and blood walk to this. like it is bait. They're gonna be crip walking to that shit all
What's the purple
summer.
gang? What's the purple gang?
The purple ones, I think they're Crips as well. I think they might be Pyro or
serious?
something. No, where's Pyro? What colour are they? I don't know. They're probably the same kind of
blood,
shit.
innit?
All
Yeah.
of schools.
Regardless, all the sets are repping.
East Coast and Canada.
All the sets are repping.
But all right, put it this way: if that same beat, yeah, or a beat by DJ Mustard was given to Drake, who do you think would make a more enjoyable track?
Probably Drake.
That's what I'm trying
Drake
to say
makes
to
better
you.
music than him, man.
So, he definitely does. In terms of enjoyable replay factors, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He
to me,
said
I
he
think this battle,
definitely does.
this battles prove that he makes better music than him.
what as in music that you can listen back to, but
Wow.
What, this battle ain't proved that he can make better music than him.
No, don't look to turn to me like I'm now looking to.
No, because you're saying, I'm saying that, you keep saying wow, like
He
it's
just
crazy.
said, off the back of this back and forth, it's evident that Drake makes better music than
no,
Kendrick.
no,
Yeah.
no.
but
the
even
thing
if you
is-
didn't say that, yes.
yeah, but no, but you have to understand what I mean by that, though.
No, yes.
All right, let's try this. This is new territory for me, by the way.
Okay.
This is new territory. I'm now going to fend it for Kendrick in this parlay, right?
Okay.
Out of all the tracks, the biggest replay value is what? For the general consensus, not you. That you've seen.
After the fact, probably,
It's like that, and
what's like that?
like that has got the
You can't go for the future track.
Yeah, you can't go for the that's Future and Metro Boomin. From them ones, probably,
Then his latest to me.
With the one we just talking about.
what, Not Like Us?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that just when did that drop? Like yesterday, the day before, or something like that. So it's still going now. Euphoria don't get played that much. Yeah, it's probably at the moment, it's probably like Us or Family Matters.
What?
Not like us.
This is not fact.
What do you mean?
That's not true. It's
Why?
not like us.
When you say replay,
You just
value,
said
but
something
it's
that wasn't true.
it's out. It's just dropped, innit? So you got to look after the fact, innit? Like people are still that yesterday when people were playing. That's just dropped. Like afterwards, what do you hear the most afterwards? I still hear people playing Family Matters that dropped a few days ago.
In terms
So
of
I'm saying that. So that's like the impact of Like Us is you're still feeling it, innit? Like you haven't. There's not hindsight with it to see what's going on.
Sorry, did Family Matters hit the clubs? Did you get videos everywhere saying they're playing it everywhere?
I've been in the club with Family Matters playing. So yes, it did hit the clubs. They just didn't film it.
This is terrible.
Are you saying that over this
I
weekend?
patently disagree with you.
So are you saying that over this weekend, Family Matters didn't get played in no clubs
That's
because
not
you
what I'm
didn't?
saying.
So you just asked me if it made the clubs. I'm telling you yes.
All right, then cool. You said you were in a club and you heard it playing.
Exactly,
All
so I'm saying yes.
That's
So
your reference.
are you saying-
I've
are you
seen
saying did anybody-
videos on the internet of clubs around the world playing Not Like Us?
Mate,
Yes,
Chris
of
Brown was
course.
bumping
What is
to
that-
it.
what is that?
Chris Brown was bumping
Oh,
to
serious?
it. Yes.
Can you imagine? Was he bumping to Family Matters?
I don't know, but what does that mean? That people got their cameras out to?
Yes. There's evidence. I mean, I can make as many claims as I want, but if there's evidence, then boom, I can basically stand behind it.
Yeah, but they all do. I don't understand what.
Look,
I don't understand what
keep
metric that shows.
your take. I will keep my take. I disagree. That's
Because people got video cameras. So if I filmed myself when I was in the club, what would I don't understand.
it. Would be one to the ones I will not show you. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know that they're drawing for family matters in the club.
But he believes they are.
I'm sorry.
That tune.
Bangs, yeah, cool. That's fine.
No one's drawing for that in the club right now. They're not.
The DJs are running through the sets in the clubs right now. This is what's happening. If you go outside at your house
for
and you hear
context, they are doing
this is what they're doing. DJs, any DJ worth his salt right now is going to be playing the songs. There's only a few songs that can get played in there. The other ones, the thing, Euphoria can get played in there. Push Ups can get played in there. Family Matters can get played, and They Not Like Us will get played, and obviously Like That and all that. This is what's doing the rounds. Anybody who went out would have heard them songs all weekend.
Like I said, this is
You don't go out to talk about what's in the clubs. This is crazy. You don't even leave your yard to tell anybody about what's in the clubs. I'm telling you.
Wait to go out for you to get there.
No, but
you don't even go out.
I'm just saying. Anybody who went out over these weekends would have heard all the diss songs.
Cool.
What you're saying is,
I'm not
No,
saying
I hear that. No, that I hear.
So what you're saying is because they made a scene because they want Drake out of it, so because they made a scene and got their cameras
I'm
out
not
and filmed
even going to
it,
continue
it
to
means
contest this.
that-
This is a mute point for
Okay,
me.
go on then, go on then.
You made your statement. I made my statement.
Okay,
right?
go on then.
And back to you, Emmanuel. So my position is that the song with the most replay value is Not Like Us, and it will be in the next 5 years, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, you believe it's going to be Family Matters, right?
I don't know. We have to wait and see what's happening.
No, I've
mean-
guessed.
Yeah, but I've told you I haven't. Not Like Us. Basically, kind of just dropped.
United the world. It united gangs.
That's the song of the summer, you know.
Yes, it is.
That's the song of
I
the
didn't
summer.
see him calling Drake a pedophile.
especially in the West Coast.
100%. But it will be the song of the summer.
Yeah,
They're
but
gonna be
it's because
popular.
a friend of my, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. Like they're doing like.
Look at you.
No, I'm just saying that's why, isn't it?
This summer, when it is your vacationing in your little shorts and whatnot, that's gonna be played.
Where you going?
You're gonna make a video
All over
of
the
you
place.
doing this. Not like us. I can see it.
Yeah, but I was gonna play. I played Not Like Us in the car in the morning if I want. Like, there's not like.
So you're gonna be it's more the same basically.
It's
You're
all
not
the-
saying anything, Red.
No, it's a good song, innit? I'm here for good songs. You're moving like because the song's good, I don't want to play it, or it's like something's bad. Remember, I
Yeah.
ain't got a horse in this race. I'm not Ramsey.
Yeah, I don't know if it is that people believe that.
I don't care what people believe. It don't change facts. Like I'm playing the songs and enjoying the songs that I like. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not sitting in my phone doing the half a hand saying, "Oh, Kendrick's done it." Like the songs that I like, I'm playing. I'm enjoying on both sides.
Yeah.
I played the songs. I played Not Like Us this morning. Like I'm fine. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't matter. I don't. What people think. What people.
I found it.
Marks is the younger version of Ish.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was this doing?
Because he's doing exactly what you're doing.
You're gonna get me.
No, but I like the song though. So what does that mean then? When I heard this, I like the song. He dropped what I asked for, so I've got nothing bad to say about They're Not Like Us. Cause there's no negatives about it. I like the song. So what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm just to the point Emmanuel was
Again,
saying that.
So when I
He
told you
makes
that I
better
don't,
songs.
when I told you
For
that I don't
this
like,
particular back and forth, I believe Kendrick has made the best song so far.
every song that Dre's dropped has been good.
I said that Kendrick has made the best song.
Yeah, that's
so
just
far.
one, but he's one out of.
He's been more consistent in terms
I
of
can't lie to you. Drake's songs are not memorable. I feel like I remember lines from Kendrick's more than Drake's.
So,
And this is a normie.
So which one
This
would
is a
you-
normie talking.
I'm not. I'm neither. So I don't actually
okay,
care.
Okay, cool. So, but if
Just
you,
objectively.
if you was like, I don't know, just driving somewhere, yeah, and you thought, oh, let me put something on, which song would you draw for?
I'm just really
Euphoria,
trying to keep it
I would draw for.
PG.
You're for it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
And
I Not Like Us.
yeah,
Okay. Cool. All right. you know the thing is, yeah.
Drop. Down at the spot. Like, that tree is cold. She's capping.
I don't know if maybe over the years, like the way I've taken music has changed or whatever, yeah. Because obviously, I would 100% of the time like listen to Nas over Jay-Z in it, 95% of the time. But with this year, I just feel like Drake's music is just more it's more palatable. It's just easier to take in. It's easier to just like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you have to get points for that in a battle because you have to like, it has to have some sort of replay factor. If it plays in the club, brilliant, it's a bonus. But as somebody who's like, you know, the consumer, I want to be able to play this. Euphoria is a sick tune, but I don't want to play it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Meet the Grahams. I think I listened to it twice. That's enough for me, man. I'm not trying to hear that, especially now. You hear, like you said, the whole verse to some girl that don't even bloody exist. You know what I'm saying?
Not Ramsey saying the way the UK's moving, you would think he's invested in the new black.
That's not true. The UK are more supporting. Kendrick.
No, they're not. They are dancing and shaking their ass in Drake's.
Because these are just talking about
industry heads.
Shaking
You're talking
their
about
ass.
you're talking about industry heads. The people are supporting Kendrick
I don't think so. I think UK.
in UK.
Nah.
UK loves Drake, man.
I've seen like obviously like you're saying the rappers and the people in the industry head. Yeah, everybody's saying Drake whatever.
It's like you'll have a WhatsApp group and you said, let's do this.
Yeah,
You know the
literally.
word is going
Yeah,
that
really
way.
feels like that.
You see what it is,
I think
yeah?
because you're getting cooked by Kendrick fans, you think that.
No. You see what it is, yeah? And this is why Kendrick fans are crazy because you can't have an opinion that goes against what they say, yeah, and it's just got to fit their agenda and their narrative. You see me, yeah? Like I've seen them cussing at Young Teflon. I've seen them cussing at Tiny Boost. I've seen them cussing at Young Ads. Anybody that said that they like Drake, I see them cussing them out and it's part of their agenda, yeah? We're UK. I'm a UK artist. We have a certain sound, certain things that we like. Of course, Conan and Teflon and all that are supporting Drake. We're not listening to fucking Kendrick. Like, who's listening to that shit? No one don't like that crap. You get what I'm trying to say? So, that's before they're beefing.
You know what's ironic?
What?
Is that you started this sentence by saying that anyone that doesn't agree with Kendrick fans, if you don't like Kendrick fans, you're this, you're that. But every time you refer to Kendrick songs, you're calling him crap. You deserve to get cooked.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Turned up today.
Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City's got good songs. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, before the beef, yeah, I could tell you that Tiny Boost and Young Teflon prefer Drake over Kendrick. I could tell you that in their spare time, they're not playing no Ross Clark, Kendrick Lamar in their car. That's got nothing to do with bias or beef. You get what I'm trying to say?
I received that.
Yeah, that's just a general observation that I could tell you, which I would know for a fact without having to have a conversation with them. But then now the beef's come in and they're openly saying their opinion about what they listen to and what they like, because that's what I've done. It's you are glazing and you're trying to...
Because a lot of people, they have this mindset of Kendrick is boring, Kendrick is this, or lyrical, whatever it is. And so when the beef has started, people are not exactly listening with objective ears.
And this is what I'm
They're
saying.
going for the person that they
like.
listen to.
Yeah, so there is bias. Everyone's got that fan bias.
But then you can't really say then that the other person's songs and disses are dead. Because you don't listen to him anyway. But, also, in this moment, you're not really drawing for his stuff. Like, you're gravitating to the person who your ears are very used to.
Which makes sense.
So when they do say that, then they will get cooked. Like,
no, but it
might be biased and everyone might be, but you're going to get cooked.
That's got nothing to cook someone over. You like, any Kendrick fan, you like your style. Like, say like Ramsey. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Ramsey likes Kendrick before all this happened. That's his style. So Kendrick's dropped and the songs come out and he likes Ramsey's and he likes Kendrick stuff. He's favouring Kendrick. That's not something to cook him over. That makes sense.
Yeah, but
you like your style. This is the person that you like. But then he would see someone like me say I like Drake, who I liked beforehand anyway, who I said was one of the top 5 MCs that's ever lived anyway, yeah, like one of my favourite artists anyway.
Yeah.
He was going to take me saying, I prefer this this Drake thing as, oh, you're just grazing Drake, oh, you're a stan, you're a... What are you talking about? Obviously, that's the person that I enjoy. This is obvious. This is maths. Like Drake... 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah, but
it's normal
I don't
stuff.
think people aren't listening. Again, it's about the listening objectively. So Ramsey, yes, because he listens to Kendrick, blah, 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 blah. But if there's a song where Kendrick was pouring it, I would like to believe that Ramsey would be like, you know what, actually, no, that's dead.
No.
First, we can all calm down. He's not dead.
Not Ramsey.
No.
I feel like Ramsey would.
No.
He would do the gymnastics.
The Ramsey
He would be moving like,
I feel like
Ramsey
Ramsey
here
would.
for Drake.
I feel like Ramsey would.
Nah.
Because I thought Ramsey was a Drake fan. So I think that speaks to the fact that he can be objective. I thought Ramsey was a Drake fan.
No.
And to this little things, I'm looking at him like, you're a snake, aren't you?
And then and he's doing what the Kendrick fans just done. He was talking about like how I'm moving there for Drake. I'm just standing up for what I like. The whole time I've gone through, I've give Kendrick his dues every step of the way, you know. And I'm glad that I recorded.
I don't think you have.
Film.
I don't think you have. You've been forced to admit that you've been you liked or you started liking Euphoria. You've been forced to. I forced you to do it.
You never forced to.
Oh, I did.
Nothing.
I brought it to light. It was in the darkness, and I ushered like
so
him.
annoying.
100%. I remember that day. I remember that day.
No.
All right, so
no.
from the jump, you said, "Yeah, I like Euphoria."
No, I did. You didn't force nothing. I said that I didn't rate Euphoria until I was out in the club and played at the Motive. It's got nothing to do with you. What did you do?
Sorry. I just wanted to take.
What the hell did you do?
To be honest, I just pointed out that the first time it is that you heard it, you were in your WhatsApp group, you were moving crazy,
I
I
said on this show, the part of the song that I like, it hasn't changed. I don't like the whole song now. The parts that I disliked for the song, I still dislike.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Initially, when I was saying, I told you the parts of the song that I like, that's giving the man his credit and giving the man his dues.
You didn't finish listening to it the first time and the second time, and then
I did listen to it.
And then no, you didn't.
I did.
Not when it is that you were in the thing. You were skipping.
No, you were talking about Meet the Grahams, and I did. And I
No,
skipped
I'm
it.
talking about Euphoria.
No, I played the whole thing when I said that. I played the whole thing. It was 6 minutes long. I played the whole thing from start to finish. The
Never
whole
mind.
thing.
It's okay. I'm wrong. You're right.
Okay, that's fine. So what I'm trying to say is, even in me saying that I don't like it and I didn't like it, I said
you're giving me props.
I said I've listened through to it and I heard the bars and the points that he's saying and he's saying stuff. So I've given him his due, my version of his due, the whole time. If there's songs come out, I said it was good. If I did like it, I've said it was good. I've came out after the fact and said, whatever. Like, even if I said I don't like the sound sonically, I understand that there's bars in here that Kendrick's saying a lot. I've had Kendrick winning the beef. So I don't understand.
You've had Kendrick winning the beef?
At one point, yeah. When you asked me the maths, and then when Drake dropped the Family Matters, I said it's 1-1. You know what I'm trying to say? So I've been giving him his credit from my point of view the whole time.
When did you say he was winning the beef? Because remember, we had a whole period of not being in the studio and things were happening. So tell me when it is you said he was winning the beef.
Would it have been on Friday when we recorded? Would it have been on
Don't just
behavior?
name the last time we were in the studio. What had happened then? What had happened then?
Or would it been the Saturday then?
It was
I don't
Euphoria
know.
that dropped, right?
I don't know, but when Family Matters dropped, I said it was 1-1. So what was I giving it? What was I giving
When Family Matters dropped, you said it was 1-1.
It might not have been here then. Because
It was somewhere else.
Family Matters was over the weekend.
The math is not math in here.
But I think,
Or was it?
no, but you was talking about, remember the day when I was reading out what my brother said about the rounds?
Yes.
I don't know, but
for Euphoria.
But either way, I've never had it. Drake just up winning or wash like that. I've give Kendrick rounds, isn't it?
I disagree with that.
You can disagree, it doesn't matter. And what I'm trying to say is I've been giving Kendrick rounds or giving Kendrick wins the whole time. So for you to sit here and do what I'm doing for Drake, is like, what am I doing? I'm saying that I prefer Drake, which you already knew.
Yeah.
I'm saying I prefer the songs. I think Drake makes better music, which you already knew.
Yeah.
And I'm giving Kendrick credit where it's due, where I think it's due.
Yeah.
I've been prepared to do that about his bars, about whatever it may be. So that whole narrative of me sitting here doing, what am I doing? I'm trying my best to be objective.
Yeah, so you're basically saying that you've been objective from the very beginning.
Yeah,
That's
I've
crazy.
been honest. I'm not. So me saying that
bars.
I think my man makes crap music is because I've been trying to defend Drake and not like Kendrick. No, it's because I think them songs or the style or whatever he's doing. I think it's meaty.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's got nothing to do with being over biased. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
So you've literally been objective from the jump.
I've
You
tried
haven't
to.
been biased at all from the jump.
No, I feel like I've
fair
tried
enough.
to.
Fair enough. There's a caller.
Did you see our review of our no behavior review?
Good morning.
The no behavior review
You have
of
to call
Kendrick
again.
and Drake beef is quality. It was just man
I
just
could
basically
just
saying,
imagine Luke's.
Quickly, Emmanuel. You know Kodak Black, right?
Yeah.
Is he one of the most elite lyricists ever?
Quite a black.
And this is from a person
Why did
who
you
loves
look like
Nas,
that?
by the way.
Oh, serious?
Loons love Nas, right?
But have you listened to Kodak Black though?
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say that. I haven't given him
Because he looks
try
like a
that.
meme. But have you listened?
I've heard.
Maybe he's
I've
singing
heard-
music.
I've
He's
heard
such a great meme.
I've heard a few of his songs. Yeah, I never thought of him as a great lyricist.
Yeah.
Wait, is he Hebrew Israelite, isn't it?
Oh, I think so.
Big up Kodak Black.
Wait, he's a Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, I think he is.
Are you alright?
Or
Kodak is a lot
yeah,
of things,
Kendrick's a
though.
Hebrew as well.
There's a lot of things.
See, you lot don't know.
What I'll
you
say
know.
about Kodak Black, because he's a Florida, he's one of them bammers, and he's got that funny voice and a funny
He's
accent.
got a draw. Yeah.
So a lot of these man, that's like some of them man that you would call mumble rappers because of their heavy accents and their twang and the way they rap. You just take it as sounds and noises. But if
But I
you
think he's actually
listen to them and
elevated
break them
since
down,
then.
if you actually listen to them, they have bars, right? They got bars.
I
Like,
think he's gotten better. Since
Honest question. Can you understand everything that he says?
not everything, but I understand Kodak when he raps. There's times, and especially in his earlier days, where he can lose me. But I can understand. I can listen to a Kodak. I can understand what he's saying. Yeah.
So, what puzzled me with Loons is that he would be like, I ain't listening to Kendrick because I don't understand what he's saying. Robot. But then he's going on like he can decipher everything Kodak says. You can't. Unless it is that you put up Genius and right then.
Okay, yeah.
You understand? Now that's difficult for me because I like to feel music and hear it. Let me start again. Because if I say I like to feel music, then I can say just enjoy the vibes, right? I need to understand it to feel it.
Yeah, no, the Kodak shot in this conversation was crazy.
It was very crazy. Especially seeing as he loves Nas.
But he loves Kodak.
Yeah.
There must be something about Kodak then.
That's the juxtaposition of it all, man. That's the duality. I mean, he's a very Negro, right?
Yeah,
you can't appreciate that.
Yeah, our review was definitely biased. It was a biased review.
It couldn't be biased because you're not biased. Not at all. You're objective.
Well, I was objective. I was telling him that Kendrick's got good songs, and he's telling me no, he hasn't. I remember we were saying, "Are you crazy? If this song comes on in the club, you're turning up to it." And he was like, "Nah, I don't." She's like, "Look, come on, man, stop being stupid." So we was trying to be. I was trying to be objective here. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, I'm not someone that dislikes Kendrick like that. I was a super Kendrick fan, and then he tricked me. The Kendrick ain't been good for 12 years.
Which he is not right. It's not true, but okay. You just haven't been listening to him.
Huh?
He just hasn't been making music for you.
To be
honest, you wouldn't even know because you haven't even been checking for him.
I've been hearing it.
Yeah, but you feel the same way about J. Cole.
What do you say?
You know, you feel the same way about J. Cole.
I think, I don't really listen to J. Cole like that, but J. Cole makes better music than Kendrick. For me, personally. J. Cole makes better music than Kendrick. Kendrick, like, he has done that. Kendrick, J. Cole, J. Cole's just a bit soft. And obviously, before, when he was going to go down the pop route and sell his soul route, and he was making bangers and that, and then he decided to get all woke and grow dreads, and so I ain't got time for foolishness. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's the aesthetic.
Not getting woke foolishness. Not getting woke is foolishness.
They move like they're going to do that lock thing.
Yeah, it's just...
You were like, no, sorry.
You tap out. It's too far.
Yeah, even Jay-Z with dreads, I'm done with him. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Can you
I'll be
laugh?
honest with you, like, he
Anytime
lost...
it looks like you're moving towards consciousness, no.
Yeah, you just
I'm
lost
tapping
me.
out.
Anytime, you get too conscious. I don't like conscious shit. I don't want to hear no sense. I don't want to hear no sense.
Let me remain in my ignorance,
No,
please.
I don't want to. You see, when I'm playing music, I don't want to hear no sense.
I don't want to learn a thing.
I don't want to learn a Ross Clark thing.
He giggled at the you're rapping like you want to try free slaves line.
Of course he did. It was for him. He was the target audience.
That line was cold
You
for
were the
me.
target audience.
And you wonder why people would mistake you for mixed race.
Okay.
But the beautiful thing is,
They're not conscious either.
I don't give a fuck. that's what the beautiful thing is. You get what I'm trying to say? If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I'm a top chef, baby.
Top chefers.
Top chefers. So I'm fine.
All right then. So
That line was cold though.
right now, I hope you say so. Right now, you have Kendrick edging it. If it ends now, Kendrick wins, but slightly, just by a slight margin. How about you, Manuel?
Yeah, same. I think Kendrick's done enough to win, to be fair. His creativity and his speed of replies has just edged it, I think. I think he's just out-thought.
He's game planned it. He's game planned it dope.
Yeah, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I thought Drake has come back, and I was saying to Ramsey, I said, look, listen, no matter what you say, Drake is an elite rapper. And Family Matters, that second verse there, I said, what do you say about Rick Ross? Just a random, probably, what do you say? Rick would probably be reading my exactly. I was like, what's going on there? Like, it was just perfect rap. It was just perfect.
Even though, because
And then
that bit there,
an hour later-
I don't like that. I don't like that he done the 23-1 on the Family Matters. He should have just dropped the first song and just left it and then kept them other bits as
separate.
after. Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to say. That's where Kendrick's just come and just dealt with him. He's come, he's dealt with Kendrick. Then on that second beat, and don't get me wrong, that bit where you're talking about everybody, he is fucking that up. Like, he's cooking it. The beat's cold.
Incredible.
He's absolutely cooking. But at the same time, we came here to see you and Kendrick. So even though you've gone back to him after, I feel like you didn't plan that song out right. You've done too much there. For me personally, Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like as a song as a whole, yeah, it's great. But if we're talking about this beef and that, why are you bringing back Future and Rick Ross and Weekend for? And like, no one ain't even talking about them right now. No one don't give a fuck about them. Nothing they say. No one ain't waiting for no reply from them or no nothing. Like, fuck them. They all out the way. You know what I'm trying to say? This is about you and K-Dot. You should have just kept it that. For me, I feel like that was a misstep. No matter how cold I think it is, I think that was a bit of a misstep.
I guess he could have used those bars to, you know what I mean, to direct more at Kendrick, but I just feel like it was brilliant to be like, it's kind of like, you know, where Floyd was fighting, I can't remember who was fighting, and then he heard the commentator saying something. During the fight, man turns to the commentators and responds to them. That's what I feel like Drake did. He was so in control, so in his element that he was like, okay, I can afford to send a jab at ASAP, a jab at Rick Ross, Future, and then get back to business. You know what I'm saying?
And then he started singing to the K-Dot. That tune was cold.
But this last song he brought out, I'm sorry,
You don't think it was good enough?
not at all. Not as a response to Not Like Us.
But you know what the thing is? I
think the Heart 6 is cold.
Same. That's what I think as well.
I think he's
it is
cold.
as well.
I think the beat's cold, and I think he's cooking. I want a timestamp. I still want a timestamp, but that was kind of in keeping with what people wanted. I think he could do more. You get me? I think he could do more.
You think it was cold? Him saying about 3 to 4 times that he's not into young girls.
Well, you think it's cold that Kendrick saying that 3 to 4 times that he's into young girls?
Who said that?
You did.
When?
You just said you said that this is our code. You said Kendrick's cold, and he keeps saying it. So it's the same thing. Hold him to the same standard.
What did you just make up? Because I haven't said my opinion yet.
I'm
so
just
what
saying,
did you just make up?
You asked me, do I think it's cold that he defended the same point 3 times? I asked you, do you think it's cold that my man made the same point 3 times? So it's the same shit, innit?
So you ask me now. You're not just telling me that I said that. Are you asking me now, do I think it's cold?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's cold. Because if you're making those particular accusations, I beg you, show the evidence.
Okay.
Do you understand? And it can't be that clip that went where it went. You're calling him a paedophile and a child trafficker.
That Mariah Carey line is nasty. That could have won the whole beef. But obviously, it's just a bit.
What's that?
When we play Mariah Carey, Touch My Body, and you start reflecting and all that, I said, you're not allowed to cuss man about being molested, man. But you know what it is? All's fair in love and war, like, and so the line is brazy.
It was crazy.
The line is absolutely brazy. I said, but everyone's gonna do the moral piece and say, you can't say that. I'm saying, fuck all that shit. That line is bonkers. When I heard, I said, nah, that is nasty work. Drizzy was moving vicious on that Heart song. Like, it's cold. Like, it actually is cold. Him defending himself and having to say, he again, it's more missteps, isn't it? No one wants you to say, if I was a paedophile, if I was sexing girls, I would have been arrested. All this stuff sounds yucky, innit?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So he fucked himself up. But whatever, that aside, the song's cold. Like, the song's cold. The Heart 6 is cold. I'm sorry, it's dope.
One place where he shot himself in the foot to me was saying, I'm this famous. I would have been caught by now.
Yeah, it's all the same shit.
Babe. No, that was not the line.
It took him a while to get Harvey Weinstein.
That was not the line you needed to draw from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so there's it was him trying to.
These days coming though.
He was fucked because if
gonna get him out of here.
him addressing it and defending himself is gonna look yucky and look like exactly how it looked. Him not saying it looks like you're ashamed of it, and Kendrick's gonna push it louder and louder
I said
and louder.
4 times, with different, or 3 or 4 different times on the track.
However many times. So he was caught between a rock and a hard place, and he had to make a decision, and the decision that he made was
Poor.
Yeah, it was poor,
Very
but
poor.
it was a bad decision in a good song though. That doesn't make the song bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't make the song bad.
But also being objectively, I can't lie, it just goes to the state of society because we hold that more in disgust than the wife beating, personally.
Rightfully so.
Like,
Rightfully so, right?
I feel like,
can we just whip around
again, objectively, I just feel like,
whip around the room. That's all.
no, but I feel like because Kendrick knows this, this is a good angle for him. Being objectively, this is a good angle because no one ain't paying attention to that. I beat my wife thing.
Yeah, black people care
Because
more.
he didn't mention it, did he?
Huh?
He didn't reference it. He didn't defend it.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
was on
I?
holiday, so I don't know. I purposely tapped out, so I was done. So
Yeah, he hasn't addressed it, to be honest.
no, he did. Well, no, because he didn't address it because he addressed it on Breakfast Club years ago. But apparently, allegedly, the people are saying that was when his team was trying to clean up said evidence. But he addressed it years ago on Breakfast Club, and that clip was going viral. So I feel like he felt like he didn't have to address it because maybe the clip resurfaced. I feel like all these guys on the internet, Kendrick, Drake, all of them, they're all right in timeline. So I think because that clip went viral, he doesn't feel the need to address it.
Yeah.
Because for him, it's like, it's not true.
Yeah.
That's what makes people think if Drake is addressing things, if it's not true, why did you have to address it, basically? But I just think people need to leave Millie Brown alone. That poor girl, living her best life.
Question marks. Fair point, Esther. Fair
Was
point.
that the Stranger Things?
Yeah, that girl.
Fair point. She left a little Instagram message as well, innit?
This shit happens in that.
Yeah.
Let
She
me
was
check
like,
it out.
why you don't have to like sully or make it sordid that we have a friendship? Why? And she read
Is that
as
what
though
she
she
said?
was
He
talking
told
to
us
us.
that they had a friendship.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, she put a thing up.
Oh, no.
But
Marks.
victims tend to, well,
All ended. Yeah. He said victim.
So.
I hear you said.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Max, so does he have a nuke? Did he have a nuke? What was his nuke?
I don't feel like he's pressed it yet.
Oh, interesting. What is he waiting for?
I don't know. Wasting time. Because even if you play Red Button, if you play Red Button, like a lot of the stuff that Drizzy done on for all the dogs, and I can't remember what the one with him and 21 Savage is called, yeah. But he's been preempting this for ages. So a lot of them songs that you hear that you just think they're just generic lyrics, they sound so different when you listen, like now with everything, this climate with the beef that's happening. Them songs sound so different. He's been getting at these man and calling these man out for ages.
Who's this?
Drake.
Oh, okay.
He's been getting these man for ages. Like he knew that they was clicking up and that they're fake and they're phony and they're gonna do this and they're trying it. And he's been saying like, you man are gonna make me go crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? That if you man carry on, or you
It's so funny. He's saying fake and phony because I think he's the fakest and the phoniest one.
Yeah, but that's his. I'm just saying that's his part. That's his story. And if you tell it like these man are ungrateful, and they are ungrateful as well. You know what I'm trying to say? That they're ungrateful, but he's been preempting this for months. We were just listening. We didn't know what was going on, so we wasn't really deciphering the stuff. But trust me, a lot of his songs, like the recent ones that they dropped, and you hear some of his verses, they sound totally different now. You listen to them now, you're like, oh shit. He's been on to these man.
Alright.
You get me? So like I said, he's got the tune that he's thinking on the deluxe on For the Dogs, Red Button. That's just threatening, man. He's just threatening, man. Just saying like, listen, you man, relax. And you're gonna make me go crazy.
Yeah, you
He
sound like
don't s-
Ramsey.
Yeah, like he don't sound like he's gone crazy.
You sound
yet.
like Ramsey.
Huh?
You sound like Ramsey.
I'm just telling you, I could play. We'll put it
No, that's
afterwards.
fine.
I'll play the songs for you after
That's
we leave.
fine.
And you
I
tell
just
me.
wanted to hear your take
You don't
on.
have
Do
to
you
do
think
that.
there is still a red button? You said there's still the new cast.
Well, like I said, he doesn't sound like he's pressed it.
fair enough. I like that. I like that you said whatever he's given us so far, it doesn't sound like he's pressed
Yeah,
it.
it don't
So
sound like he's
you're
pressed
basically
it.
saying the rest of it is mid.
No.
What he's dropped so far is mid. Or what you saying is
If it's mid, it's because if it's mid, we'll take that. But it's mid then, but it's better than Kendrick's. So
Alright, fair
I
enough.
don't know how that goes. I don't know how that works for you. What metrics you do?
Fair enough. I would take what you've said as what you've said. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with you. Emmanuel,
Yo.
do you think he's dropped his nuke?
Who, Drake?
Yes.
Oh,
Because at what point in time is he going to drop it?
yeah. I feel like it's done now.
Thank you.
I feel like it's done.
Then you feel like he dropped it.
I feel like he's given the best he can give.
What I'm saying,
based on
yeah,
though,
but what was the nuke? Where's that threatening to press the red
Precisely,
button? I'm
what was
asking
the
you,
nuke?
what was the nuke?
I think it was Family Matters, man.
No,
I think it was Family Matters.
no, because after Family Matters, he was still on his story.
Because he made a movie, a video for that, innit?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So it might
did a
be,
lot, man.
it might be the nuke.
After Family Matters, he still had in his story like the red button and the warning tape. Like he was still threatening to press it after Family Matters.
Yeah, but you know, men talk.
okay, then so
Well, to be
you
fair,
think for some Family Matters was the nuke?
He
ain't pressed
said
it.
that.
He ain't dropped a nuke.
Thank you. That's an indictment on what he's dropped already.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
That's
And I
an
feel like
indictment
the
on what
nuke
he's
should
dropped
have
already.
happened after not like.
so
not like us.
when's it gonna happen then? If he doesn't drop it, that means he thinks he's won then.
I think they're still going. Everybody's like,
Okay, so you feel like we're gonna get something from Kendrick this week or something or soon?
yeah, they're still going.
Okay.
You think?
What, you think they stopped?
I feel
You
like
don't
they're
know your mind. They dropped 7 songs in 3 days.
They're tired.
And you think they've stopped? Okay then. If you think you're crazy if you think they've stopped.
What's next then?
I think they need to stop.
Yeah, no, I think they need to stop. I can't. I'm over
Like
it.
everyone's
I'm over
done.
it. I'm over
Done.
it. I'm
Stop
over it.
now.
To be honest, we don't mind that you're not over it.
Yeah,
I know you don't. But you know what? I'm over there. I'll be honest with you. If they carry on going, my start time here is gonna be 9:30. I'm never playing. I'm not even playing with you. I'm not even playing. I miss y'all, so I'm gonna sit through it today. But if I leave this place and any track drops,
Fair.
I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow
Fair.
at 9:45. You see
Fair.
how the time keeps moving?
Fair.
All right.
Fair.
I'm gonna just say that.
In those 3
Because I
seconds.
can't, bruv.
Fair. All right.
I feel like the noise is too much with the whole trafficking thing. I think that is drowning
That
out
we've
a lot.
heard.
So
You're both the greatest. We've heard.
yeah,
Gosh.
I think that's the problem right now. The noise of that, those rumors is too much. So
What
I
they're
don't
fighting
know.
for? Is it who's the better rapper? Is that what is that the prize?
Nah, they just don't like each other.
Yeah, that's the thing. 'Cause I feel like this started because no, I'm number one. But now it's just like, you really hate him. It's like, wow. So like,
Yeah,
where does it stop then? Like, where does it stop?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't like him at all.
Like, he really hates his guts, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Damn.
we're going to deep it a few months from now that Kendrick made a hit record and he called Drake a pedophile.
Oof.
That's not going to be rubbed off
No,
anymore.
it can't be.
Do you understand? Something has to happen.
Like what?
I don't know yet.
I do think that.
Out there now.
They've
Are you
checked-
understanding this?
They've used his name as an acronym.
Are you?
They've used his name as
Are
an
you
acronym.
understanding this?
I thought
the
Metro
acronym
dropping
again?
Your Drizzy was
Don't. Something. I don't know the acronym now. I need
I
someone in the
thought
chat.
Don't
Metro
rap against
Drizzy.
Kendrick.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
rap
or
against Kendrick again. That's
Oh,
wild.
gosh.
If they've made your
That's
name,
mad.
your
Again.
I do you know. I think
Was it West
with
Coast?
the E in it.
Or ever.
no,
or
I don't
something
ever
like
or
that.
something ever.
I do think the industry is sick of Drake though, because I feel like there's been a lot like, because someone's even saying about how in terms of like, there's rappers who they may not necessarily they haven't liked Drake for a while, but because Kendrick is doing what he's doing, they're now using this as their time to really speak their minds and stuff. And Drake isn't really getting that much support, but it's based off how it is that he's always been treating people and stuff like that. So I actually feel like the industry is sick of him because a lot of the things that people are saying in their songs as well is stuff that's like been happening behind the scenes. And a lot of it is very much, you're not who you try to portray you are. So a lot of it is very like inside stuff of, this is how you've snaked people in the past. This you come across to the world as if you're this good, supportive guy, but behind the scenes, you're stopping people's bag, you're doing this, you're doing that. So I actually feel like the industry is sick of it.
I was saying that there's definitely something deeper going on, yeah.
100%.
Because the way they're moving, like I'm saying, this witch hunt, yeah, they're after his blood, yeah. But I was saying to someone the other day, yeah, what if it's deserved? Because we don't know what's going on. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think it's deserved. Based
So
off
the way that they're moving,
yeah.
to me, seems crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? That this is like I said, it's a super duper witch hunt. They want his blood, and the way that people are piling on and being so hard to hide their bias and all that, it's crazy. But what if it's justified though? Like, what if he is that much of a piece of shit and they really just had enough of him?
I feel like it could be with the weekend stuff. I feel like it could be with Rick Ross saying about that he sent a cease and desist to French. Was it French, wasn't it, or something like that? I feel like based on like the little hints and stuff we're getting here and there, I feel like he's just getting the day. He's having the day he deserves.
Yeah, but also all the other little people that he might have done stuff to, because there's so many people
Exactly.
that couldn't wait. Like they just couldn't wait to just
The people that we don't really know like that.
They call him the Karen of the industry.
Yeah,
that's what it's
exactly. That's
giving.
what people are saying.
Do you feel like people can kind of say that about almost anyone?
No, not always. Because nah.
You know what I'm saying though? Because like I feel like even your favorites, Jay-Z, Kanye West, obviously Kanye, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Especially Kanye.
there's always something that people can say.
And
But
obviously you gotta
but I think sorry, babes. I think what it is with Drake though is that because of how he publicly presents, like he publicly presents as like the guy who puts people on, like I'm the one that's going to put you on and invite you into this world and like. Do you get what I mean? Like the whiskey stuff, the popcorn stuff. Like he tries to be that guy, like the liaison officer.
He is though. So
Is he though?
Weren't they feeling like that? Weren't they feeling like that when they were standing next to him dancing
No, but
around the
this-
world?
but
He
this what
gave
it is,
all of
though.
these men their first number ones.
No, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what
thing,
I
though.
don't like.
Like all of them though, every single
That's what I
one
don't like.
who's
No,
chatting
but-
shit about them.
but that's what I'm
he
trying to
give
say,
them their
though.
first number ones.
But
Like,
that's
he
what
put
I'm trying
them
to say
on.
though is that he does these things, you get your first number, blah, 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 but then it's like the benefit is more for him than it's for you kind of thing. Like he presents as this guy who puts people on and you will help you get your number one or whatever. But then when there's other things now, he's blocking the bag. And also you can help me get my first number one. But say you're from Canada and you're, or where's it from, Toronto, whatever, and you're a rapper, but then he's actively stopped you from being that because you're so sick. Will I then say because you got my first award, I'm going to ignore what it is that you did there? Even with the whole weekend stuff and helping weekend, blah blah. And then as soon as he doesn't want to sign to your label now, all of a sudden now he's your op kind of thing. So like some of these things are there. Like, yes, you can help other people. And
they fell out before thing. He found Weekend. We asked Weekend. He wanted Weekend to sign to the label. Weekend didn't want to sign to the label.
Yeah.
Then he's like, all right, cool, but you're dope. So like, let's get some songs in together. You know what I'm trying to say? I think but he ended up probably taking like half his album or something like that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? He took bare songs off Weekend. But at the same time, Weekend done it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he done it, he used the gift up, he got on, he done whatever he was doing, and he was happy then. You know what I'm trying to say? And then a lot of the stuff that's going on now, it looks like they'll fall out over something different, whether it be a gala or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But then you want to use that reason that you fall out to bring up all this stuff that you're disgruntled about. But when you was doing it, you was happy.
No, but I don't feel that's a fair judgment there because I can know what I know of you now and be chilling with you, be happy with you, blah, blah. I can find out stuff later on and change my tune of how I see you. So you can't tell me that because I used to be buddies with you, I don't get to now criticize you. I do because when I was buddies with you, I didn't know that you were a piece of shit. I know that now, and I'm moving according to that.
I'm saying that they knew who he was. They knew what he was.
I don't think so.
It's just because
I don't
think so.
So now you come and you've got problems over Gad. Now I want to start telling you people who you are. But this is who he always was.
I think with certain things,
I feel like a lot of people overlooked the thingy just because of the position he's been.
Yeah, people do that anyway though.
And not just generally like the whole grime, like all this kind of stuff. Like always,
It's like the R. Kelly thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, these man was in the studio, he's got a gal all around the studio, he's there, young girls.
Jay-Z went on tour with R. Kelly.
This is what I'm trying to say. When you was but now he's come out.
He didn't say
it's the same kind of thing. You was there with him while he was doing what he was doing. Like, you don't know who he is. Don't come and talk about your surprise and you're appalled now. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? And I think it's a lot of that. And that's probably why he thinks these men are pagan, because it's like, I ain't really moved different. I've been in the same light. It's just like, now I've crossed you, now we're on different sides. Now you just want to pile on and rest of the day. I don't think they had some awakening, like he was a certain way and overnight, oh my God, I just found out that he was like this. I don't think it's like that, because it served their purpose, innit?
But I think the rebrand definitely got to his head though, because remember there was
Drake's
a specific
rebrand.
rollout in the beginning for him, and that did not work.
Who, Drake?
Yeah, he'd have to go back and come with this. That
Champagne Pappy.
Yeah, 100%.
Not even a
The rebrand has got to his head though. And I think that's what also people also take issue with. I think that's why the old heads also don't like him, because they're like, oh, who's this? He's so lame and whatever. But he's portraying to be this, like he was always the it guy. He was never the it guy.
I feel like black people sometimes, this is the whole cookout thing and invite anyone to cookout. I feel like black people would like to invite everybody to cookout. I think when it gets to a certain point, then they get too comfortable. And then when you find it disrespectful, now you want to question it. But at the end of the day, the reason why Drake has been able to move the way he's been moving with the culture and stuff, because he was let in.
Yeah.
And you were moving the earth to accommodate his foolishness. So yeah, you're right in that you have always known he's like this, but maybe now, I don't know whether there's some form of envy in there. Maybe you feel like he's getting too big for his boots. Maybe he's not returning favors that you want him to, whatever the situation might be. Now you want to be like, oh, you're this, now you're a slave owner. He's been.
So I agree with the mindset that Drake's not part of the culture.
I've been telling you all that. People call me a hater.
See, that kind of feeds into the topic of the day. But it's
Have you done a headline?
we ain't done that.
We ain't the damn thing.
That's fantastic.
I stopped talking. You took the reins, so you're like, let me continue.
Right,
I was Nigeria, maybe.
Oh yeah,
That was the best thing ever, man. I'm really upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. The plane touched down at Heathrow. I looked to my friend that time, I'm so sad. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't want to be back
You
here.
look so, mate, just the glow, everything.
My heart is so full.
I'm on Lagos today.
I'm going back. I'm actually going back, and I'm planning now to work from there for a little bit. So very talk.
Taking camera.
No, I want to go, because I've been saying for a while now that I want to like just have like a change of scenery at some point in the year, like go somewhere for like a month, 2 months and work there. And I remember telling my auntie and my uncle a few months ago that I might do that with Nigeria, but going and just like the way I felt, I just felt so at home.
Yeah.
I just felt like at peace. Like I honestly, like I feel like it was what my spirit just really really wanted. And I'm so glad I went, because I felt like I realized that my spirit's been drawing me back home. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like for everything Nigeria isn't, because there's a list, child. It's
But
everything
for
I
things
love.
that it is.
Like it's
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I just they can never make me hate. They can never make me hate you, babes.
Never.
I love it so much. So I'm really looking forward to going back. A time was had. I had a time. I had a time, love. Pick up Nigerian men every single flipping time.
Hey,
It was
full
lovely.
sprint, please.
Remember when Chrissy, the men were native in the club. Oh, oh, so beautiful. And that's, do you know what it is? Oh, girl. And do you know what it is? I feel like part of it as well, like sometimes you don't realize it's the little things here that is just little things that add to every day. Like over there, getting braids is not a big deal. No one's pointing out the fact I'm wearing braids. Like wearing native around, it's not a big deal. It's not like, oh my gosh, where's this from? And where's the like? It's not a thing. Like it's just there. Like I had no food intolerances. I had no issues. Like nothing. I was just having a great. I'm a homebody. I haven't been to the club in this country maybe 2000 and something. I was out to the morning over there because again it was just nice and just beautiful and just free. Ugh,
The guy's a native.
girl, in the club, honey. Now, big up Nigerians. I'm so happy, and I visited my grandparents' grave as well. That was really, really nice. That was lovely. I had to find my grandma's one. Nigeria is so Nigeria. So basically, where they are, it's like a private vault thing and whatnot. I ever saw Tinubu's one for where apparently when he's ready, he's already bought and designed. Well, I mean, people are coming looking for him. To be fair, they ain't seen the president in a minute, but. I don't know if it was in
I
there when
was
went.
gonna say
I didn't
that.
notice, you know.
No,
That's
I
real.
was gonna
I
actually
don't
say
know.
that.
That is true. You
That's
know?
very true.
I don't think he was in there when I went. But
No, that's true.
they ain't seen the president in a minute. That's what I'm saying, right? But anyways, when I went there, we were let in as a favour because guess what? The land in which there's dead bodies buried in is on lockdown. I said, what do you mean you got dead people in lockdown? Basically, they're fighting over the land. So this. So basically, like to visit, you have to go through like a whole rigmarole. But thankfully, the guy let us in anyway. So because of that, my uncle knew where my granddad was, but I didn't know where he wasn't there for my grandma's funeral because his aunt died and stuff like that. I was walking the length and breadth of the cemetery trying to find my grandma. I said, what the hell is this? It was crazy.
Did you
But
eventually find it?
yeah, after the sun beat my ass. I was like, girl, you're like, yeah, I love it. I was going to give my granddad the flowers back. Tell your wife I said hello. But no, that was very nice as well. But I know where it is now, so when I go back, I can go by myself. But I had a time, man, honestly. I had a time. I will be back soon.
Love it.
100%.
Amen and amen. All right, let's get into the headlines.
Ciao.
Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. In fact, I'm not sorry. I blame everybody. Sadiq Khan.
Yep.
Imagine I'm on the phone to my sorry. I'm going to buy something in Nigeria, because I'm using my mom's card. So when I have to pay for stuff, she has to send me the pin, whatever. I was actually at Suya. I was going to get Suya. I'm getting stressed. This woman's like, Esther, they've done it again. I said, what? She goes, yeah, we got the same guy again. I said, Mom, I don't care. I said, Mom, I don't care. She goes, you're going to care when you get back. I said, let me get back first. I said, this is London problems. Like, girl.
Yeah.
I said, what's the pin? Anyway, yeah. That's how I
Crazy.
found out.
You remember last time when Natalie came on the show, she said 58% of people did not vote. So
Yeah.
only 42% voted. How many percent, what percentage do you think voted this time?
Less.
Probably yes.
42.8%. So pretty much the same.
Same.
Pretty much the same.
So more than half of us stayed at home.
Can I say though, big up Natalie though, because she put in out over 20,000 votes.
Yeah, big up
That's
Natalie,
sick.
man.
That's really sick.
Yeah, man.
47, no?
Was it 47?
47.
Okay.
1,000. Oh,
Sick.
nice.
Amazing. So big up her. And she did that all footwork.
Yeah.
No sponsorships.
Nothing
No
behind her,
parties
yeah.
backing her.
Yep.
Just by herself. So Natalie, girl, you gotta go again, man. You gotta go again. And use like where's the next one?
4 years.
Oh child. Use the next 4 years to literally
Nah,
lay
that
the
will fly
groundwork.
by. It will fly by.
It will-
And
yeah.
with
Yeah.
what Natalie needs to do, she could use those 4 years.
This is what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
she puts her head down and does what she needs to do.
Yep.
Baby girl, you be the next mayor.
She needs to start aligning with certain movements.
Yeah.
certain bodies of
That's right.
Listen,
That's
the moves are
right.
shakers, honey.
That's right.
That's how we're gonna shake it, baby.
If you just get the blacks and the youngs to vote for you,
Baby.
come on, you'll be
It's
rusting
clear.
them.
Exactly. So Natalie,
Yeah.
your free shots.
Get them
everything.
viral clips going.
Receipts, everybody.
Get them
Hit
viral
'em up.
clips going. You
Nice,
know?
baby. Hit them up.
Get
Get
influencers
on
like
TikTok.
Mags to basically
Listen.
supporting this, that, and next. That's what you need to lean into.
Start doing
Do the
TikTok
Corbyn
dances.
vibe, innit?
Not
Corbyn vibe.
It's true. And it'll work for London.
She used to get a campaign manager. That's like with the culture, with the shits. Not a white one. They don't know what's happening. Respectfully. But if she gets the right people, right team,
Yeah.
next mayor.
Hopefully,
our present
hopefully,
one.
hopefully. But yeah, Sadiq Khan has won a third term as London's mayor, capping a round of local elections across England that confirmed the political supremacy of the Labour Party and spelt misery for Britain's Conservative government. So Khan won 43.7% of the vote, beating the Conservative challenger Susan Hall by about 11 percentage points to extend his control of the capital that began in 2016. I don't think anyone's done 3 times in a row. So, you know, he done his thing, to be fair. It follows a string of victories around England for Labour, who are firmly positioned to take power from the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, and his Conservatives in the general election in the coming months. Speaking at City Hall, Mr. Khan said, "We faced a campaign of non-stop negativity, but I couldn't be more proud that we answered the fear-mongering with facts, hate with hope, and attempt to divide with efforts to unite." Rishi Sunak has defended his claim that there will be a hung parliament after the general election, despite Tory MPs and polling experts describing it as wishful thinking. The Prime Minister said that the result was not a foregone conclusion, but repeated his insistence that the result would be closer than current opinion polls suggest. I don't know what this guy is thinking about at all. But anyway, he was challenged over the claim on Monday, and Mr. Sunak said, "The independent analysis shows that whilst, of course, this was a disappointing weekend for us, that the result of the next general election isn't a foregone conclusion, and indeed, actually is closer than, or the situation is closer than many people are saying, or indeed some of the opinion polls are predicting." Tories were shocked by the scale of the defeat, with 472 council seats lost and a dreadful result for the party in London, where Sadiq Khan was returned as city's mayor for a third time. And our last headline, John Swinney has moved a step closer to becoming Scotland's 7th First Minister after being confirmed as SNP leader. A contest was avoided after a veteran SNP activist withdrew a rival bid following talks with Mr. Swinney. The former Deputy First Minister is expected to be nominated by MSPs as First Minister as early as today. Current First Minister Hamza Yousaf, who announced his resignation last week, said he would formally quit once a new SNP leader was confirmed. In a speech in Glasgow, Mr. Swinney, who's 60, told supporters, "Today is the beginning of a new chapter in our party's history, a chapter that will be about uniting, coming together and dedicating ourselves to the service of Scotland." He said that he did not intend to reinstate the power-sharing boot house agreement with the Scottish Greens, the termination of which led to Mr. Yousaf's resignation, and would aim to lead a moderate centre-left minority government. And that's it for our headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into our What You Saying topic of the day.
Wow. So today's topic of the day, this is going to be a part 2 of what happened last week,
Know what happened?
where we were talking about blackness, the degree
Oh.
of blackness, and who are you and who am I to question somebody's blackness?
Yeah,
What
that's
is
a deep-
blackness? You know what I'm saying? And obviously we had a fantastic call from Raheem. Big up Raheem. Hopefully you can call him again today. And yeah, I'm trying to think which thing to tackle first, because obviously, like Brent was saying at the time, we're going to split those two things into 2 separate points, because it seemed like everybody was kind of being defensive, offensive, conflating, and whatnot. And the 2 separate points are about interracial partners. If, for example, if your blackness can be questioned, should it be questioned? If, for example, you as a black man or woman choose to start a family or have a family with somebody from a different race, right? And the second point is also...
Fine words.
And the second point, which we'll get into, I guess, afterwards or first, depending on you guys, is about appearance. Can your blackness be questioned if, for example, you do certain things that kind of change what is naturally black? For instance, weaves, wigs, this, that, and the third. What happened?
Nothing has to happen.
This is why Christy's here today. All right.
Bleaching. You know what I'm saying?
Brent is an idiot.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you're right up.
Like,
That makes sense, actually. I
you know what I'm
get you.
saying? Like bleaching, whatever it is that changes the appearance from, I guess, what you was born, how you was born.
Yeah.
Like, can your blackness be challenged? Should it be challenged? So yeah, which one should we tackle first, guys?
I think mine would probably touch on both. I feel like questioning people's blackness sometimes, I think it can be a narrow-minded, I think it's a narrow-minded thing to do. And I've been narrow-minded in doing that because I don't think that black looks very different depending on where you're from, depending on how you've been raised and whatever it is. And I think that, unfortunately, Marcus said this a few times, but sometimes like it's like the negative traits that sometimes people deem as like blackness. It's like, oh, someone's not black enough. But when you think about what it is, or no, not even that, sorry. It's when like someone's acting a certain way, I'm like, oh, they act like they're black. But when we look at what it is that the person's doing, it's like a quote unquote, it's kind of like a negative thing.
Yep.
But why is that what we've then attached as being black? So I feel like questioning people's blackness can be narrow-minded because again, someone could be married, someone could have a mixed family, but then they could be pouring way more into the black community than somebody who has a black family. Do you get me? So I don't know. I'm not really for that.
Okay. You guys?
Sorry, and just touching quickly on the weave and stuff. I don't think any of that stuff should make you question people's blackness.
Okay.
Because I think that with those stuff, I think that's more to do with sometimes with how you've socialized, and that's more to do with people's insecurities and just people's preferences. If I see a black person that's like belongs to like the goth society, what am I gonna say because they're not wearing a hoodie, they're not wearing this, they're not wearing that, wherever else, they're not black? No, they still are. It's just the aesthetic is different. So I feel like when it comes to like sometimes hair, how people do their makeup, or bleaching obviously is big insecurity anyway. But some of these things, I feel like when it comes to like things with aesthetics, I don't necessarily think that can directly be a blackness thing. I feel like that's more of an other social issues than necessarily a blackness.
Aren't those social issues linked to your blackness?
It can be. It can be. But I wouldn't say someone is not black enough because they wear wigs all the time or they wear weaves all the time. Because if I never see your natural hair, I'm not going to question your blackness. I might question your self-love. I might question how either you see yourself. I might question your standards of beauty, but I'm not going to question your blackness.
That's what it is, though. It's the beauty standards that people are setting. So probably them arguments will come from black men that will get leaned on for liking people out of their race, European women, white women, all this kind of stuff. And they're saying like, you're leaning on me because that's what I like, but then you're not even trying to be yourself. You're trying to look like these European women. You want European white hair. You're doing contour, trying to make your nose thinner. You're doing all these things. So all these beauty standards that I like, you clearly like them too, because that's the standards that you're holding yourself to. But you want to judge me for it. I think that's probably where all that stuff will come into it. That's the argument that they would make. What do you think, Christy?
Yeah, I get that the men draw for that argument a lot. And again, I'm not going to question your blackness, regardless, you're black. It is what it is at the end of the day. However, I think it all depends on, what can I say? It all depends on what's the end goal in your blackness. That to me is my issue is that what is your end goal?
What does the end goal? What do you mean by that? Because one could say I'm black, I'm just living.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're black, you're just living, then you don't care about anything else.
Okay.
So you're just amongst. So I personally wouldn't hold
You to that standard.
any standard to you because you're just out here. You're not caring. I'm just living.
Okay.
And I feel like I think. I guess at face value, there's obviously a lot of people doing that, and so that's where I guess we clash. However, when with our blackness though, it holds certain preconceived notions. A lot is attached to our blackness, politically, socially. How you love, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm 100%. I know people don't want to believe that, but 100%. So all those things, unfortunately, in society play a part, and especially how we're viewed. So I think, yeah, I'm not gonna question your blackness, but yeah, if you're doing certain thing, if you're saying certain things or certain rhetorics and stuff, then yeah, I'm gonna question it. If you choose to do this whole love is love thing, that's great for you. Fantastic. But I'm just think in terms of the social issues that we face as a group, unfortunately as a group, we face a lot of things. So I think for me, in order to combat certain things, I think the who you love is important.
So to some degree, you kind of are challenging or questioning their blackness.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess, are you basically saying, like, if we're all conscious of what's going on in society, right, why are we not all making at least some sort of step towards making sure us as black people as a whole, regardless of how you define black, right, should be in a better position? And how can you do that if, for example, you don't love black or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, no, that's how I view it. But obviously, a lot of people don't. So,
Can I say that I do think it's sad though that like with stuff like this, I don't know if other communities have these conversations. I'm a part of that, I don't know, but from what I see from the outside, and I guess the grass is always greener when you're looking from the outside, it feels like other communities don't have this conversation as much as we do because it's a given that you're going to be with your own person. Do you get what I mean? Like, like you're going to be your own person. Like we hear many times of like, say someone's Indian and they get disowned because you want to be with someone, sometimes even someone that's not from your town or someone that's talk less of like another race. So I do think that is in itself sad. But I feel like even with that though, and I know people don't like playing the slavery card, but I actually feel like that leads back to slavery and like black families have always kind of been separated from time, where it almost feels kind of like normal in our minds for that to be the case. Do you know what I mean? For that separation to just be there of, I'm not with a black woman, I'm not with a black man. It's not a big of a deal kind of thing. But I do think that's sad though.
I don't think it comes from just being oppressed and stuff like that. Being oppressed and feeling the brunt of what it's like to be segregated and being looked down upon because of your colour and stuff like that. So I think that's why black people are most accommodating to other races, because he who feels it knows it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, why are we gonna perpetuate this onto other people for?
Absolutely.
We didn't like it on us. Like, do you get
Like
what
when
I'm
we're
trying
gonna
to
put you through what we know that is not nice feeling.
say? Do you get what I mean? So
and I think
like, obviously,
I think that's
Indian,
to our detriment, unfortunately. So.
well, no, Indian people are rigid. They're definitely disowning people because they're dating out of their race and
Well,
stuff like that, and they
strict.
lose their whole families. But then that's what I say. Black people who's been through stuff, it's like, what, you think my son or my daughter, I'm gonna thing them because of all they did was go with a person that was another race? I know what we went through just because of the colour of my skin. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't say it's not right. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Esquire does say, he said, I've started a family with another race. Come question my blackness. I'm not gonna say that part.
What did he say?
Dumb shits. You dumb
But yeah,
shits.
I feel like
It's talking to you,
that is the point.
Christy.
No, he's
Don't
not
do
talking
that,
to me.
bro. Don't do that.
He ain't talking to me.
I said he can't.
Wait.
Chris said he can't talk to me.
He's not talking to me.
Wait. I don't think I was being provocative there.
Of course you don't. Why would you think that?
No, but honestly,
You saw dumb shits at the end of a sentence and you said Chrissy's talking to you. And you don't think you're
so
provocative.
he's talking to anybody who would question his blackness, right?
Yeah, but
he
usually
started a
have-
family with somebody outside of his race.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
This
by
first
the way.
time I'm hearing about this.
I'm
No, I
responding
knew
to
about
this in
this.
real time.
Oh, okay.
Do you
I knew about
understand?
this
I would have
already.
never have known. And that proves the point.
Chris said she
I
knew.
would make.
How did you know
Do you
Chrissy?
understand?
He
For
said
longest
it in the
while,
chat.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
I would claim he's pro-black, 100%.
Yeah,
So you're saying that he's
cat
not
now.
pro-black now?
said
No, I
black.
said it proves the point that I would make.
Oh.
I'm on the side of, 'cause
Okay,
we're
yeah.
going around. You can be pro-black and be with somebody
Yeah.
who's not from your family.
I think you can be.
That's my particular take. But I never knew that Von was with somebody outside of his race. This proves my point. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
Because he's been supporting
Big.
vocally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And with his monies.
I get where
Okay,
you.
we like that.
I get if you're saying if you're not putting into like the black
Sorry,
family.
let me finish. Because I said something and I didn't want it to come across as though I just looked to do a shot here. So he's speaking to anybody who would question whether you're pro-black because you have basically, coupled up with somebody outside the race. And Christy is one of those particular advocates. No?
Okay, fair enough.
But that's why I said what I said. I wasn't trying to be provocative, Chris.
Okay,
I hope
cool,
it is
so-
that you didn't feel that way.
No,
But I can even guess the people going.
Yeah.
So I get where people.
he can't be talking to me. That's all I know.
So when it's all said and done,
But he is. Continue.
No, I'm saying that I get the mindset you're saying. Like, if you don't want to focus on the black family and reproducing black people, then obviously, like, I get that mindset. Yeah, but that also just can't be the metric for being pro-black, because just putting black babies in the world doesn't make you pro-black. You get me? There could be a man who only sleeps with black women, but he just died there, just breeding the whole place up. Letting single children come into the world and with little heathens, and they're black babies. That's not a good contribution to any black cause. It's broken families, all the kind. So that just can't be. I understand the mindset of it, but that can't just be the metric. You know what I'm saying? Like, your deeds are important. You know what I'm saying? Your actions and the things that you do are important. If you're pouring it back into the black community, that's got to be equal. It's not more important, but equally as important as the other thing. No.
Do you know?
Speak to that, Emmanuel.
Do you know what it is? I think
That's a good take.
It's because
I like that take, but let's see how Emmanuel responds.
I think it's because a lot of the
so
time,
mean.
a lot of the,
Your referee.
obviously, like, you made a good point. Like, most important thing is how we can uplift ourselves, right? Edify our communities and whatnot. But I think the issue is, a lot of the time when we hear people say, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm doing this for the community," don't question me, this, that, and the third, and they've married outside of their race. A lot of us kind of think, okay, but you as a sensible human being that you are, who's productive, who does all these things, why couldn't you have done the next step? Why is it even considered the next step? Why isn't it that you just couldn't find somebody amongst your own people if you care this much about your community? Because the reality is, if you're pouring into your community, giving your time, your effort, and I guess sustaining or building up the economics of the community, whatever's yours doesn't go to your community fully like that, because you're now married to somebody outside of your race. You know what I'm saying? Like, your child now, of course, by social standards, I guess would still be considered black. But at some point in time, that child could make the decision to go to another race. And by the second generation or third generation, you don't have a black child anymore. No black descendants, right? And what essentially will happen is the generational wealth that could benefit black people as a community, that voice that we could have because we've got people in those positions, seems to quiet down because of the decision that you've made. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what the argument is. Because the person who is useless out there just breeding up the whole bloody community, yeah, isn't the person you're looking to be pro-black in anything. We already know that person's a worthless person. But the ones who are being productive, who've calculated the moves they're making, who've got good jobs, good businesses, who are actually dependable citizens in life, those are the ones you're basically saying, wait a minute, you thought of all these things, how come you didn't do this as well? You know what I'm saying? Or why was this the direction you chose to go? That's more so what I think it is.
Also, Maggie says, I think being pro-black is different. I don't think anyone can question your blackness, but your pro-blackness can be challenged.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you're saying, yeah.
And that also speaks to Black Rob's point last week as well, when he's talking about individualism and collectivism. And also, I guess, your blackness, who you are in your race, it doesn't matter what you say you are. If society has said this is what black is, that's what you are, because it's an appearance thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's interesting though? Remember Rachel Dolezal?
Yes.
For a long time, people thought sis was black.
Yeah.
And she was doing black things in interest of black people.
Yep.
And as soon as everyone found out she was a white woman that just got a bit of a tan and curly wig, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But she's still pro-black to me.
That's a take.
Everyone
What do you
was
think?
like, she's pro-black. Like, this woman, she was the president of a whole black society.
Yeah.
And she was. But as soon as we found out she was a white woman cosplaying a black woman,
Yeah.
for me, that doesn't take away from her pro-black. She's still a pro-black woman.
I guess by definition, she would
For a
still
black white
be
woman.
somebody who operates in the interest of black
Of
people.
black people, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess you would just kind of, not relegate, but you kind of relegate her, for lack of a better word.
No, she's definitely been president or anything.
To be an ally, you know what I'm saying? Rather than a black person in the community who should have a voice.
There's a big difference.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fundamental
yeah.
difference. I'm sorry.
yeah.
When you say have a voice, though, but the voice that, because I don't think we need to have a voice. I think there needs to be voices.
Yeah. That's
But
what
I
I
don't
mean.
think-
Like, we all have a voice to contribute to the
Yeah,
voices.
but actually,
yeah.
I don't think that she should be on mute because she's a white woman.
Oh, but it's just the way, though.
If her voice is pushing black matters, but then we say wait till when? Because again, there's black people who are mute.
Yeah.
So is she waiting until they people speak, or after the people that want to speak?
But this
What's
goes,
the order of business?
This goes back to my point about the example that Marks gave about those people who are whatless out there. Those are, for lack of a better analogy, those are the mute ones.
Yeah.
We know you're not coming here to talk.
Okay, yeah.
So
We have
we leave you
expectations
over
of
there.
you.
But for
Yeah.
those of us who want to talk and do something, we're looking to you guys. Okay, what are you saying? And she can wait for those people because she's not part of the community.
So
Okay,
obviously
that's
you need to police your community, yeah. But obviously if she was in the position that she was in,
Yeah.
the head of president of whatever she's doing, and she's driving change for black people and black
Yeah.
issues and all that kind of stuff, then you find out she's white, whatever, she loses that position, whatever. Then a black person goes in there, but the black person that goes in there is not better than her, or not doing as much as her. Does it not matter just because they're black? Like, would it not benefit you more having her there?
Well, but this is why you have allies. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody may have more experience. You know what I'm saying? The NAACP, which was the organization that she was part of, was started by black people, but also Jewish people. It wasn't just black people who started the NAACP. So those people would have had experience in maybe strategy, you know what I'm saying, to kind of help those forerunners of how to push the agenda of black people. We're not saying, leave the building and completely be gone. But we are saying, understand the positions here. You don't relate to the same things we do. You know what I'm saying? If anybody in here came along and started telling you about what it's like to be a woman, or what it's like to be a black man, right? We'd be like, and they're not that. We'd be like, come on now. I hear your points, but wait a minute. Listen to us first. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is here.
Let me run through definition of pro-black via. What you call her?
Who?
Jerome.
Rachel Dolezal. Oh, sorry. Call who?
Gemini.
I got Jerome.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pro-black is a term with a range of interpretations, as we can see in this room. But it generally refers to a set of beliefs and actions that center and uplift black people. Here's a breakdown of the core aspects. All right. One is the focus on black people. Empowerment. Pro-blackness aims to empower black people socially, economically, and politically. This could involve supporting black businesses, advocating for racial justice, and celebrating black culture and achievements. Representation. It promotes positive and accurate representations of black people in media and society, challenging negative stereotypes and highlighting black excellence. And self-determination. Pro-blackness emphasizes the right of black communities to define their own narratives and solutions to the challenges they face. Next is addressing racial issues. This is still within the bounds of being pro-black, right? Anti-racism. It actively opposes racism and discrimination, working towards dismantling systems of oppression that disadvantage black people. Racial justice. Pro-blackness seeks to achieve racial justice by addressing historical and ongoing injustices faced by black communities. This could involve issues like police brutality, mass incarceration, and educational disparities. And building community. Solidarity. It fosters solidarity and support within the black community, encouraging black people to unite and advocate for their collective interests. Cultural preservation. Pro-blackness values the richness and diversity of black cultures, promoting cultural preservation and celebrations of heritage. Now, it is important to note some nuances. Variations in definitions. There's not one universally agreed upon definition of pro-black, hence this particular debate. Some might view it as primarily focused on racial justice issues, while others might emphasize cultural pride and celebration. I guess the cultural pride is where one could basically make the argument you have to keep breeding within your own race, I guess, because I haven't heard it said yet in this particular definition, right? I haven't heard it said clearly, yes? Cool. Criticism of the term. Some argue that focusing solely on being pro-black might be exclusionary. Others believe that true racial justice requires working in solidarity with other marginalized groups. If they don't care about us, then meow. Overall, being pro-black is an ongoing conversation and action towards the liberation and well-being of black people. So, have you heard in any of what I just said that you need to be married to or with or procreating with one of your tribe, your kin?
I think some things are kind of
Unsaid.
yeah.
Okay,
Because
interesting.
you're doing
Why are
something.
you
For
gonna
In a
say
definition,
some things are unsaid
if it's not
when it
said-
comes to AI? AI says it all. AI actually it says it all. It says some things are left unsaid.
No,
Can you be in a black relationship and have a black family and be anti-black?
Yes.
Yeah,
and more destructive.
yeah. You can, of course you can.
All right.
Then the
Many of
reverse,
us are like that.
Then the reverse
Can
has
be
to
true.
Then the reverse can be true. Then
Yeah.
That what?
you can be in a mixed family
Mm.
and love someone out of your race, but be pro-black.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, in fact, let me give my opinion on this. I feel like there's degrees to pro-blackness. I feel like 100% you can be like that and you can give to the black community. But I think the degree of your commitment is basically what a lot of pro-black people are basically questioning. I don't think necessarily that Dr. Umar, for example, rubbishes the contribution of someone, even someone as wayward as, respectfully, Kanye West. Because he knows that him, when he says certain things, can contribute to the community. But he will definitely question his commitment to it if, for example, first and second wife are white women. You know what I'm saying? None of your children are black, or all of them are black, depending on how you categorize blackness. But you can look at that, you know what I'm saying? And because at the end of the day, all of these, especially someone like me, right, who feels like the number one important thing is economics. How do you have good economics in a black family if your family isn't black? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? One generation, cool, because by definition, you're still black, right? By most people's definitions. But what that does is open up the door to your grandchildren and great-grandchildren no longer being black or being part of that conversation. That means a lot of your hard work, your commitment to the cause can be washed away. That's basically what it is. So I'll be silly to say that this person can't be a pro-black person or contribute. Like, we've seen it many a times. We've seen this. Like, tangibly, you know what I'm saying? Like, where people do this. And their children as well, who are mixed, contribute like in amazing ways, you know what I'm saying? But long term, because remember, we know that our issues are not one generational. You know what I'm saying? They've been here for hundreds of years. So long term, what are the consequences of our decisions long term? That's basically what it is. So that's why people would question your commitment to it. Because it's like, cool, if I say black this and black is beautiful, then why can't I find black beautiful in a wife? Why can't I find that in a husband? Why? You know what I'm saying? Yes, if you believe that love is this, that, and the third, but for a lot of us, especially if you're pro-black as well, or just if you're just a nationalist, you will think that your decisions when it comes to marrying is a political decision. You sat down at one point in time and said, I'm going to make sure I do this because there's going to be ramifications of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what goes into that thinking. It's not necessary to say that everybody who doesn't do that is just, oh, you're useless, you're an enemy, you're this. No, it's not that. But it's just, okay, cool. If we're really going to live this or try to, because no one's perfect, at least the foundation, the family, which makes up a community, which makes up a nation, black nation needs to be black. Otherwise, by definition, almost, well, what are we doing? You know what I mean? That's basically how I'm seeing it.
Fair.
Retweet Christy?
100%.
Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
No, I just didn't expect anything else, to be honest. Next question.
Black appearance. I know Esther touched on it already. I don't want to necessarily bring up Raheem too much here, but I feel like this is the point he was trying to make. Why is it that, okay, cool, people can stand on the other side of the fence and throw stones at me and say, yo, I prefer a woman from any type of race. I prefer an Asian woman. I prefer a white woman, a Malaysian, or whatever it may be. And you lot are gunning me. You lot are questioning who I am as a man and my productivity in this world, right? But then I look at you and you don't even look like you're black. You may be purchasing bleaching creams and trying to lighten yourself. You may be straightening your hair or buying wigs and don't give a damn about your real appearance. You know what I'm saying? Having blue contacts and all sorts of other stuff. Like, can't I do the same thing to you? Or do you guys feel like appearance is something that's kind of surface level, doesn't really matter? There's no real implications on your blackness or your pro-blackness, I should say.
First off,
the argument. Sorry.
I guess in part it's a lazy argument. also, when she's wearing a wig or whatever, when she takes that off and she lies down with a black man, what are they producing?
The child that would then wear a wig.
No,
No, but you get what I'm trying to say. That's the argument that person would make.
really.
You know, I'm just taking up that position.
You're better than this.
No, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Don't drag me into it. You're better than
Oh
this.
man, you lot are bad.
No, I would like. I
you
would
don't understand what I'm
like.
trying
I
to
would
say,
like
though.
Certain
Iman
guys
to
ain't
take
breaking character as
Raheem's.
well. They're sleeping in
Because
the
Raheem
wig.
hasn't called in yet.
Exactly.
He hasn't called in yet. So I want you to take on that
do you know what
particular
it is?
spirit
Do
of
you know what it is? When
Raheem.
someone's trying to have a serious conversation,
It's hard.
and
to
you're out here
listen to.
making no, I'm listening. Yeah, you're out here making ignorant, very silly, childish comments. It's irritating. So you then telling me as well that people are sleeping in the wig, they're not breaking character. Shut up.
My point
Yes,
is,
use.
when
What, you don't-
they're still with, they're gonna.
No.
That's just the
Christy
fundamental point is, they're gonna be
A black child.
It's gonna be a black child. So, if we want to now take it up a notch, and me personally, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm not for weeks. I'm
Sorry,
not.
ladies.
I'm not for weeks. Black women. I'm not for weeks. I'm not.
Why are
So,
you not for wigs?
I guess I've never been a proponent of someone who just wears wigs anyway. So that's never been me.
It's not a desired hairstyle choice.
Yeah, it's just that's never been my go-to. Don't get me. I used to weaves back in the day, yeah. But also even in the weave era, I was also trying to find weaves that specifically looked like my hair type. Like it came out a certain way when I straightened my hair. So I wasn't looking for the Brazilians or the Malaysians or Indian hair. That's not what I was doing. That wasn't my go-to. So me personally, I'm not a proponent for that.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like, if you're gonna keep on, I can't lie. If we're gonna be doing this whole I'm pro-black and whatever, and you have a certain talking point, and all I'm seeing you in is wigs, then we're gonna have a problem.
Precisely, and I think this is what you're talking about.
That don't make no sense to me.
Why does that make no sense?
Because I feel like if we're trying to promote a certain thing, I don't know that the aesthetic of the wig wearing aesthetic that's what we're trying to go down here. And I also think, you are passing down a certain trait. And I feel like now the women now are getting younger and younger, and for me the go-to style is wigs.
That's exactly what I meant.
And I personally don't think that's not great for me personally. I think if we're gonna be real, I'm 100%. I'm sorry, lady, you ain't gonna like it, but again, as an alternate hairstyle, I get it. I don't fault anyone hairstyle, whatever, changing up the looks. I get it. However, if we're gonna be doing this whole you're championing a certain thing, but you're not champion. To me, you should champion yourself. So I'm championing myself. But if I also coming out every day, I'm just coming out this just wig life. I will be like, I'll be concerned. I'll be concerned personally. Like, I feel like it's definitely gotten to a point where, even to the point where we're getting content now of women who are making specific content of going to these other countries to get these wigs, to make these wigs, and it's now become a thing. Personally, I think, and the process and all of that, me personally, I think there's an issue there. I'm sorry, there's an issue there. That the fact that that's now becoming that's part of the whole content creation world, I think it's quite weird to me. And then you're jumping up and down after you've taken hair from another race's hair, and you're jumping up and down and be like, yeah, gleefully. And this is the content that you're making. Personally, I personally have an issue with that. Personally, that to me, you're not championing your blackness in that way. Personally, that I don't know how you're doing that.
Before I respond, sorry. Is that name's Cambridge babes?
Yes.
Oh, big up you.
Big up.
Brent, can we get some one, please? Thank you very much. Big up Nim. So Nim says, I think we got to stop focusing on this argument about girls relaxing hair and focus on the principle he was trying to convey. I haven't watched the video. I'm not sure what it is they're trying to convey, but again, this is just my opinion. This is not me going against Christy. I love Christy down. But I feel like I don't know what kind of conversations we're going to be trying to have as a black community, that because it's a wig on your head, I'm not going to take it seriously. Unless the conversation about hair, unless the conversation about natural hair, whatever is on your head, my love, is not what's going to define how seriously I take what it is that's coming off your mouth. Because when there's protests going on, when there's Black Lives Matter protests going on, I'm not like the dress code where everyone should come in is natural hair and kinks. Like, so unless it's a conversation about maybe self-love or maybe fighting against, if it's a conversation about self-love, if it's conversations about fighting against society's beauty standards and loving our natural hair, and you come in here preaching to me and you're wearing a wig, of course that's stupid. Like, that's like you coming in here telling me you want me to wear more colours, but you're talking to me in black. Of course, yes. But if it's to do with the livelihood of black people, if it's to do with stop killing black people, if it's to do with the injustice of black people, if it's to do with the economy of black people, what is on your head top is not, for me personally, doesn't correlate to that. And I think like when we have conversations about the hair stuff, the wig stuff, and saying like that can define your pro-blackness and that can let people know how serious you are and all that kind of conversation, I feel like sometimes that's why we don't make progress. Because we spend time worrying about like quite insignificant things. And I'm not saying like never wearing your natural hair is insignificant. Because I've sat here and I've spoken about, as much as you can wear whatever you want to wear, because I feel like that's to do with people's aesthetics and what they prefer and whatever it is. There is a conversation about that. But I don't think that conversation... There's a conversation there. There's stuff to be looked into there. I'm not disputing that at all. However, I feel like when we spend time saying that if you're going to show up to the protest and you got a weave on or you got a frontal on, blah, 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 all that stuff, like, focus on the little irrelevant things. Kind of like how you went when you made that silly little joke.
No, it makes sense.
All them like, focus on those silly little things is what distracts us from what it is that needs to get done. So when we spend more time, like we are doing right now, arguing about whether or not you should have a weave or braids or locks on your head, rather than having more productive conversations about what it is that actually has to be done. So for me personally, I'm not going to judge your blackness based on your weave thing. There is an angle where I can do that, but it's not to do with your pro-blackness in general. If someone is very, very pro-black, always in the front and center, kind of like, what's the guy with the boots?
Respect.
That's it.
They got respect.
So imagine a female respect.
Yeah.
Like everything, she's always there. This and this and da-da-da and da-da-da and da-da-da. But then you're telling me that because she wears a weave, and I don't even know where her situation is, by the way, but I'm just going to see the weave and you're going to tell me that I'm going to question her pro-black, so I'm not going to do that.
There's two things are kind of aligned. A female respect.
She would be in
would be the natural hair.
Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, but
facts on facts.
I hear you on that. But I'm telling you, if there was a female respect and she's not in a wig, she's in a wig, that's not where I'm going to draw the line and be like, you know what, you're chatting shit. I'm not going to do that. If I find out tomorrow that Respect has a white girlfriend or a white woman or whatever it is, everything he does I'm not going to erase that because that's who he's loving. That's who he's sleeping with. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm saying like, sometimes I feel like these things are, yes, they can be big.
Yeah.
However, sometimes we focus so much on them that we're then losing sight of what it is that we actually need to be focusing on. When Respect was outside the Peckham shop, let's just say he had a white girlfriend. I'm not going to look at him like he shouldn't be outside his Peckham shop because you got a white girlfriend. No.
But some
an
people
injustice
will.
happened. No, wait. An injustice happened and he's here to speak up for black women. He's here to speak up for black causes and stuff like that. I'm not going to judge him off of that.
People
But
will.
that's
That's
just
what
me.
That's what the problem is.
But that's what I'm saying. And people,
There's
that's
people
what the point
that respect whatever work he's done in the community and whatnot. But if they find out he had a white girlfriend, they're taking points off him.
But that's what I'm saying
They've
is the
changed in
problem,
how they
though.
view him now.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's the problem. I think it's a problem that we can see someone put their inconveniences, put their life on the line, like make sacrifices to further and push black matters. But because they're not sleeping with someone that you think they should be sleeping with, because they're not dressed how you think they should be dressed, you think that that's a problem. Because the thing is, we're talking about British culture. In other places, in other African countries and stuff like that, their standards are different.
Yeah.
So if I showed up to a march and I'm someone who preaches about all these things and I fight for women's cause and blah, blah, but I show up in jeans, there's women in the same way that you think someone showing up in a wig is bad, they will see me showing up in jeans as bad because I'm not wearing traditional wear. Do you get what I mean? So, and that's why I say it varies depending on the communities. And so because it varies depending on the community, there's not one linear standard. That just feels like we're wasting time. But again, that's just my personal opinion.
I hear.
You ain't gonna like it or love it.
You know what the thing is? I hear 100% hear what you're saying, but I feel like, again, there's just there's a spectrum to this, right? Like we can all walk down the road, chewing gum and kick ball at the same time. We don't need to just say, "Oh, I'm doing this one thing, so therefore that's it." We can do multiple things. So, you know what I'm saying? So some of those things, yeah, they make sense, right? Because you are doing something, you're pouring into the community.
Yeah.
But it's like filling up a bucket with a hole in it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can say, yeah, I'm there to stand with black women and protect black women. I love black women. And then when we look at you in every picture, you're not with a black woman. It's going to make people say, which black woman are you actually protecting then? Which one do you care for?
I can't lie.
Which one?
Yeah. If they're, I'm sorry. I don't care if we're in a march situation, and the person who is doing forward never, backward never, and that he's been doing that, and all of a sudden he's on the podium, and then he's like, "Oh, my wife," and then I see someone. Me personally, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look away. I'm going to look. I'm going to 100% look.
Don't you think that's wild?
That to me.
Would you leave the protest?
No, that to me.
Would you start doing your own protest?
Because
Get him out.
No, and this is what I don't like, because people get their feathers ruffled because this is the way this is me.
No, I've just challenged.
No.
I've asked you a question.
Can I finish speaking?
Sorry, baby.
All I'm saying
so
is,
annoying.
if you're championing the way you're championing, you want to champion the black community and something. I 100% want to see a black woman. I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah.
And I don't think there should be no qualms about that.
Yeah. But if you
Yeah,
don't,
but
see
you
a
don't
black
even
woman,
extend love and warmth to people that date out of the.
That's a little warmth.
No.
I'll never forget when we were doing the Dunner here about the black man that was being racially thinged in the shop. Yeah, you was on some. What's his wife like? And I'm saying why? Because I'm saying what does that matter? Because we're here to support him. He's being thinged as a black man. You're telling me if his wife's white, we need to withdraw this love and stuff that we're showing. I'm saying that's not fair.
Dude, I mean, let me respond to that for you, babe. Sorry. How about Kwateng? Kwesi Kwateng.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What
If
about
he
it?
starts complaining about how the white people are treating him bad, what would you say?
That's different though.
What would you say?
What's different?
Fuck Kwame and Kwasi, but that's not.
But it is different because that's like Kemi Badis coming out.
But this is
No,
what
no,
she was like,
it's
wait a minute.
different
First of all,
though.
That's not because of his partner. I don't know who his partner
Exactly.
is.
No, his partner's white. Let's
Okay, no,
keep it.
think about it. We know Kemi's partner. We know Kemi's partner is white. If Kemi comes out and talk about the white people that are against her, go shut up. Because you've been against black people, so that's different. That's different.
Okay.
Do you get me? Say it was like, again, say it's someone that we know is pro-black.
Yeah.
We know, I'm so respect, but I just have to keep doing this. But say it's him. We know this man doesn't play by black people.
Von.
Yeah.
Will you fend for Von?
So, excuse me, what we doing here?
I'll fend for Von.
You fed for one anyway, so
Precisely.
okay.
That's that. So I would double down on defending him if it is that she asks the question, but what's his wife saying? I was like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's Von.
Yeah, that wouldn't matter to me. I don't know, man.
Would you
I
fend
just
it for
think
Von?
that doesn't.
What?
You fend it for Von.
Would I what?
Fend it for Von.
Fend it.
Would you stand up and protest against
In
the
defense of
badness
Von?
that's happening to Von in that particular situation?
defense of
That
Von?
same example of the shop he was talking about, put Von in that particular position.
Yeah, I would.
You whispered that, didn't know that.
I would.
I ain't never
Good.
heard you talk that quiet in my life.
No, because I just feel like when it comes to my stance, people want to just make it seem you know
speaking
what?
truth, man.
I'm rigid with it, and I don't give it heck. I'm rigid with it, and I feel like certain things, I'm sorry, need to be policed in our community. I don't give a heck how you take that. They do.
Yeah.
It's like we can't hold the line on. There's certain things I believe we should hold the line on, and it's up to you whether how you take it is how you take it. I think certain things, how I said, we're shaky, we become shaky in other areas, and then this is they're getting in, and then even it throws into the whole colorism conversation, because best believe if they was put in and I'm not. Please don't mix race. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, because of the whole conversation of how we view colorism, when certain people get put into positions, the same black people are going to complain. They're going to, why are they put in why are they? It's only the mixed quote quote mixed race people getting centered in this. There's gonna be issues. We're gonna start questioning that. So I just think there's just certain things that realistically that it should just if I'm with a black person, I don't that's the peace I'm looking for, mate. That's the peace I'm looking for, and how I want to live my life. Obviously others see it differently. And with the whole Raheem guy or whatever, him trying to equate it to that I'm sorry, he was conflating two issues. Don't try and conflate that because the girl was wearing a wig and she's like, oh, how can you check me? No, you that's a you problem.
Yeah.
You got a conflict in yourself. That's a you problem. Take the wig person aside out of that because you just want to date who you want to date, and that's fine. If you want to date who you want to date, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
But don't make it. But for the ones that say, no, I actually want to date who my own. I love my own. Don't make it a problem.
But I think he had a problem because of who was talking to him, who was challenging him. You know what I'm saying? If you was challenging him, he would have been like, you know what, fair enough. And this is exactly what he said.
I'll be
You know
honest
what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
No, because he said, oh, he was straightening hair. I straighten my hair.
And you know what? So that was actually going to be my next point. Is that the reason why I don't feel like the reason why I'm not really for these things, these ways of questioning and stuff like that, is because in every single, and this is why I said it wastes time for me. I think it's a waste of time because every single person will have their own different standards.
Yeah.
So Chris is giving the example of like women wearing weaves and wigs and stuff at protests, for example. People looking at you like your hair's straight. Your hair's silk straight. So another woman who's got hair kinks and curls out is going to look at you like you don't appreciate your natural hair.
So what's your
Because
reason
one
for
can say
straightening
that.
your hair?
Because I like it.
And the girls that wear wigs and weaves, they like it. Do you get me? So, and that's why I say, like, I feel like it can be a waste of time and it can distract. Okay, it can distract from the bigger picture. Because when we start nitpicking these little things, we end up then in conflict, having conversations about how our hair should be, when actually the bigger thing we were here to fight is this subject matter.
100%.
Because again, yeah, you of course you like straightening your hair's laid, and we use a hairdresser soon. However, a woman who's got natural hair, a puff in her natural curls and kinks, how her hair grows off her head, she will look at Christy and she will judge Christy.
Yeah.
In the same way, Christy will look at another woman who's got weave and wig and whatever and pass that judgment along. Do you get what I mean? So that's I'm just like,
So,
what are we doing here?
So Miss R said, so straight wig is a no, but you're straight in your. First off, when I straighten my hair, yeah, I can't believe I have to defend to straighten my hair.
But I'll be honest, you have to though.
No. When I straighten my hair, yeah, I'm sorry, but there's a significant difference in look between a wig and when I straighten my hair and no straight wig. Let's be clear. And also the wig that certain people be wearing, they're drawing from Indian wig, Malaysian, this and that. There's a fundamental difference here. Let's be clear.
True,
Me,
Esther?
the hair that's growing out my head and I'm straightening
Giving
it.
side eyes.
That's fine.
Hey.
That's
hey.
fine.
There's
The
everything
hair
here.
that is growing out my hair and I'm straightening is different from me drawing for a flipping Indian hair wig or Brazilian hair wig. There's a fundamental difference there. And if you want to get at me because I straighten my hair, that's great.
Also, what you can say? Go on,
Sorry, Christy.
Ooh.
You do know that sometimes people think that you maybe have tracks in your hair and da-da-da-da.
No, I get
Because
no,
the texture
is
is similar to like the Indian wigs.
No, but I don't feel like my texture. I don't think my texture. Because if I was to get Indian, we're deep diving now. If I go and get an
Like
Indian hair
Brazilian
now,
wig, all these kind of wigs. Yeah.
all these kind of wigs, it don't match my hair, and that's why it doesn't match my hair. It doesn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't,
doesn't.
to be fair, but
It doesn't.
Your hair is silky straight, which is the look people go for when they get these wigs. I'm on Christy's side. I've got her hairdressers. What's it called? Details. I'm on Christy's side.
Yeah.
But what I think the point I was making is that when we start nitpicking, everyone's got their own thing because a fully natural woman, and I've heard some of them speak. They get on my damn nerves. They will look at Christy and they're passing judgments because they're like, if you really were pro-black. And you're really Queen of Beauty and you're really da-da-da-da, your hair, you should wear your hair in its natural kinks and curls.
I think Esther has taken your sound.
I think you need to quiet. That's what I think, sir. But you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So I thought so that's why I say that when we focus on these things, sometimes we're just having conversations that, like, because for me, again, if I go to a march and Christy's the one leading it, I'm there. But I'm not going to be like, Christy, your hair's silky straight. So why we da-da-da-da-da-da? In the same way, if it was a woman with a wig or weave, I'm not going to say that. In the same way, if it was a man there and he's got mixed race children, I'm not going to say that because for me, it's about the person's actions.
Yeah.
It's about what the person's messaging and stuff like that. Because I've seen people who are fully black, full wife, black children, black wife. Everyone's hair in the household is kinky and curly, but you're a piece of shit, and you don't even care about Black matters. You don't. You don't. We all talk about Kevin Badenoch. Kevin Badenoch's braids are what they are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about no black woman's hair, but they're what they are. She looks like from how when you see her, she's about black business. She's in there doing the devil's work every day. Do you get me? So
And-
for me, that can't be the metric.
And her family reflects.
But that's the thing.
So,
But
let's just say
that
that
cannot be the metric because in the same way, it just can't be the
comment is
metric.
cold.
Naomi said, "There's no difference, please. My hair is curly and natural under my wig." But girl,
What?
there's someone that takes it off.
What?
Okay,
All
that'll
right.
do it.
All right, love. You got it. There's no difference.
All I was gonna say is right. Esther, I 100% agree with you.
Sorry. Then before I see the day, I will agree with Black Rob. Black Rob said this is not the hill to die on, and that's my thing. That's my thing. None of these things, none of these physical things, these things that are changeable.
Yeah.
These things that are changeable is not the hill that I want to die on.
Again,
Well, can't
This is
divorce
what Willie
me,
Lynch
obviously.
wanted.
again, yeah. I agree with you, innit? But I feel like, again, there's degrees.
If we're
but
gonna
also,
equate to creating your own and wearing and putting that on the
I mean, that's
on the
so
same
funny.
the same equivalent,
Yeah.
then I'm obviously I
course
don't
not,
I don't
yeah,
I don't put that I don't put them on the same level.
It definitely
Yeah.
isn't. It's silly.
I don't put that on the
Silly
same level.
comparison.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
of course. But
So I'm not. So
There's no, I don't, they're not the same level at all, but I don't think it's like a struggle Olympics thing. I don't think it's a comparing thing when you're trying to quantify and trying to put things
Yeah.
up in it. So when you're saying that you don't date with yourself, or you don't want your own or whatever, then it's looking in the mirror and it's self issues, isn't it? So if you don't want to present as your own, it's not. Again, I don't think we should be competing talking about whether they're the same thing, but these are issues that people want to address in it. So when you look in the mirror, if you don't want to represent yourself, it's just as important as
precisely.
if you feel like dating and reproducing and stuff, it's just as important for you to want to be yourself, to see yourself, to put outwards images of yourself. I think they're equally as important. I think it's a again, like I said, I don't think I'm trying to compare them, but I think it's a sensible conversation. If that's what's important, it's a sensible conversation. It's a sensible point to make.
Yeah.
But that's why when you said that if it was someone like Christy that approached him, he would have accepted it. I don't think so. Because I feel like if someone points something out to you, unless like a like for like if I'm adultering and adulterer is looking at me telling me I'm doing something bad. Really? Do you get what I mean? But if, for example, I'm doing that, I'm cheating on my husband, and then you, who I don't know, stole sweets when we're kids, I'm like, yeah, but you've stolen before. I just feel like sometimes people have that rebuttal as a distraction because you don't really want to look within to what they said.
Yeah.
So that's why I think even if Christy was the one who said to him, he would have been like, no, because he would have always found something, because again, it's about dealing with what you really need to deal with. That's why I just feel like the comparison, it's very silly.
I didn't.
I get you, but-
He's just me personally. He just wants to date out.
That's it. And sometimes just say that.
Just say that and stay there. That's
Oh my
fine.
gosh, please
If
just
that's-
say that.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
No, but
Love what you love. Love is love.
Obviously, Raheem hasn't caught up in it, right? I don't think he has a problem with. He's the guy.
Anyway.
Cool that.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Oh, TD watcher.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of your Islamism people.
No.
The whole time. I just thought it was some guy like that was like an Instagram clip.
No.
Oh, big over him. What babes? My bad.
He definitely don't mind dating out, but I think his issue was the fact that somebody pointed to him and said,
Not you.
"Not you," because of this. So he's thinking, wait a minute, I could also
No,
point the finger.
Let's
and
be real.
say,
He got triggered by what I said.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah, he got triggered by what I said.
When?
He firstly got triggered by what the
girl said.
said. I was on the show and repeated what the girl said.
Yeah.
And I guess it compounded
Yeah,
the
100%.
trauma.
I'm sorry,
But
Chrissy,
it's
can you
still-
give people that don't know
What
some
happened?
context?
Okay.
Some of us are lost. Some of us was Raheem was a celebrity.
Oh, all right. Basically, yeah. What happened? Basically, there's a gentleman called Raheem. Right?
Okay.
And he was, moving to some girl.
Okay.
They're talking back and forth, seem to be liking each other or whatnot. And then I think she asks, or it comes up
Came up
about
in
his
conversation.
dating
history.
preferences.
Okay.
Thank you, his history.
Yeah.
And he's been like, oh yeah, I've been with, whites. I've been with
United
across the board.
Nations kind of vibe. Yeah.
And then she was like, She basically gave one of those like,
Oh, she just like me, but yeah.
And he's like, but wait, why are you doing that when your hair's like you've got weave
Oh,
on?
Raheem
And
was
so-
embarrassed, man.
So but he's basically saying, why are you questioning my blackness? When
Oh,
me,
because,
myself,
yeah.
as a black
And then
man, I got locks,
I came and
I
said-
got this, I'm a Jamaican, I'm pro-Jamaica, all this sort of stuff.
He didn't pro black women though. Sorry. And then Christy, what did you say?
I made the statement where, personally, if you've been dating in the snow, don't come to me. Don't come to me.
Oh, that's it. I said the same thing.
Yeah, we said that.
That's why. Oh, did you?
And this is why we'll say it's not much
No,
different.
the
Like,
main issue that he had was that Christy was questioning his blackness.
Okay, fair.
Do you understand?
Kind of like the girl who's moving to
Like the
question
girl,
as well.
the girl.
That's
yeah.
So he
what
was
he was
triggered
upset
then?
at.
Yeah, so like you said, he was just triggered. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was insulted.
PTSD. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Fair. Okay, fair.
that's what.
Fair. Big up Raheem. You can, but I think that if you're a man who dates multicultural women, one of the realities you have to look at is that when you meet black women, some black women, they don't like the men who've been around the world and such. So unfortunately, that's one of the things you're gonna have to accept. I think him telling the girl, "Oh, well, you're away," that's all deflecting. She still don't want you either way. Even if she had curly hair, even if she had natural kinky hair, it would still be the same response.
He couldn't even answer the
direct
direct question Brent was asking
Yeah.
him. So
What was the question?
Brent,
I think you're talking about me saying, I'm giving you time to help me. Christy!
what's sorry?
Oh,
What
you can't
question?
remember. You can't remember.
I think you've gone on to say, would you if she had the qualities and stuff, would you go for a black woman? And
Okay.
he couldn't even come out and say yes straight away.
Also, wait, sorry. I'm just deep in. So she said that to him. He said I should go a wig, but isn't that the same wig that he saw on her that went to move to her?
Yeah, but he don't mind. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Fair.
but why? I'm moving to you. Like,
There is another thing though, so for the black men who always like to draw for that argument, and the women that's in their pool are always women that only wear wigs. Never women that wear braids. As a matter of fact, if you go down their Twitter, you will see that back in 2008, 2009, those treacherous times on the internet, a lot of them were cussing girls with braids. But that's just a conversation for another day. Because if your wife showed up to the aisle with braids, some of y'all will probably say, I don't, to the pastor.
that's terrible. But you know
Yeah,
what the
that's
thing
enough
is?
thing.
But I'm
Wait,
glad
before you
mentioned
said that, Manuel,
Yeah.
Nimsy says,
Big
whilst
Nims.
in uni, can he get a pass? Christy.
The Nims did not say that.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
No, you didn't put it up. You didn't put the right one up. That's why.
I did.
No, the one
Oh.
is saying about linking other races.
Sorry. I hope he hasn't deleted it.
Nims, delete it quickly.
Please.
Man, I've made my stance clear. I said, if that's been your dating history
Here we go.
predominantly, if that's been your dating history, don't come to me. Simple.
See, Brent, you're a piece of shit. Because he said, I swear I'm joking. You didn't
Innit?
say that part.
Exactly.
Man stopped at the, can I get a pass, Christy?
You know how people put that little thing at the end? You don't really mean
It's like LOL, you know, they never really mean it.
LOL. Lil.
You're dumb.
The mile.
Mao.
Wait, I didn't. People just stand
Brent, why
for
you
what
do
they
that?
believe in. That's just it, boy.
I think is that Raheem?
Raheem is
Or that
actually,
Nimi?
babe.
Is that Raheem or Nimi?
I'm joking.
That isn't true. You're equal to defend his name.
Yeah,
Said,
I'm
don't you
saying.
dare. He said, wait.
Hey,
There's nobody.
hey,
What about
Brent,
tell you?
you didn't say I was joking though. You left that part out.
Yeah.
Of course.
Selective
Brent is
viewing.
contenting.
I'm just joking, man.
How are you though?
I'm good. How
How's
are you?
Cambridge treating ya?
Hey, I'm cooked, man. I can't lie. Exams, man.
Oh, you got this, man.
You got it exactly, man. Future
Amen,
black
amen.
doctor right
Listen,
Cambridge.
okay. You guys need to come back
I
when you're on
said you're
holiday.
joking, but when you do the maths, you must be surrounded by a hell of snow up there. innit? Sometimes you got to dabble to stay focused.
And then today's way, he doesn't tune into today.
You know you're going
Hey,
through
You got to ask about me, man. Black women only, man. Black girls only. You got to ask about
Yes,
me.
Black
Love that
King.
for you.
Love that.
Nah. Hey, Iman, I'm sorry. I need to apologize because I don't want you to think that I'm some like irresponsible guy that basically on Sunday was supposed to drop the thing on by 7 p.m. right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but there's some event in Cambridge called Sea Sunday. Basically, they just go to that park and drink in it the whole day. So obviously, man was there. Yeah. It freaked me. Obviously, I was there like drinking. Obviously, the girls and that music. Obviously, I got carried away. I'm not on the prize, innit? So that's only when I got back. Yeah, I saw your message in it, so I did it quickly.
Alright, no,
So my bad.
Don't worry.
We know you're not irresponsible. You're
Yeah,
in
man.
Cambridge.
Exactly, man.
Come on, you're in Cambridge. You got this, babes. It's all good.
100%, man.
Sending you love and blessings. Get
Yes,
Yeah,
you've
man.
got this,
Get back
hun.
to your revision, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We want you back on after the first year, man.
Yeah, when you
100%.
guys are done, make sure let us know when you can come back on. Let's catch up.
Now, we'll be there. We'll be there, bro.
All right, my
man.
love. Have a nice day.
Have a blessed one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. I guess we can kind of wrap it up there. But I guess the only thing I was gonna say is, right, and I 100% agree with you, Esther. Like,
Yeah.
there are just certain things that we just need to do instead of just keep talking and having debates and arguing with each other. But I feel like those debates and arguments are necessary at times because it's like I was saying before. Like, if we're going to go out there and have a bucket with a big hole in it, it's pointless.
Yeah.
We have to know the certain things that are going to be weaknesses for us, so that we can go out there and be a productive community.
Yeah.
And when you have a strong black family, you have a strong black community, you have a strong black nation. You know what I'm saying? So
100% a retweet, man. I feel like we definitely need to have conversations, but I think sometimes the issue is when we have too many conversations in one conversation. But all these things need to be addressed because we do need to talk about bleaching. We do need to talk about the need to always to not feel like you can wear your natural hair out. Like all these things need to be talked about.
100%.
man.
Not to go back into it, because there are implications to those things.
Absolutely.
Remember the other day when we had
Absolutely.
that situation on the show we were talking about, where a girl, 16-year-old girl, was it her birthday or something?
Can't remember.
Is it Sweet 16 or something? And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my braids done." And her friends were like, "Why are you getting braids for?"
People said about. Have you seen that, Christy? When people talk about like having braids on your wedding day, and people are like that's not a wedding day hairstyle.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Yeah. This like now, like for me, where is an attitude to the point where if you got a special occasion,
it has to be leave.
It's got to be.
It's crazy.
That's what you have to draw to, and then to the point where now braids is deemed as
Unacceptable for
unacceptable and less than, and that is
and
what I
that's the
take
problem
issue
with
Is
with.
everyone wearing wigs when you went back home?
Yeah, not everyone, obviously. But it's like because it's a land of braids, so you see a mixture. You see women that wear wigs. You see women that don't wear. I mean, with the wigs, I was more concerned. I was thinking, I'm hot. How is you not got wigs on? But yeah, people do literally around the world. But there's weirdly enough, there's people back home as well who may only wear wigs, so you may not see them in braids and stuff like that. But
And to me, that's an issue.
It's an issue because again, it's about European standards. So, and that's a conversation we need to have anyway. It's just tricky when we have these conversations in relation to other things.
Yeah.
And then it's just
And
then
we start comparing.
do you know what I mean? That's the problem. But these conversations need to happen because
Do you
even with
get
the
more
bleaching
examples of
stuff,
just natural hair though?
what over there,
Yeah,
as in you have more examples of natural hair.
yeah.
I would say you see more natural hair, as in like braids and stuff like that. Because even over there, you see what we call like wig cane rows. People talk about you look like Queen Latifah, set it off. The girls are walking around like casually like that. They just have their natural hair braided and that's it. They don't care about the length or anything like that. They just are. Because again, the mindset and stuff over there can be different. Because that's where they're from. Do you get what I mean? I just think it's tricky all around because there's women as well who will be in African countries talking about women who just only wear wigs. It's a global issue. I remember like there was a TikTok of this lady I was watching. I love watching wedding vlogs on TikTok. And this lady had braids for her wedding day. The comments, a lot of them were just like, oh my gosh. Like people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've got braids for you. But she didn't understand it because I think she lives in, I don't think she's Nigerian. I think she's like East African. For her, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people in the comments, obviously, when you on TikTok, you go viral. People were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're wearing braids. Like, not in a bad way. They were complimenting. They were like, oh my gosh, like, this is so nice. I'm going to think about it. Like, they never ever thought that could be a thing.
Yeah.
But for her, sis was just in the comments like, yeah, like, it's no big deal. I wanted to. Like,
Simple.
she didn't even do knotless. She did box braids. So, do you get what I mean? So, it always just depends, man. But
I noticed that with when his fella's grandson, he got married recently. She had natural hair for the like everything. She had natural, but I think she's a natural. Just she wears her hair natural anyway. So she didn't do anything. Obviously, she just obviously looked nice for the day. Obviously, if you see people in the comments, the women specifically in the comments were just like, "Oh look, she wore her hair like her natural hair like that like." It was such a sight to see, and that to me, that's an issue to me.
That is an issue. That is it because again, it's about what it is that people see. But I think also as well, it's an issue. But I feel sad for people. But I also like when people can see that someone's done it, so that it stays with you. I remember when I was younger. I think I was in first year of uni. My cousin Lenata, big up Lenata. She got married, right? Well, her husband and my cousin. So I just thought it was gonna get weird because I was going to call her husband my cousin too. But yeah. And I remember she had a natural hair out. Like she had because she's got beautiful hair. Kids have got beautiful natural hair. But she had a natural hair out. And I remember that was when I actually started, she inspired me to actually start transitioning from relaxed hair to natural hair. Because actually, when it's my wedding day, I want to have my natural hair out. Because it was just, she looked so beautiful. And I was like, actually, and honestly, that's when I started, I said I wasn't going to relax my hair anymore. Because I was like, yeah, when it comes to my wedding day, like, I want to actually be able to style my natural hair and da-da-da-da. Yeah. So sometimes it's sad what people can see around them and stuff, but I always like it because then it kind of, you never know who inspires. Do you get what I mean? That makes them think, you know, I might kind of do this in the future. Do we have a call?
Yeah, we have a call.
Morning.
Hi. Yeah, my name is Sandra. Morning.
Morning, hon. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good,
I just wanted to add into the conversation we're having.
Of course, babe.
So personally, I think that if I saw two people, one person wearing a wig that mimics like our natural hair, like the afro, the coily, and then I saw another person wearing a silk press that make a European texture.
Yeah.
I'm more inclined to want to side with the person wearing the afro wig because I feel like it's just a visual representation of blackness and what it is to be black.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not to say that you're not black because you wear your... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I personally think that it diminishes your blackness to wear your hair in a silk press because the idea with wig is it doesn't really destroy your hair, but it's a way of representing who you are. And people want to wear their hair in a straight style, and that's fine. That's their lifestyle. And people want to wear silk press. That's their lifestyle too. But I think that I don't wear wigs, and I don't straighten my hair. I wear my hair in, well, I wouldn't say in this afro texture, but I do put like gels and stuff in that. But I try to wear it in a oily state. But yeah, that's just my take on it, really. Yeah.
Are you, when you say silk press, are you thinking of silk presses like natural hair silk press, or are you talking about weaves and wigs?
No, when I say silk press, I mean you go into the salon, you get your hair, you get it blow dried, and you get it straightened by a hair straightener.
Okay.
Because what is happening, you're damaging the texture of your hair.
Okay.
Eventually, you're going to lose your texture. What God created, what God gave you, you're going to lose it. So, to me, I just think that it's just another level of... Personally, this is just me. I just think it's just another level of self-hate. I'm going to be real with you.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Do you feel like... I hear you, obviously. I definitely don't want to try and change your position. But could it more so be maybe ease rather than... Because if it's self-hate, right, it kind of implies that you're not necessarily doing it on purpose, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an insecurity that you don't even know you have.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're saying with a silk press, you're damaging your hair, and then essentially you're damaging that thing which is natural to you, which is tied to your blackness, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but what if it's not? Because I guess obviously I don't have long hair like you guys, innit? But I've always kind of understood that your hair is always going to be damaged at points. This is why you guys try and maintain it. You trim it, you do this, that, and the third. Why can't that be also just part of the process? You know what I'm saying?
She's saying that is me doing this is affecting my...
No, it's not you.
No, you girl. She's talking generally.
No.
You're doing a break.
So you hit yourself?
No. Because she said is a specific thing. So me that does it.
Yeah.
She's saying that it is. I'm gonna alter my curls, and there's an argument to me that that happens.
Okay.
It hasn't happened with my hair.
Okay.
My hair, my curls are still the same.
We don't believe you. You need
Yeah, that's fine.
I've never seen you with your hair out like that.
Yeah, okay.
Next time you come in,
She said you never will, bitch.
That's fine. Anytime I sweat out my hair, you see the curls, so it's not a thing.
Yeah, I think
So So I get that I get that she's saying that. So she obviously she's questioning my thing, which is fair enough.
Yeah, she said you hit yourself.
Yeah, she says.
Do you know what it is? I feel like when it comes to the hair health, Sandra, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
good.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to the health of our hair, that's just more to do with, that's more factors, I think, because you can also have your natural hair out, and if you don't hydrate it, you don't wash it properly, all that kind of stuff, your natural hair can get damaged as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like hair can be damaged, even like with wigs and stuff. I know we do the whole protective styling stuff, but Ebony told us here that that's thank you very much, Mark. That can be nonsense. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like with the health of it, but again, I do get that, because I think that's why I said there's a conversation to be had. Because if you are somebody who you will never be caught dead with your natural hair ever, for me that does speak to self-hate. But not self-hate where I judge you unless you start cussing other people that don't, like, that have the natural hair out. That's why I don't like everything anyway. But if that's the case, I do think there's a conversation to be had here about what you think beautiful is. Do you know what I mean? Like, why does beautiful always have to look a certain way to you? Like, why is beautiful only beautiful when you got wigs and weaves and stuff? That conversation needs to be had, and that to me does speak to self-hate. But again, this is why I say that with these conversations, everyone's got their own personal thing depending on what it is that they do and stuff like that. Because someone else will listen to Sandra and be like, yes, she has a natural hair out, but girl, you use gels. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there's always going to be something that someone's going to bring up.
Yeah, like for me, I use. Sorry,
no, go on.
Yeah, for me, I use Olaplex on my hair. Some people are going to say it's not being natural, I'm adding stuff to my hair.
Yeah.
But I think by representation, you know, like if a young girl is looking at the screen now and looking at the screen and they see someone wearing a wig that's an afro, and then they see someone wearing a silk press, immediately how would they feel? Like, I'm just thinking like they're going to gravitate to the person with the wig. They're like, wow, that's my hair. Even if that hair isn't real, it's just a physical representation of blackness, you know. But that's not to say be yourself, but my personal view. And I used to be the girl that straightened my hair. I used to be one that got the silk press, but over time I saw my hair was getting damaged. You know, I had the curl at the root and then the straight at the bottom, and over time I decided that no, I'm going to, but this is a personal thing as well. It's not like I'm saying, you know, everyone has to do it, but I decided that I wanted to love myself and embrace my blackness, you know.
Do you know what? That is a point though, because I've got a younger sister. I've got younger sisters anyway, but in terms of like my younger sister, and then also my niece, and it was very, very important for me. Like I speak life to them. I'm very, very big on them loving themselves. I'm very big on like them being raised with like so much confidence. I'm very big on them understanding their blackness and loving their beautiful black selves. Like I'm very big on that. So when it comes to like even my hair, like I was very aware that I don't want to be wearing wigs and stuff all the time. I mean, I don't like wearing wigs and I feel like a fraud, personally. I feel like I'm most beautiful when I've got braids and stuff. Like this is my look. When God made braids, he thought of me. That's how I feel. So for me, I was very, very intentional about like going out, like them see me going out without makeup, them see me going out with my natural hair, them see, like, again, because I wanted to impart that on them. And I know like my sister-in-law, she's the same way. So my niece sees natural hair and she thinks it's absolutely beautiful. She's got very gorgeous hair. That was very, very important for me. So I feel like that's a big point that Sandra's brought up, because unfortunately a lot of girls will then grow up and when you ask them what birthday hairstyle they want something that's similar to a wig or tracks or this or whatever. So I do, and that's why I say that conversation needs to be had, because like Christy brought up earlier, it's about what the younger generation are also seeing. Because unfortunately, I'm seeing girls going to school, like you lot, or pick and drop in my days, child. I'm seeing these lots going to school with bundles, as in inches.
Yeah, and
it's wild to me. You're 14.
To speak to Sandra's point, because she makes an emphasis to say wearing a wig that looks like curly hair.
Yeah.
And no shade, but how many of that's not the status quo. I'm sorry, Sandra.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like because she keeps on using that as the juxtaposition to stand with someone who's a silk press person. But more time than not, I'm gonna see a bust down and bundles before I see the curly haired wig.
And I think that she would say that
is true.
I think she again, obviously Sandra can confirm it, but I think she would say the long hair, what's it called, bust down bundles, right? she would put that underneath all of that, though. You know what I'm saying? She's only comparing the natural hair silk press because it's kind of high up.
And I get that, but I feel like the lay of the land now, the lay of the land now is bust downs.
Yes, bust downs.
Sorry.
And
And bust downs is up there, because that's you.
That's the lay of the land
Mini
now.
budget, black.
I would, it's the less of the evils, isn't it? If we're seeing bust downs and the silk press, obviously I'm going to say the silk press because, you know, it's closer to who we are. But if it's a wig that is an afro hair and a silk press, I'm going to stick with the wig that's an afro press because it's just the physical representation of who we are. Because when we don't have the hair straighteners, when we go out in the rain, our hair is our hair. And I think it's just, let's just value who we are, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think everyone would agree with you
After
on
the
that
girl,
one.
guys.
For real.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, my love.
Bye.
It's a Yankasa. What was that? Ghanaian word? Is that like... No, there's a song. Anyway, whatever. Gatekeeping to what we can and can't do, can and can't wear, arguing amongst ourselves about foolishness when we have way bigger fish to fry. Let's get off the runway first and up in the air. What runway? ID says, I think the hair conversation is definitely more important than it's given credit for because it ties into health, business, self-esteem, etc. All of which are important to consider reprogression. That is true as well.
I agree with that.
All this conversation needs to be had.
Yeah.
I just think if we're talking about, Black Lives Matter and you're telling me I'm wearing a wig, you can F right off. That's what you can do.
I can understand both points.
Yeah.
Well, fine for Black Lives Matter. Oh, the two comments and the thing.
Yeah, no, I get.
Yeah, absolutely. Both comments make sense.
I get both points.
Yeah.
In that, and the thing with, I feel like when people draw for examples, I feel like they always draw for the negative example. So like they'll be like, not US. I'm just saying generally, you'll be like, oh yeah, but there are black people out here just and they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Why is that the go-to? Because it's like we're trying to rebuttal. Like, why are we trying to fight that? Oh, to like give a caveat, like, oh yeah, but even if you do date inside your race, oh, but they can be anti-black. There's always that negative caveat, and I'm just like,
but how do you have that conversation with a positive though? Like, how do you have that conversation with a positive?
No, but I feel like it's always to be in defense of because
what's happening?
What's happening?
Okay, I get you.
That has to be the go-to. So you got to find. Oh
Like
yeah,
another extreme example kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's anti. There's black families that's anti-black. Okay.
Yeah, man. I just think
It's good to make the argument, though, isn't it? Because it's like you would question someone's blackness and essentially saying that what they're doing is wrong, or not like that, but just saying like this is bad. They're gonna turn around and tell you, but so like just because that's all black doesn't make it good. You know what I'm trying to say? There's got to be different ends of the spectrum, different sides of the aisle to make the argument, innit? So that's why there's certain time the standards that we're holding for each other. That's what I'm trying to say. So putting a man down because he dates out of his race or whatever, that doesn't mean you're going to champion a man just because he dates black, because there's whatless men that are running around doing whatless things that only date within their race. And that's not this is not the criteria. So that you get what I'm trying to say? I think they're saying it to point out that there's more important things than the things that you're pointing out as negatives. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's more important things that I'm doing that outweigh the things that you're saying that are negative.
Yeah, but
man ain't trivializing them, but
I also champion generational wealth. I champion buying black. I champion those things. I'm not just saying just go marry black just for the sake of marrying black. I'm saying at the core that should be a foundation. That should be your foundation. I think if you believe all those things and you believe in generational wealth, you believe in pouring into your community, you also believe in, if you're fighting in injustice, all them things, I don't understand why charity being is at home. So I'm starting from home. And that's I'm just saying that's my baseline. And you do all those things. Let's be clear. Hence why I support the new black. I won't go and put my hat in any other place. I'm supporting my people. Yeah. So I think people like to be obtuse when I'm saying certain things, like because I think Izzy made a comment like, oh, that would be a red flag, but other things are not seen as red flags. No, let's be clear. I'm not saying you need to be in a black relationship and it be full of abuse and it's crap. I'm not saying that. Let's as you love to say, let's be critical thinking here. I'm not saying that. There are 100% other red flags to look for, even if you are gonna date. If you're dating within your race, of course, that's silly.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what we doing here? But if I'm championing me and I want to be with a black man, and I personally, that's just me. That's how I see it. At the end of the day, everyone live their life, innit? If you want to date outside your race, my only thing is don't come and talk about, oh, you're having now some conflict with me and you're trying to go back and forth with me. Stay there, please. Stand on it. I'm just saying, stand on it. That's fine. Do what you're doing. But I'm just saying that I think if we're going to progress as we're going to progress as a community, I think there's certain things that we should be doing.
Right.
Other communities ain't having these conversations. They're not having these conversations because they start. It literally starts from the very beginning. That's why they're not having these conversations, because to them it's a given.
Oh yeah. I just think you're the truth.
I absolutely love it.
Because you're so militant with it. Because I feel like I agree with what you're saying, yeah? I just think you're just so hardcore. It's like, you can have a friend that's got a in a relationship, and he can come to you for a relationship advice. If.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
If his partner's black. You know what I'm
Imagine
saying?
she's mid-advice and she finds out the guys and she's like,
Yeah, because she's saying, wait, what? Don't come to me with your... I don't even care about your relationship problems. And I'm saying, that's crazy. Like...
Question, Christy. If Mark's come to you for advice, what would you tell him?
About what?
The example he
Well,
just
he was-
gave.
If he's dating out.
Yeah, I'm having some problem with some white love, and I want to come and...
white love, you ain't me
and
sick.
I just want to come and get some advice from you.
But he's just coming to get advice.
No, would you give
The
him the
reason why
advice,
I'm
Chrissy?
asking that question is only recently did she find out,
Okay.
and she was like, I'm never coming to the studio again.
Wait,
Are you
what?
believing this
No, you
guy?
say that again, I missed it.
Are you believing this guy?
She said, I'm never coming to the studio
Are you
again.
believing this guy?
What you want?
The thing is, people will be like, I'm militant. I'm not even militant, as Bren has pointed out so many times. I think I'm even. If you're saying
no for one, she be conflicted because she loves you so much.
no, but again,
I didn't mind muting for a second. I didn't see the see. Do you
no,
know see?
no, again.
I'll say about my son.
I said no, Bren.
Oh.
Not Bren, don't do this, because I then also said to Bren,
There was silence on the phone. I was like, Christy, she's like,
Are you there?
no, because I had an assumption, so that's why I was silent. I had an assumption of who. That's why. So all the assumption I had all this time was obviously wrong. That's why. Also, I also made the point that when what's his name was called up on Friday, and I said Blakeney said to Brent, when he called up on Friday, he was doing this whole like thingy. Marks don't do that. The Marks don't do that. Marks is standing where he's standing. So what is there to argue about? No, but I can't. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you,
I do be standing where I'm standing.
because I've been here how many times? Marks knows my stance. Has that swayed Marks in any way? Marks still wants to do the United Nations and United Colour the Benetton. He still wants to do it. So clearly, it don't matter what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I'm open to love different races.
Yeah.
I'm dating black women. But that doesn't mean that I can't find women of other races attractive. Or I wouldn't like sleep with a woman from another race. That's all.
Well, that's a great place to.
And I reserve my right to fuck whoever I want.
I think we kind of got that gist.
Wait, I said to Brent on the phone, me, I'm not here to be change your mind. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm for who's. I said that I'm happy in my echo chamber. You know, I live there peacefully. I said it. I live there peacefully. You can't shift me. You can't tell me nothing. I love it here. So I'm not here to change anybody's mind. If how you view it is, that's how you view it. Me personally, I don't know how we're gonna get to a certain place with certain things that we're doing. I don't know, but me, that's I don't know how else I can put it. I don't know what to tell you, boy.
Let's end it right there. You know.
It's been great.
And yeah, Black Power, man.
Trust me, man. Listen, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, there's a link for you to invest in the new Black.
Yeah, man.
It's pinned to the top.
Okay.
If you want more of these conversations.
All right. More conversations. And you really are pro-Black. Well,
Oh, man.
put your money where your mouth is. Let's get to the next headline.
I thought...
Met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lala sent it to me.
He
compiled
doesn't even care about that. I was thinking, I saw someone post something earlier and I was like, I swear to God, the Met Gala was going on. Because usually when the Met Gala is going on, everybody just cares about the outfits. But no one don't care about that. They just care
because
about,
Joe Rivers died.
they just want to see what Drake and Kendrick were.
You know Jane died.
Yeah, from...
I think it's...
Yeah.
She's been dead.
Yeah, but you said it almost like it just happened. So I was thinking,
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
like events fashion,
then.
no one really cares since Joan Rivers died because Sis would be cooking everybody. Legend.
All right, guys. So our next headline takes us to Israel. Israel has rejected a ceasefire proposal accepted by Hamas and announced that it is pushing ahead. Yeah, they rejected it and announced that it's because I remember yesterday I was minding my business
As you do.
and I got the breaking news
Oh, yeah.
notification. Hamas has accepted the thingy. The
You're thinking
ceasefire.
this is done then?
Thinking finally. Next notification, breaking news. Netanyahu says we're not accepting the deal. I said, what's going on here? This guy really just wants to kill and stay in power.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about. To be
No,
fair.
not at all.
The Israeli military said it was conducting targeted strikes against Hamas in the east of the city, which is the group's final stronghold in Gaza. Hamas has said that its chief, Ismail Haniyeh, has informed Qatari and Egyptian mediators that the group had accepted their proposal for a ceasefire, but the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said the truce proposal falls short of its demands. Thousands of Israelis protested outside around the country, calling for an immediate agreement. In Jerusalem, around 100 marched towards Mr. Netanyahu's home with a banner reading, "The blood is on your hands." So even the Israelis have had enough, man. Next headline takes us to Russia, where Russia have threatened to strike British military facilities and ordered its military to hold battlefield nuclear weapons drills in a move that the Kremlin described as a response to comments from the French President, Emmanuel Macron, on Western troops fighting in Ukraine and from the British Foreign Secretary, David Cameron, on using British-supplied weapons against Russia. The Russian Defense Ministry said in a statement that troops from the Southern Military District would practice the issues of preparation and use of non-strategic nuclear weapons in response to provocative statements and threats by certain Western officials against the Russian Federation. It said that the remarks made the UK de facto party to the conflict. The statement came after a Ukrainian strike on Iskander short-range ballistic missile systems stationed in the annexed Crimean Peninsula. And our last headline, trigger warning on this one, guys. Some sad news that happened in Mexico. 3 tourists were found dead in Mexico. They were shot in the head after their bodies... They were shot in the head and their bodies were then dumped in a well. This is what the authorities have confirmed. Officials believe that the men were attacked trying to stop the theft of their pickup truck. Australian brothers Jake and Callum Robinson, who was 30 and 33, and their American friend Jack Carter Rode, who was 30, disappeared on the 27th of April while on a surfing trip. Relatives of the 3 men identified their bodies on Sunday after traveling to Mexico to assist authorities. Their bodies were found in a 4-meter deep well about 6 kilometers from the site of the attack in the town of Santo Tomas on Friday. Sad news, man. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay them bills.
Wonderful. Let's get somewhere on the road.
Let me just read out the results of the poll. The question was, what if any invalidates your blackness? 78% say if you're black, you're black. 11% say interracial relationships / marriage. And 9% say weaves, bleaching, and changes to appearance. So, resoundingly, our community says if you're black, you're black. Love it here.
I'm going to be very real with you guys. I barely have anything today. I'm very discombobulated today. So I'm just going to talk about these things very quickly. But Flo, I don't know if you remember a while ago when I talked about Ari Lennox going on supporting Rod Wave's concert opening and whatnot, and people were booing her and throwing things at her and whatnot. Mm-hmm. What happened to Flo Milli? She was supporting Gunna, and people then were throwing stuff at her and whatnot. Yeah, obviously, which is horrible. I just don't know. Don't you guys treat that as your toilet break? Just go to toilet. When I go to concerts, I mean, this is why I go every time I go, because I'm there to see the person I paid to see, respectfully. But if I don't like whoever's on there, like whoever's set is going or whatever, that's my drink break, that's my toilet break, that's my go and check my lip gloss time, or I just sit down. Do you get what I mean? Throwing things at people is wild. But anyway, they were throwing things at Flo Milli at Gunna's show and whatnot. And yeah, but what was nice, the reason why I'm talking about it was because Gunna actually tweets, like basically showed up like public respect, I guess. Publicly acknowledged it because he tweeted and said how no disrespect towards her will be tolerated, and basically just sent her love, which I thought was really sweet. And Ari Lennox did the same thing because obviously it happened to her, but she talked about how the saddest thing about her situation was that Rod Wave never addressed it with her, not privately, not publicly, nothing. Like he knew his fans did that and whatnot, and just didn't even check in on her and see she's okay. But I thought that was sad. Also, the internet's going crazy. So Tom Brady had a roast, and Kim K was booed on the stage, and Kevin Hart had to be asking people to stop booing her. What has Kim K done? I don't know, maybe I missed it in the last week or so, but I don't know why they booed her. But she ended up, they clapped for her. She got applause when she got there. She even said thank you. And the next thing, the boos started going, and then Kevin Hart was like, whoa, 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 but he's like, don't do that. But then she obviously made jokes of it, and then she went on to roast Tom and whatnot.
She's good, man.
I don't know what Kim did. The time for you guys to have booed her was when she was calling when she called box braids Kardashian braids. That was time's gone. I don't know
She
what
was
she done.
sucking.
All right. Well, people like that. People liked that. They were cheering her. And then also talking about the Met Gala, Iman. I just thought this was funny. But Iman Shumpert, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And he was married to Teyana Taylor. They're going for a divorce at the moment and blah blah blah. And he basically tweeted, and I thought it was so funny. Like if you wanna love on your ex, just do it, man. But he tweeted saying, "Yeah, you ate, but I ain't telling you shit." I'll be real with you, he's just like me. He's just like me, honey. And then someone said, "Keep it 100," and he said, "LOL, it was a cute way to say she killed it, but people don't laugh enough in life." But she did look really, really good. And to be fair, the looks, I don't know, no one really cares about these things anymore. Like red carpet looks are not really. Yeah, I don't know what it is. That culture is. I think people just have enough on their plate.
No, people care. It's just because Kendrick and Drake's beefing.
They need to stop that. I'm bored of that now. Like it's just boring now. I need the next beef. I mean, Wizkid and Davido were beefing while I was away. That was funny. And there was a club I was meant to go to. I ended up not going, but Burna Boy was in there. I said, "Oh, look at that." You know, it's differences in people's lives. But that's what I have for you today. When tomorrow, when I set my alarm to wake up, you know, I woke up thinking I was in Lagos. I promise you. I was just discombobulated. I was like, why does my room look like this? But anyways, yeah, but that's what's happening on the streets. Do you want to share the Met looks, Brent?
Yes, please. Because Lala took her time.
Big up Lala for that.
Yeah, get them
What a babe.
plated.
Alex Brown. So
And
nice.
go and follow her Instagram if you can see it.
Is that Lala's page?
How can I see this? What's wrong with
Is that Lala's page?
Hold up.
Kim's waist is missing there. The waist is not there at all. Katy Perry looked good.
Oh, there we go.
So I think that the theme was not Garden of Wisdom, that's a brand. Garden of Time, something like that. Garden of Time.
That was the theme.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I feel like anytime they do a theme, I can never gauge what the theme
Yeah,
is.
you can never gauge what it is, yeah. That was the theme. Who's that?
Sneaky, no?
I can't see you anyway, to be fair. I haven't got my glasses today.
Is that Nikki?
It's been blurry. I can't tell who that is.
I can't.
What, because you got full fringe?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that
I
is.
think it's Nikki.
You think so? Let me go. That's Kim. She's got a little cardigan thing, but when she takes that off, her waist was near enough gone, child.
Yeah, that was Nikki actually.
That was Nikki?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. She looks good. That's like her pink Barbie days. Oh, Lala looked good. But Lala's silly because she actually had a rose bag, which would have been perfect, which is very on theme. And she gave it to security. I don't know why she did that. The bag was really cute. It was a cute little
No, I
rose.
think I saw it. Yeah.
There we go.
I said, girl, that's the theme. But she was hosting as well, which was really. I saw people have been complimenting her because Bad Bunny, you know, he's Spanish, the one that's throwing his phone at people. But him, she was kind of going between English and Spanish so that he could understand what like the questions, and she made it like very relatable for the audience. So interpreting what he was saying, all that kind of stuff. So big up Lala, man.
She champions the Afro Latinas.
She sure does. Oh, that's the looks.
Oops.
I think it's just the free, Brent.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, you're not pressing the right arrow on the thing. On the actual post next to
There
them.
we
Yeah,
go.
that one. Right, that is. I don't. That's not giving garden, except that it's giving Easter Sunday. She never dresses on theme. To be
Who's
fair.
this?
She's the model. I can't remember her name now.
All right then. Lewis.
Lewis, yeah. I thought that was Bad Bunny. Taraji looks nice, but I'm really annoyed about the mesh situation on there, on that dress. Could have matched that a little better. Who's that?
Oh, sure.
And that Tariq.
I thought that was thingy. Tay Diggs. My bad.
Tariq from Black
Okay. You're so... First, they're very different skin colours. For one.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, Doja is being Doja. I don't know what kind of garden that... Well, it's a garden. So. Next. What are you going to say?
It's an Eden.
Well, there's something. I don't think she was Eve. In the garden, maybe that is the theme she's going for, but she's not representing Eve.
Is
Or
there a
Adam.
breast thing out of door in this?
There's one more person. Yeah, it is. She's covering one, yeah. It's mesh, you can see through it. Is that Nas X? Because you know he loves the red.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Queen Latifah. That's one with a good silk press, honey. I don't know who that is. Is that Kiki?
Kiki.
Oh, she looks good. Oh, Ariana Grande. Oh. I see this one everywhere. I don't know his name. That's Tina Knowles' husband. Well, ex-husband now. Yeah, Cardi. I love it. It's a good time when you see Cardi, but I don't know what that look is.
So does she just wear this to take the picture and then she comes out of it?
Yeah, so sometimes people's outfits do that
Okay.
because you're such a nuisance if you're going in there with that.
Yeah.
But you can probably unclip the bottom, to be fair. Yeah, the Smith kids. Sometimes people, I just don't know with the themes. But to be fair though, I don't like themed things. It's such an inconvenience in my life. So if I wasn't gonna go with a theme, I probably would be one of these people that's just I'm gonna look nice and show up. But then they pay for their seats though, so why would you?
Yeah, I think some of them just do that though.
But I think also some people want a shock factor, where they intentionally go out of the theme, just to kind of get some kind of I don't know some form of buzz or something. Oh, that's the lady from Office. Okay.
Ain't that the one the brother pretending to be black in the university application?
Gosh, that's just bad. Jayla looks nice. It's given your third outfit at your reception at your wedding party day. Let's love that for her. Zendaya, she looked good. She looks good. That looks like it's themed. It's like on theme. Who's that?
Kelly.
Osborne.
Ain't that Trisha?
No, that's Gayle King.
Do you know what?
That's Gayle King.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Look
it
at
was
you.
Kelly.
Who's Kelly? What Kelly were you talking about?
Roland.
You must be an egg if you ever think that's Kelly Rowland. That's so insulting.
That is.
Is it?
Kelly Rowland.
Are you
Chocolatey,
okay?
beautiful Kelly Rowland.
Doesn't this remind you of Kelly Rowland?
Who doesn't?
Can you see
That's
it?
a bad tan. No,
No.
it doesn't.
Serious?
No, absolutely.
Kelly
not.
Rowland is not that skin color for one. You ain't seen Kelly in a long time. Kelly's beautiful.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I would say then kudos to Gayle King then.
For what?
Because this woman's beautiful.
Yeah, girl's cute. The girl's pretty. Yeah, she's lovely.
Cool. Well,
Is that it?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, that's really it now. Because I don't know who the hell that is. And that's giving 101 Dalmatians. I don't know what sis thought she was going. Yep, there's Lil Nas X.
oh, so the other one wasn't Lil Nas X.
It wasn't.
And
Who
then
was
again,
that?
it maybe, and he had two looks.
Maybe.
Him. Could see it was him.
Is it? Oh, it was obvious.
It was obvious to me. It was
Who
him.
was it?
I don't know who it is.
I don't know if it was obvious, to be honest.
It didn't look like him.
Yeah, but I can't
That
see
looks
far.
like him.
So I'm just going.
That's because he doesn't have a hat on.
Is that Nicole
The other
Kidman?
person does not look like him. He's just a black man. He's just racist now.
Let's sort this out.
That's Lil Nas X.
Go back.
That guy.
Yeah, no, go back, please. Yeah.
That does not look like Little Nas
Oh,
X.
that's
This could pass as
That
Lil
looks
Nas
like
X.
my man from Top Boy, Michael Wood.
Yeah, it looks like Michael
It's
Wood.
not. It's not. But he's a
That
model.
doesn't look like Michael Ward.
It looks more like Michael Wood than
That
Little
dude is
Nas X.
mad tall.
I thought that when I was looking at him.
Michael Ward?
Yeah.
What?
I thought it was Michael Wood. I can't lie.
First of all, it's
No,
not
don't
Michael
do
Wood.
that.
That's a
Don't do
model.
that.
He's a
Remember,
model.
you're close. I could see a small picture. Like, but what I'm trying to say is that's definitely not Little Nas X. I didn't need to confirm or deny
That
it
could
with
pass
you.
as Lil Nas X.
Apparently
Why?
the-
Because he's
Oh,
red.
the other one was Wisdom. I thought so. Yeah, he's a TikToker.
Oh, okay.
Michael
They got
Ward?
money though.
I thought it
Do
was
you know how much you
Michael
have to pay to go to Met Gala?
Nah, bro.
Was that for him?
All right, let's
Oh,
go
it's
back.
Garden of Time. What did I call it? Oh, no, I just said. Yeah, he's a TikToker. I've seen him on TikTok.
Yeah, that is not Lil Nas X. Come on.
He even looks like what's his name there? What's that?
Look at Lil
Rema.
Nas X. There's not even.
Yeah, he does look like a bit like Rema, actually.
You're doing the all black people look the same thing.
Is that Mariah?
Madonna. I mean, Kylie.
She said
Is it Chrissy Teigen?
Is that Kylie?
That's
Madonna?
Madonna.
Chrissy Teigen. Where your glasses? Where your
Where's my
glasses?
suitcase?
That ain't Madonna. That ain't Madonna, is it?
That's Madonna. She been heavy on them fillers and all sorts, boy.
Whew.
Tiana Taylor. That's why her ex was out here tweeting. She looks good.
Is that a wig?
No, that was
Yes.
Kylie Minogue, love.
He said he's like,
Before.
That was Kylie Minogue.
That's what I said, Kylie.
No, it's always in Madonna.
I thought you meant Kylie Jenner.
No, I said
My
Kylie
bad.
Minogue, you madman.
Oh no, you didn't say Minogue. You said Kylie.
I thought Kylie Minogue. That's what it looked like. That's what I thought it was.
When you said Kylie, you didn't say Kylie Minogue.
Okay, sorry.
So when you say Kylie, I think Jenner. Different generations, babes.
Yeah, if I say Kylie is the one and only, everybody knows.
I thought that ain't Miss Jenner. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Tiana,
Teyana
looks
looks nice.
Who's that? Oh, Danielle.
She's an actress. No, that's not Danielle.
Lizzo.
Danielle Brooks.
No, it's not Danielle.
Oh, my bad.
I can't remember. her
No,
name.
Lizzo is there though, but she's wearing something else. I don't think she would go, considering all things she's got going on, but alas.
all right.
That's it. But thank you so much, Lala. That was very, very kind of you. Thank you, babes. You know my eyes would have covered it. Thank you, babes. All right. Should we get into our next two headlines, please?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, no, wait.
How about put the camera
Yeah,
on?
okay.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from economics.
It's
point
not
of
that
view.
funny, Brent. Are you still laughing?
You know what Mark is laughing at?
Yes.
100%.
So
100%.
silly. You're such a problem.
I think I missed it.
You don't worry.
Big what? Oh, I thought you said big up something. I think you what?
No, no.
Big up your foolishness.
All right, so the first thing I want to talk about briefly is just, I guess, to remind you guys about the strikes that's happening today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. So today, C2C, Great Anglia, Great Northern, Thameslink, Southeastern, Southern, Gatwick Express, Southwestern Railway, and Island Line, they're all going to be striking today, yeah? So please plan your journeys, guys. Wednesday as well, Avanti West Coast, Chiltern Railways, Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Great Western Railway and West Midlands trains. And on Thursday, LNER Northern trains and Transpennine Express. They're going to be striking as well. Next thing I wanted to mention briefly is, what's her name? Rachel Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
She's the Shadow Chancellor at the moment, right? She's basically going to give a speech today that's looking to attack the Tories, man. She's basically accusing the government of gaslighting the public about the state of the economy. Basically says a lot of stuff that Sunak and the man are talking about ain't really facts. They're not giving the full story. So I don't know all the information yet that she's going to be talking about, but once I do, obviously, once it happens, I guess, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But pretty much, she's just going to kind of talk about stuff to do with the economy, like I was saying, the base rate of that the Bank of England's setting. They're also going to be sitting down on Thursday to talk about it. Many analysts are basically saying they're expecting it to remain at 5.25%, which is another reason why, like I mentioned last week, many people believe that it's linked to why the mortgage rates have increased now. Remember at the start of the year, they were slowly going down. Now, because the Bank of England have held at 5.25, of course they're not increasing it, but still holding at 5.25, gives the impression that they're kind of worried about something. They're still not sure. And so a lot of mortgage lenders have decided to increase their mortgage rates slightly. So it's not looking too good for people who want to buy properties. And also, basically. Next thing I wanted to mention is there's a new law proposed by the government that is to make it a legal requirement for all bars and restaurants, offices and shopping centres to have single-sex toilets. So now that's a law. If you go to one of these places, they can't have the whole self-contained toilets for both sexes. They can have that in addition to, but they can't have it solely. So when you go to like a bar, restaurant, office, shopping centres, they have to be single-sex toilets.
Oh, that's good.
From now on.
Yeah. Once this law, I guess.
So what about
comes
the
into
ones who,
effect.
like now, for instance, when I'm at work,
You got to change it. So
it's
what's
for
next?
everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna change it. They're gonna have to change it. So yeah, I'm not too sure when it comes into play, but basically that's what's gonna happen.
But are they letting the man them in the girls' toilets though?
No, you're not allowed.
Hmm?
So, nope.
It's a single sex toilet.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
What do you mean? So don't do that.
Into what?
Don't
What
do
did I
it.
do? Go on.
Don't do
You're
it.
bad. What did I do?
I'm just saying. So are they even?
Everyone, your gender goes in the toilet.
What about what you identify as?
Your gender goes in the toilet. I think it's probably a biological gender type of vibe, not identities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then they would make it a free for all with the toilets.
And it's the Tories that are doing this. You know, the Tories they don't subscribe to any of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're like,
You did-
you're
yeah.
biological. You know what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some other places are kind of exempt from this proposed legislation. Care homes, hotels, schools, sales and custodial facilities and buildings used for early years provision as well. They're all going to be exempt from this. And the law would affect England only. And it applies to new buildings as well as existing premises as well.
Is it unisex toilets in schools now?
Maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, but either way, they're going to have to maybe change it, I guess, if they fall under that category. But yeah. So new buildings and existing premises that undergo a material change of use. So that's basically what is going to be happening. Next thing I wanted to mention, was the last thing I wanted to mention, is about China, man. So apparently, this is some kind of somewhat breaking news happened this morning, or at least the information was released this morning. The Chinese state has hacked the MOD, the Ministry of Defense in this country, man. Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, yeah, China's foreign ministry said, and let me quote, they said it firmly opposes and fights all forms of cyber attacks and rejects the use of this issue politically to smear other countries. So they're pretty much denying it and whatnot. But yeah, the government didn't want to name the country that's been involved, but everybody pretty much understands that it is China. The Chinese state is being accused of 2 or 3 attempts at hacking Ministry of Defense employees, including the personnel. And the cyber attack was on the payroll system. So, with the current service personnel and some of the veterans as well. So long story short, basically the names, the bank details, all that sort of stuff has been exposed. Yeah. It doesn't. This article makes a point to basically say all salaries are going to be paid this month. Nothing's going to change in that regard. But just in terms of your information and the fact that it should have been, really secure, especially when it's the Ministry of Defense, it's all been exposed, man. Unfortunately, it's crazy. Yeah. Tobias Elwood, who's the Tory MP, who is a Tory MP and a former soldier as well, he basically was speaking to Sky News and he said that China was probably looking at the financially vulnerable with a view that they may be coerced in exchange for cash. This is what he's going to have to say, man. The Defense Secretary, Grant Shapps, as well, he's going to be making a statement at the Commons today. So once I find out, I'll let you guys know tomorrow, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Alrighty, what is next, y'all? More headlines?
Putting the videos on.
Yeah, the campaign video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into that then.
All right, so Brent. Obviously, this weekend on Sunday, guys,
Big things.
you know what I mean? We released the campaign video, and I guess we just wanted to debut it for all of our loyal TDA community as well, especially those who haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? So there we go.
But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by those words thou shalt be condemned. You're going to tell us who you work for.
I was always so interested to meet you. I'd heard so much about you from Saraneo. The real shame is that if you had really known the value of her sacrifice, we would have had you too. I think you would have done anything for her.
You know you're not in Britain, and God knows where you'll be tomorrow. Which should tell you that eventually you'll tell us about the people you work with. And the longer it takes, the more painful we'll make it.
You really don't know anything about us. It's so amusing because we're on the other side thinking, they're my six, the CIA. They're looking over our shoulders. They're listening to our conversations. And the truth is, you don't even know we exist.
Well, we do now, Mr. White, and we're quick learners.
Oh, really? Well, the first thing you should know about us is we have people everywhere. Am I right?
Exactly, and that's why a real conversation that is informed by us and our experiences is needed.
Because at the end of the day, this is ours.
And before you say it, I know what you're thinking.
We're not a monolith, bro. And day to day is becoming painfully obvious.
I hear you, bruv, but big man ting, left as it is, it's not looking good, bruv. We need to be more solution-based, bruv.
Alright, cool. But realistically, given all that's been said, you know what people are going to say, innit?
Black people don't know how to come together. We don't know how to be on cold.
But do you know what's mad? Once you comb through the lies, you realise, and the root of it all, it's just a way to highlight our differences and divide us.
These times, over the last 100 years, when have we not come out in numbers?
There was a collective understanding that what happened was an infringement on something that all of us should be able to say is ours.
The right to a fair trial, this is ours.
The basic rights of a human being, this is ours. Yeah, sorry.
Nah, for real, man. I mean, look at the last time everybody protested and demonstrated.
Girl them step out, man them step out, everybody step out.
We've been doing this, the issue is the effectiveness.
Nah, it's facts. And you see change here, it requires being effective and believing. Furthermore, it requires knowing man can do it.
Because even though not everything that is faced can be changed.
Nothing can be changed until it is faced.
Change, not on the surface, but in the depth. Change in the sense of renewal.
And this is why we need a safe space where we can be ourselves, free to not conform to somebody else's standards.
A safe space where masks should be left at the door and there's no more need for that other voice, because our authentic self should always be enough.
Because it's 2024 and we're still having to put up with the same issues our parents did.
In some cases, many times more.
It's the passive-aggressive nature of it. It's so insidious and deliberate. And, we see it because it's so obvious, but for some reason and conveniently, no one else seems to see it.
Yeah, you. Oh, so you thought you could escape the revolution by switching over to a cartoon, huh?
Hell no. This is the new black, and we're everywhere, big man. Black people know how to animate too, baby.
And don't get me wrong, whilst there are some platforms doing their very best to normalise prejudice,
there are those who support and push for more black representation.
Yeah, and then they get slapped with like 1 million Ofcom complaints.
In it, but what does that tell you?
For me, this really highlights the importance of ownership, because more of us are starting to have that do-for-yourself entrepreneurial mindset.
So now is the perfect time for us as a community to become economically self-sufficient and self-reliant.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day,
it's the only way we're going to level up the playing field.
It's about bringing those ingredients together, chefing up something new, the way only we know how, and bringing that to the table.
Because no matter how you slice it, and bringing it full circle, you can't lobby for change with nothing quantifiable to leverage with.
We already shine in spaces that was not meant for us. If we put our minds to it, we can make a way. It's time for the next step.
Our influence on the culture cannot be overstated, and it's about time that we benefit from our contributions to the culture, both nationally and globally. Because, truth be told, so much of this is ours.
we have to understand that this system is not designed for us. Let's redesign it. Let's recreate something. Let's think outside the box and create something which we can extract the money that we need and create the resources and create the economy which can allow us to do and realise that strategy, in real time.
That's what I was saying. I feel like man needs something that's future-proof, like something that's got, like, what's that word again? Longevity. That's the word I'm looking for. Something that's got longevity. Something that can be relevant today, but at the same time help the youth like me coming through, because bro, like, we matter too, you know what I'm trying to say? That's why the new black is so needed. I've been trying to tell you about the new black, man. Do your homework on the new black. That's why it's so important. And see, listen, man, where's my BAFTA nomination, man? What's wrong with me?
Yo, it's your brother Malik Yoba. I just want to encourage my brothers and sisters from across the pond to make sure that you own the means of production and distribution of your voices. It's time that they're heard. We know you've been consuming our content from around the world, but now is the time to make sure that your voice is heard as well. Much love, big up yourself, and keep it going, because the diaspora needs us.
The culture is in safe hands over here. After all, who can shape up the culture and push it forward better than us? This is ours.
It's a reminder to us that no matter what your starting point is, if you believe it, you can achieve it. This is ours.
And listen, a man's reach should always exceed his grasp, you get me? And no dream's too big, bro. Yeah? Because look around here, like, just imagine, one time this was just an idea.
And look how iconic this spot is now. People around the world recognize this spot.
Amen.
So just imagine all of this amplified.
Our own hub, you know what I'm saying, where we can create and curate collaboratively or individually, but most importantly, freely.
That's for words. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like music to my ears. I'm definitely in my bag. All I need is some bands, and girl, okay.
No, but that's exactly it though. Imagine a space, that's built with the same unyielding spirit of conversation and change that Frank Critchlow fostered within the walls of the Man Group. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how TMB's broadcasting hub needs to be. A haven for intellectual exchange and a sanctuary for real, unfiltered conversation that puts our progression and our unity at the forefront. This is ours.
All right, then.
That's right.
Period.
The new Black Hub will be the ultimate cultural space for the scene, serving as the epicenter of informative, entertaining, and disruptive Black British podcasts.
Our distribution platform will feature a diverse range of shows spanning every conceivable field, from pop culture, music, sports, gaming, fashion, and lifestyle.
To the arts, religion, tech, TV and film, politics, business and economics, and beyond. Imagine a space where creativity knows no bounds.
Our state-of-the-art facility includes a live event space designed to host and broadcast podcasts, lectures, book clubs, DJ experiences, and comedy showcases.
So it's more than just a hub. This is a revolutionary step towards establishing a powerful network for Black Britain. It's not just about talking about change, it's about making it happen.
This hub represents a concrete and tangible solution, our first step in building the necessary infrastructure for transformation.
This is the launch pad for a movement that will reshape the landscape of our community.
We invite you to join us in shaping this legacy project. If you're interested in securing equity in this groundbreaking initiative before the live show, reach out to us at
thisisours@thenewblack.com. And for brands and organizations keen on forging partnerships with us, please contact us at
hello@thenewblack.com.
Remember, our strength lies in unity. This is ours because
this is yours.
Together, let's create something extraordinary.
Okay, so now look, listen to me. Come closer even, right? We are going to be having a live show in aid of a fundraiser for one night only, the first of its kind. And guess what? You will have all your favorite podcasters under the same roof on the same stage.
And for anybody that's interested, there's serious opportunities on the night, for investment. You can secure some equity in this new world we're building. Don't miss out.
Okay, so guys, make sure you follow The New Black on all social media platforms, and don't forget to subscribe to The Day After TMB on YouTube. This morning's show is the first offering from our network.
We stream live every single weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And all the announcements regarding the New Black are going to be coming through here. So make sure you tune in.
Now, how can you support and benefit directly from this revolutionary vision? Well, The New Black, TNB, are issuing an initial share offering by seeding equity ahead of our official fundraising event.
Early supporters will benefit from the New Black having secured advanced assurance status from HMRC under the Seed Enterprise Investment Scheme, SEIS, and Enterprise Investment Scheme, EIS, up to the value of £2 million.
This is amazing news for TNB, but even better news for you as an investor. What this means for you as an investor in the New Black is that you can get back up to 50% of your investment in income tax relief.
Incur no capital gains tax on the sale of your TNB shares.
Reduce investment risk down to 27.5% of money invested.
Get 100% inheritance tax relief.
Have the potential to earn multiple returns with a reduced base cost.
To ensure all of these benefits are accessible to the masses, we have made a conscious decision to set the minimum ticket investment in TNB to £200. To achieve this, TNB have partnered with an acclaimed legal tech platform called Seed Legals, who are responsible for closing on over £1.3 billion in investments. Click on the link in our bio and head over to our Seed Legals pitch page to secure your equity in the New Black.
Are you making me?
It's on the...
Can't get the bloody stuff, mate. That was really good. That was so sick.
Big up everybody.
Big up everybody that was involved. Everyone that got involved. Big up you, Brad, because the chasing you were doing up and down.
Yep. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Just the beginning. That's sick, man. Love it, love it, love it.
All right, cool. We're moving on to headlines.
Yes, we are. Good, I was hoping you say no. Ask me nice.
All right, people. So.
Oh, this is wild.
Yeah, man.
Wild.
Trigger warning on this one, guys. An armed man gave no warning as he walked toward the front of a Jesus' dwelling place church in Pennsylvania on Sunday, raised a gun toward the pastor's face and pulled the trigger.
Oh, shit.
What happened next may have been divine intervention. This is what pastor... Yeah, this is
It 100% was.
Well, this is what Pastor Glenn, Germany said. He said, I'm thankful to God that I'm still here because he definitely pulled the trigger.
I thought that was a fake video, you know, I can't lie.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah.
I seen it. The gunman attempted to shoot, but the firearm failed to discharge. This is what the Pennsylvania State Police said in a statement. The incident in North Braddock was captured on the church's live stream video. Immediately after the gunman pulled the trigger, a church member tackled the suspect to the floor. State Police identified...
Man.
Huh?
Support engineering, 40 goods. Gonna have pastors all over the world standing in front of guns, thinking they're gonna be saved.
Stop it.
They better stay woke.
That'd be awkward, you know. You're peeing at Jesus' feet.
No. I'm only playing. God did that. God did.
But yeah, State Police identified the suspect as 26-year-old Bernard Jr. Polite. It's not clear why the suspect tried to shoot the pastor. Germany, who's the pastor, said he has never seen the gunman before Sunday. So yeah. Next headline. And it's been reported that passengers due to fly to London from Bermuda were evacuated after someone emailed in a bomb threat to the airport.
Oh my God. I knew about that. No, because my was in Bermuda now told me there's a bomb threat. I said, what? You better stay safe.
You better stay safe.
But yeah, the flight was set to leave Wade International Airport, the British capital, but passengers were disembarked after the threat was reported at 8:50 p.m. on Sunday night. Local roads were closed to traffic while the airport building and its environs were searched by security, airport security. Police were notified by staff at the airport of a bomb threat that was received via email. Staff also advised that emergency landing protocols had been initiated at the airport. And the last headline, Judge Juan Merchan has begun speaking and tells the former president that $1,000 fines are not serving as a deterrent for Trump. Last week, the judge told Trump that he would be holding him in contempt for violations of a gag order, barring him from attacking witnesses and jurors. He also says that it appears that the 1,000 fines are not serving as a deterrent. The last thing I want to do is to put you in jail. You are the former president of the United States and possibly the next president as well. He also said that as much as he does not want to propose a jail sanction, he will if necessary. Along with that warning, the judge fines Donald Trump $1,000, which is nearly £800, for violating his gag order. And that's it for our headlines, guys. It's time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, people. I'll read out sports headlines. There's a jam-packed weekend of football. Did any of the results matter? It was just more of the same, innit? Nothing changed, did it?
It definitely does matter.
All right, Arsenal kept it going. City stayed up to the pace. There's no relegation. There was any... Chelsea, maybe? Chelsea moved above United.
Chelsea thumped Tottenham.
Liverpool thumped Tottenham.
Liverpool thumped Tottenham.
Yeah, but that didn't change nothing. Didn't help Liverpool. Maybe might have slowed down Spurs' Champions League run.
And they're fighting for fourth?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, their Champions League thing, isn't it? But
Aston Villa lost, that matters.
They've gone on a bad run. They've gone on a bad run, Spurs, but even if they finish fifth, that's a good season for them still anyway, isn't it?
But they want to finish in the Champions League spot, no?
Yeah. Okay, I suppose. So yeah, that Champions League race was heating up. But like I said, more of the same at the top, more of the same at the bottom.
Yeah, but it was important that the people at the top kept more of the same so that they can go right down to the last day.
Yeah, but it's like Arsenal ain't gonna do. I mean, United ain't gonna do nothing against Arsenal. They're just gonna get trashed over. City ain't gonna do nothing. Spurs ain't gonna do nothing against City. They're just gonna get trampled over.
They play Fulham next, right?
Who?
Man City.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
You see anything there?
Well, I think that it's not a given that they're just gonna get battered by City.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Yeah, this one's Margs, really, because every time I'm watching the reaction, Margs is so calm, but Margs, how can you be calm 4-0 slapping like that, bro?
But there's 2 games left of the season. What do you think?
Yeah, one of those games is against Arsenal. I'm a fan, by the way.
We've got one
win.
What's that gonna... We've got 1 win in our last 8. Yeah. So just with everything that's going on, it would be expected with the no Bruno, Harry Maguire getting dropped out, some random back line with all the injuries and all that.
I hear you. Do you hear that?
That was where the smart money would have been to put it on Crystal Palace. Like, obviously, it don't look good. It's
4-0, my guy. Huh? 4-0, bro. 4-0.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't you feel anything?
No, but come on.
Huh? Didn't you feel anything?
Let's just quickly. Yeah, that's to know. Like when you this, bro. Like when you watch that, like what's your?
I watched the whole 90 minutes.
Again. And what do you think, man? Let's talk about Casemiro quick. What happened there, man?
But Casemiro's fell off a cliff. But we've said that. We knew that from the beginning. I said that from the first game of the season. I said that this is his last season at United. I said that from the, and obviously things changed so fast because obviously the year before he done dope and he done good enough for us. Yeah. But from the first game at Wolves, I can go and show you screenshots. I said these, man. He is not playing at United again this season. He was gone. So if he was gone in game number 1, why would I be so surprised and upset that he's gone in game 35? I'm just saying, just me personally. Everybody else, I can understand how they could feel, but I'm just saying me personally, why you want me to feel like that. And I swear to God, yeah, I haven't been back to Old Trafford since the first day of the season, I ain't been back there, yeah, when that game against Wolves. What I saw in that game against Wolves, I said, oh my God.
It's sickening.
We're finished. And I pointed out all the stuff, the reasons why we'd be finished. It's the same thing that's been happening all year. And then plus, obviously, the injuries help to make excuses and that. But like, if this was 2 months ago or something like that, then yeah, maybe. But by now, it's just in keeping with what you'd expect from them. Like, we holding 20 shots every single game. Remember, I swear I even told you against the Burnley game. You see the Burnley game? Watch the Burnley game, yeah. I'm watching. Was it Burnley? It was Burnley, innit, recently? Yeah, anyway, I think it was the Burnley game. I'm watching the Burnley game and I'm watching them play, and this looks like this looks like This looks like a fair fight, if that makes sense. This doesn't look like this is one team out of their depths or nothing like that. This looks like this is a good game of football. This is competitive, and either one could get it, and it shouldn't be like that. And it's the same with the Palace game. Furthermore, Eze and Elise, like playing wise, was miles above anything else that was on the pitch. So it's like this is just in keeping with what's going on.
Question, yeah, because obviously, especially for you, yeah, like obviously everyone can see what Man United members in it. You're facing two shots, your midfield's offering no protection. But why Baldy see that though, bro? Like I understand what like going on there.
Maybe
like,
he feels like
why is he not
maybe
seeing
he
it?
feels like his options are not there. Again, they need to look at this.
But I don't get it because when you came, yeah, I don't remember you when it's open. So he's obviously pre-season. He's obviously changed something. Yeah?
He changed. He didn't. Bro, I don't care what no one says. He didn't play like this last year. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He didn't play like this last year. Again,
he didn't. Man, were actually a decent outfit. Like I'm not gonna say you were amazing, but you did well. Like,
it was a solid outfit. It was solid. We could defend. The game got golden.
Like you pushed us as an Arsenal fan. You pushed both times. Like you even beat us the first time we played you last season. But bro, he's surely my man's got to go, bro.
It's easy to look about it with hindsight, but for me, the damning thing was watching it in real time, innit? So I watched him, like, the football wasn't amazing last year. He was working with what he got in it, and he got results out of it. He got us Champions League, and he got a cup in it. So it wasn't ideal, but he sacrificed what he had to sacrifice to get the results. It's like, all right, cool, I'll give him that. That was good managing, good coaching for the season. You done your thing. Then, obviously, we're of the mindset that he's more of a footballing coach with the Ajax thing, whatnot, yeah? But then we get players like Onana and that, and Mount and that. So I'm saying, all right, cool. So now he's going to start playing out from the back. It's going to be more keeping with what he does. And then the first time a ball got kicked in the season, he changed and went to a different style. And no one can't really answer that. I can't answer why. And it's a style that's made us worse, if that makes sense. So I don't know what he's building. Then he's came out halfway through the season
crazy, though,
saying that he's never going to play that Ajax. So I don't know what he's trying to.
Yeah, that
even
was
with all the injuries, right? Like because he's came out and he said these things from his own mouth. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's trying to build and what he's trying to do. You get me? And so with that, even like him coming out and making out like everything's cool, like he's just always going to do that. As a manager, he doesn't like to throw the players under the bus. He likes to be supportive. He likes to just be obtuse, whatever it may be, innit? But I don't know what he's actually thinking in his head, because he's the one who's made us play like this, and I don't understand what it's going to change. Because you can talk about personnel and whatnot, but even if new personnel, I don't understand what style he's going for. He's going to change his style again. If he gets a third season, he's just going to randomly change it again.
You said style there, right, bro? Like, even though style's the right word, see, I know what you mean. You mean way of playing, etc. Yeah, but bro, like, ain't seeing no style on it, you know. I'm just seeing, and I think Jamie Carragher broke it down. He said, bro, when you watch Man United, it's like you've got two teams out there, bro. You've got the attack, and then you've got the defense. There's no midfield. The midfield either up with the attack, or it's down back with the. There's no one little midfield area. Do you think, bro? Like, I don't understand how man's watching, calling that. Yeah, let's just keep that way, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? It's mad. It's mad.
He has got a style. It's just not a good style. He's coached them to play like this, and this is what the problem is. You can identify it from. I could identify it from the Spurs game earlier on in the season. Like, this is how he's trying to make them play, and this is what a lot of the people were saying. A lot of people, like, no actual top teams play like this, so they don't understand why he's trying this or why it's going to work. To play with a low block but a high press
is mental.
Regardless of your personnel. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Regardless of who your personnel is.
So do you think he stays there? Do you summertime you man get him? Or do you reckon he's just here now? It's him. That's you lot.
I actually don't know, man. I think because obviously they've changed the structure from above a minute. All that stuff's going on in it, so they're rooting it out, and obviously they're gonna want the best in it. But if they don't, it's about what their plan is, isn't it? And if they don't have a plan, it don't necessarily make sense moving. It don't make sense pulling the trigger on it unless you ain't got a plan. The plan's got to be in place before you do it. That's what for me personally. It don't make. I know it's that bad, but it don't make sense sacking him and then shuffling and scrambling around to find a manager, because then you still got to find a manager that meets the philosophy that you are building now, and you're in the process of doing it. Innit? It might make more sense for them to just keep him there and let them build up what they're doing, and then identify where the replacement is, rather than just snatch at it, it might make more sense for them than that. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But I can see a world where he's still there, because really they would have came out. Who are they trying to save face? They would have came out and said he's gone a long time, no? Because you can't say you're waiting for the FA Cup, because Van Gaal won an FA Cup and got sacked. So that's not going to be enough to save him, because the president's been set. They can sack a manager after the FA Cup, after winning the FA Cup. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think...
Because I'm hearing that Radcliffe, he don't even really rate too tough. Obviously, it's all paper talk, but there's rumours that he don't really rate. And obviously, there was that whole Southgate thing. Southgate's apparently his guy. But bro, I'll be real with you, yeah? Going from out of the firing pan into there, bro. If you get Southgate, that's mental. That's mental, bro. I think that might be worse.
I'd rather keep him than getting Southgate, because it doesn't even matter. No matter what happens, it's only just going to be... The worst way is it's only going to be one season.
But you still back your manager, right?
I always back a manager. I back a manager, whoever it is. But I'd rather... Yeah, it's only... Because even, there's only so... It's that bad this year that there's only so much improvement he can make from one season to the next anyway. So even if they do keep him, it's only just the one season. And if everything's being built up, or the infrastructure's being put in place, it's being built up properly, then I don't mind. I'll wait for them to get it right and find a gaffer that's going to work. But he started off well, man. And I think the league and the clubs broke him, man, because that's not the same person that was managing us last year. It's not, man. It don't make no sense. It's not all his fault, man. It's not all his fault. I don't give a fuck. Everything that's happened over the year, it's not the season. It's not all his fault, but it's his responsibility. It's his responsibility, though.
But at the same time, it's probably like 60-40 players, because obviously he's giving the players instructions, but he don't control Casemiro and he did yesterday, bro. Like, you know, the one I think might have even been last goal. I think it's the one where Eze hit the banger. Not Eze, Elise hit the banger. Bro, when man just got, it was, I think, the byline, and he just got pushed or something. Like, obviously, it wasn't a foul.
But he's still got to take responsibility for his actions. So it's not his fault Casemiro was moving like that, but he's played for Casemiro.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So he will know what Casemiro's done. You played Amrabat left back. You could have played Amrabat left back and moved Aaron Wan-Bissaka in as a centre back if you really wanted to, or Dalot into a centre back if you wanted to, and then you might have been a bit more stronger. You get what I'm trying to say? So even though I don't think it's all his fault, and them injuries. The injury list that we've had is mad. I don't think there's probably no team's probably ever got this many injuries in a Premier League season ever. Like it's crazy the injuries that we got. But there's decisions that he's made that ain't got nothing to do with all of that. You get me? There's times when the injuries have been there, but if you look at the starting 11, it's missing two players though. Like and stuff like that. You get me? Like starting left back, starting left centre back maybe, but then everywhere else around the pitch you've got your first choice, or what you would deem to be your first choice. And he's probably just not giving.
Before I go though, I just got a quick for Brent actually. Brent,
hello.
What we wearing to the party?
What we wearing to the what?
To the title.
That's confidence. I like that. I'm not going. There's too many people. I don't like crowds like that.
Do you know what though? Obviously West Ham, the Sack boys. Well, he's gonna go. That's going to give them the push. They need to get E. Spurs have lost 4. Come on, man. Let's start, bro. They're going to help us out. Don't worry.
I'm backing them, man. I'm backing them. I've always believed in them this season, to be honest.
What, you think you're
going to win? This season. I've been backing them from the jump.
Bro,
back them to do what? They lost 4th on the spin. 4th loss on the spin.
I believe that they're going to win City.
Is that what you think?
I don't think they can lose 5, man.
Where is it?
It's at Spurs' ground.
That man, you just went there.
You know, Man City.
We're a different breed, bro.
You know that Man City ain't won in the Prem at that ground,
ain't they?
Or something like that. No, I think they scored like 1 goal as well. Like,
boy, the omens are there. History's on your side, then.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, then big up the show, man.
You still got to get out of Old Trafford, even though I think you do it, but you still got to get out of Old Trafford.
Nah. We're brushing you at Old Trafford. We're brushing you at Old Trafford, bro. I'm telling you. Seriously. 4-0. I'll call back in. When is that? That's what? Not this week. This weekend. Next weekend.
We got 3 games left. So yeah, it won't be this weekend.
Let me
next
check.
weekend.
Ken, yeah, I'm phoning back in. Trust 4-0.
Were you phoning if you lose?
Yeah. Nah, same way. I'll phone in. Either way.
Love it, man. Love it.
But we ain't, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm of the mindset that Arsenal beat us. Yeah, cool. Just because we're so bad, but there is that whole United, Arsenal, Old Trafford thing that you have to take into consideration. So, yeah, I like the confidence.
You know why as well?
Banana skin.
Marks, have you seen the away form we're on in 2024, my guy? It's mad.
Away form, home form, you should get the job done against us anyway, like regardless. But I'm just saying, don't write it off. You get what I'm trying to say? We might have our players.
Yeah, no. It'll be a good game, but
we might even have a one centre back ready by then. You never know.
What, the butcher? He's done in it, ACL or something. He's out.
No, but Maguire might be back.
Oh yeah, bro. Bring him up, wheel him out, bro. We've got something for him too.
Well, who's just striker?
Kai Havertz, bro.
I'm on, man. King Kai, man.
Definitely is ready for Maguire. Definitely.
All right, cool. If Maguire's there, if Maguire's not there, it is what it is, isn't it? Remember, Johnny Evans had to play yesterday, and I heard he failed a fitness test in the morning. He still had to play.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Paddy Ten Hag said, "Yeah, you're playing."
Yeah, it's crazy. But if we got even just Maguire back, even just one centre back, he's not in trouble.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, they are phoned in, and then yeah, we'll see. We'll see after.
Bless.
All right, man. Big up.
Bless, man. I know the Premier League, man. The Premier League is big on storylines and narratives and dramas, and that's not a foregone conclusion.
It's not.
That is not.
It's not. It could literally be Spurs beats Man City, but you thump us.
It's not a foregone conclusion. Like the sensible man in me says you are gonna get it done.
Oh, we're gonna get it done. We're going to get it done.
Okay.
And Timber will be playing that game as well.
Who?
Timber.
Is he even gonna be up to speed?
Yes.
Well, how many games would he have played by then?
5.
He ain't been playing.
Behind scenes.
No, man. It's match level full.
It's different, isn't it?
It's different, yeah.
Look at the guy who just got wheeled out. Your defender.
Oh.
It's all about fitness, isn't it?
I'm just saying, real time, real speed, game speed is different. You get me? There's a lot of pressure.
I agree. We don't need Timber. I'm just saying we're going to be full squadded up.
Nah, I look forward to that game.
I have no fear going into that game at all. I have none. And I'm not seeing it as a jinxing at all. I've told you I've been confident going into every single game. Since you asked me, I said I'm confident going to every single game.
Well,
I'll say the same. I felt the same against Villa. Look what happened. So 100%, I can be confident going into United game and something might happen. But I've seen too much, man. I've seen too much good, consistent stuff.
I honestly think we're gonna lose. But if we drew or won, like I wouldn't be shocked. It's just like, hey, yeah.
So you weren't shocked when it is Palace mashed you up?
Well, yesterday,
yeah.
No, I weren't, honestly.
But yet you claimed on Filthy that they were gonna get a win.
Okay, when?
On Filthy, you said that Man United will get a win against Palace.
Probably. I was predicting the scores. Yeah, so I thought we was gonna win. What does that mean?
I've just responded to what you just said. You said you weren't surprised that you got slapped by Palace, but yet on Filthy you were predicting a win.
And the reverse is true. I think that Arsenal's going to win, but I won't be surprised if we beat you. What's wrong with that?
Never mind.
Well, I don't understand. What's wrong with that?
It's okay. I don't want to go into it.
Well, you just don't want to tempt fate. But I'm just saying, I won't be surprised if we beat you, but I do expect us to lose.
Yeah.
That's all right. I expected us, United, to win against Palace. Wasn't surprised when we lost. Wasn't even like...
Oh, kind of, buddy. So you can never get upset because you're going to say that for every single game that you play.
Shall I show you a screenshot of the bet that I made? That I missed by 2...
Palace beat you?
No. That Palace... But I missed by 2 saves. Can I find it somewhere? Is it in there? It's not in there. It was for Eze. It was for Eze to have over 2 shots on goal. for Eze to have over 2 shots on goal, for Elise to have 2 shots on target, and for Onana to make 7 saves. That's the bet that I put on. So do you think so? Was I surprised that we lost? So this fact that I put Onana to have 7 saves means I've assumed my goal's going to get peppered. I put Elise to have 2 shots on target, which he did, and he got 2 goals from, and then Eze to have a further 2 more shots. So that means, from my mind, with my thinking, we are going to get peppered. I would have won, but the keeper made 5 saves instead of 7. You know what I'm trying to say? If he had done a little bit better, I would have won. But that's the money that's the bet that I put on. So that means in my mind, I'm thinking we're gonna get peppered. We're gonna get me expected my keeper to make bare saves and them man to have bare shots. Why would I be surprised when they score 4 goals?
Your reasoning, you just didn't align your reasoning just now. The bet just states that your keeper's going to do well. It didn't mean that with him doing well, he's still going to let him fall.
I've got everybody to pick from. I could pick my team to score goals and take shots. I could pick my players. I picked the Palace players.
You just read your bet out, and then you said, you see, it doesn't back your point.
It does, because if I had faith in my team to go and score goals or to go and win, I would have bet on the United players to get the shots.
Your statement was on Filthy, they're going to pepper us. Cool.
There wasn't a statement.
Your statement was, I am confident we will win.
That's a lie. That's not a statement. We went through the whole round of fixtures and we picked goals and results. We picked games and results.
How much did you call it?
What did I say he was going to do?
You said games and results. How much did you call it?
I said...
You can. You know what it is? Yeah.
I said United 3-1.
So 3-1. Even though you were going to get peppered and Onana would you were still winning 3-1.
These are different times. This was like a week ago when I filmed this. Yesterday, when I made that bet, I knew that we never had no Bruno. I knew that we never had no Maguire.
When did you make that particular?
Ages ago.
What is ages?
Last week when I filmed last week.
It's only 7 days.
What are you talking about?
It's only 7 days. You're going on ages ago like it was 3 months ago.
The team news drops an hour before the kickoff, Brent.
You're actually looking at me like you're puzzled as to why I'm even contesting what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying.
Let's continue the show. Forget about this back and forth.
One second. I predicted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I picked 9 results and things. It's not just United.
Lovely.
9 results
Cool.
what I picked. So a week ago when I'm saying, who's going to win, United or Palace? And I picked United 3-1. Okay, that's fine. Then a week later when we're actually going to play, and an hour before kickoff, and you get the team sheet, and you see what's going on. You see that Casemiro's in the back line with Johnny, and there's no Rashford, and there's no Bruno, and then I make a decision to bet against the opposition having bare shots on target and my goalkeeper getting peppered. So why would I be confused when we lose? That's what I'm trying to say. That bet that I put on speaks to my mindset, because I could have bet on the United players to get the shots. I could have bet on Garnacho and who would have got them? Højlund. I could have bet on Garnacho and Højlund to do it. But I didn't think that was going to happen.
All right, so do the same now. Call the Arsenal United game with the team that you have right now. And when it is a day before, I'm going to ask you again. So you would watch a team sheet and then you would say it. So call the game now.
If I was going to call United Arsenal, I would probably go 2-1 Arsenal.
All right, cool. I will revisit this the day before.
The day before?
Mm.
Or the day of the game. That's when the team sheet drops. Right, because you want me to call it again when the team sheet drops. That's what you just said.
Yeah. Just to carry on the same practice.
Okay, cool. So that means an hour before kickoff, you let me know what I think. I'll look at the team sheet. For real, that might change. That might go to 2-1 United.
You're dumb.
No, it might. It might change
because of the returnees.
Yeah, it could change.
Cool. So who needs to come back for it to change to 2-1 United?
At least one centre back. Bruno, Rashford, everybody needs to come back. I need a full strength team.
Okay.
I need a full strength team, and then we can make that work.
All right, fair enough.
But right now, I'll say 2-1 Arsenal. I can use it with just
about squeak past.
Just edge it.
Fair enough.
Not even like
just
not even like what Palace done. Palace, that was comprehensive, but I reckon if we bucked you, I reckon you just
because you're home. It's different. And it's history.
Yeah, and it's United and Arsenal. Like we got my control over you, really.
Yeah, definitely. That's how it's been playing out this season.
Was this season the one where we nearly beat you, but they bumped us with Garnacho?
It's all merging into one, isn't it?
Was
It's
it this
all blurry,
season?
isn't it?
I'm asking you, was that this
So
season?
blurry.
I'm just asking, was that this season at Emirates where we should have beat you, but they bumped us? Yeah, see? And I think that would have changed the whole season.
Obviously.
VAR.
That's
that would have
literally
changed.
what made y'all where y'all are right now.
That would have changed everything.
Everything.
Yeah, if they gave us the result we needed and made us get the win that we deserved on that day.
Yeah.
But the refs, man. The refs, they're bumps. And there's an agenda against Manchester United anyway. They're just hating. And then plus there's something to do with the training because these injuries are not normal. But it's an agenda.
Yeah, it's definitely an agenda.
There's an agenda. I don't think it can come on. I don't think it can carry on for like another 2 seasons.
Yeah, I remember when we had an agenda and you were like, shut up.
You know what? Maybe Ten Hag can stay because there's no way it can be as bad as it was this year.
Mm.
You get me? So that means no matter who the gaffer is, next year is going to be an improvement. Well, I'll just trust the process, man. What else are we talking about here? Yeah, we knew Moyes is leaving at the end of the season.
Great Chelsea win.
West Ham?
West Ham's no bloody joke, you know.
Well, Chelsea are above United now. Chelsea are cooking.
I'm telling you. I'm going to see them next year.
Yeah, Chelsea are cooking. Chelsea are going to be decent if they make some signings. Do you think they need to get another striker or just stick with Jackson and Cuckoo? Jackson's decent, but he's just a Colombo. He's just, I don't know, it was that City game that pissed me off with him, man. That City game proper pissed me off. I was thinking, there's no hope for this guy, but maybe there is.
Is he like, is it Nunez?
Who would you rather, Nunez or Jackson?
I think Arteta could turn any. No, let me just try rubbish.
I'd rather Jackson than Nunez, I think.
Why?
They're both Colombos, but Jack's.
So is Jesus.
I'd probably pick them both of them over Jesus. If they was bearing down on goal 10 times, I'd probably expect Jackson to score more goals than Nunez. Yeah, even if it's just one more. I'd probably put the money on Jackson to get more. Nunez would probably run around the goalkeeper, hit the post, or hit the crossbar, and do bare things. Obviously, Jackson could probably just not even shoot. But yeah, I'd probably lean towards more Jackson than Nunez. What do you reckon?
I don't watch much of Jackson. I've only seen clips.
Okay.
So I've seen more of Nunez, and I think there's something can convert him into a clinical striker. But I haven't seen much of Jackson, so I can't speak on Jackson.
Okay. Jackson's got something. He's got something.
But I still think they are going to go for another striker.
Liverpool? Chelsea,
I do believe, yeah.
Yeah, I think they need to. And Kunku's just ain't been fit all year, innit? So we ain't really seen him, innit? Yeah, they probably need to. I think they're decent. I think he's been in something decent over there. They've got decent young players. And I was thinking that, like, Poch, that's the kind of team that you would want to give him. He's good. He's been good with youth and stuff like that. So eventually it'll come good. It was shaky. It was rough. But think of the season that they had, and they're above us now. So, you know, with a few games left. Even I think we're on the same points. So our goal difference is like, the goal difference is crazy. There's nothing we could do with the goal difference. We're in the minus. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't know what their fixtures are, but I expect them to finish the season out above us. So yeah, that says a lot. That says,
doesn't it?
Yeah, that says a lot. And our last headline that we got here about Canelo, man. Canelo floored Munguia, so he won. Yep, he won. He floored him in the 4th round during a unanimous victory in Las Vegas. You get me? Canelo dropped his fellow Mexican opponent with a big uppercut and then sealed the victory on the scorecards with tallies of 117 to 110, 116 to 111, and 115 to 112 to retain his undisputed super middleweight titles. Munguia was a more aggressive boxer in the opening rounds. He's even forcing Alvarez back to the ropes in the 3rd with a fiery assault, but Canelo unloaded a jolting shot in the following round that dropped Munguia heavily to the canvas. The superior power and precision of Canelo was on show as he took command of the fight, pushing Munguia with crisp combinations. Yeah, man. He done that one. I didn't see that. I forgot it was on.
Serious.
Yeah, I forgot it was on, so I missed that. I'll have to ask Iman how that went down tomorrow, man. That is... Is it?
All right, then.
No, is it? Something happened that I want to talk to you about.
In the sporting world?
Of course.
What could it be?
NBA.
Go on, talk to us about it.
No, because obviously you got to keep you abreast.
Please do.
Did
something mad happen?
Not mad, but this round 2 Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets started, and Ant-Man is just cooking over there. The young boy is killing it.
Who's Ant-Man?
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I think he's going to be the face of the league one day.
Serious? Is that good?
They think he's Michael Jordan's son.
Michael Jordan's son. Let me see this picture. This fella.
Because Michael Jordan's supposedly got a youth they don't take care of, and Anthony Edwards don't know who his dad is. So they think he's Jordan's youth.
Because of the skill set he has.
He's cold, yeah. He's cold. But I'm nearly sure, did Denver have home court advantage? I think they would have had home court because I'm sure the games was at Denver. But they lost both the games. They're losing 2-0. This is serious stuff. Joker and them, man, they might be out of it. He looks like Jordan.
I can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah.
If you see him play.
Does he play like Jordan?
Oh, yeah, it's uncanny.
Serious.
You can find things on like TikTok and stuff where it's like it's doing moves that he done and they're running Jordan's moves underneath at the same time. And
why does he not want to claim him then?
who? Michael?
Yeah.
What, illegitimate child? You can't just claim an illegitimate child when he's 22, 23.
Even if it shows that he's got the same skill set as him?
He might not even know. He might not even know.
So it's the internet that doing joining the dots.
Yeah, because they're saying Michael Jordan's allegedly got a youth somewhere that he don't claim that he don't know about, and they're saying that Anthony Edwards has just got his mum and he doesn't know who his dad is, isn't it? So the internet, it's Kendrick fans.
Yo, buddy, have they asked the mum?
No, I don't think so.
That's the big question. Isn't it? Goddamn. Or let everybody else have their go at it. Why just go and ask the mum?
No, but if you watch him play, Anthony Edwards is cold.
How old is he?
I think he's like, I'm sure he's like, is he like 22 or 23 or something like that? I'm sure he's young, man. He's young, man. I think he's young. Because Luka and that's 25. He's not that old. He's young. He's about 22 or 23 maybe. You get me? But yeah, they're beating the Nuggets 2-0, man. So that's serious. Then they got to go back to Minnesota. And I don't know if they're going to steal any games there. Their defense is too strong. So there's that. Was there another second round game that took place in the East? Yes, there was. New York Knicks lead the Pacers 1-0. Jalen Brunson and them man there was cooking. Brunson's been cooking. Yeah, I think he's the first man in NBA history to have like 40 points and at least 5 assists in his first 4 playoff games or something like that. Or 4 playoff games in a row or something like that. I don't know what he's doing, but he's cooking down there. But they beat the Pacers. So yeah, that's going on. I think there's games on tonight, but I can't remember who. Should be second round, maybe Mavs versus Thunder, and then who's in the East? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. I don't know who the fuck's playing in the East. I don't think it's tonight though. It would be. I think it's the Cavaliers that went through. It should be the Cavs versus Boston. That sounds about right, isn't it?
Yes.
Cavs versus Celtics. I'm guessing that's what the round 2 is. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. Basketball news.
Yeah, Celtics, Cavs.
Huh?
Celtics, Cavs.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. That's the end of our sports news, man. I'll let you know what's going on. That's the end of our whole show, man. I'm going home. I'm done. So, people, thanks for tuning in. It's the Lone Survivor here. I'm going on to have a nap, man. I'm tired. Appreciate you lot. If you lot enjoyed that video, make sure you go and share it on socials. The campaign video I'm talking about. Go and like it on the New Black Instagram and leave a comment and share it and tell all your friends about it and these things. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, that's it then.
Bye.
Peace out, people.
Tomorrow.
Ciao.